system to introducing the possibility of Hitman-like stealth to a wild array of cobbled-together weapons that we'll definitely get more into. Above all else, the game aims to put more options at your disposal than ever before.
Why is the live not showing?
In Far Cry 6,
there we
you'll
go,
team
there
up
we
with
go.
a band of
I am
revolutionaries
live.
calling themselves Libertad, working to overthrow the fascist regime of El
This looks
Presidente
dope.
Anton
Far Cry.
Castillo and free a Caribbean island. More options at your disposal than ever before.
Why is the live not showing? Okay.
State and Cuba developers weren't afraid to run with that idea, to the point of sometimes taking things a little over the top, and I mean that in a good way.
And I can't wait to play Far Cry.
By scrapping together various items, you'll unlock weapons like El Pequeño, a massive minigun powered by a motorcycle engine, or a gun rigged out of an old portable CD player that blasts the Macarena while you down baddies. And let's talk Supremos, customizable super weapons you deploy from a backpack. At the preview session, they mostly showed the one that fires a barrage of rockets in all directions when you're desperate, but the game will naturally feature a number of different Supremos, including some that support a stealthy playstyle. And stealth has a new meaning in Far Cry 6 as well. There's a holstering system this time around, and in-game checkpoints the player can talk, bribe, or shoot their way through. It's now a legitimate option to blend in.
8 people, hello to every fan that's watching.
S hits the F, you'll be able to
Let's hope we'll see something from Take-Two that represents Saints Row in some way. Because if you've seen my latest video, there's a possibility of a Saints Row clone being in development. That will be dope. By Take-Two, 2K Games. You can also see what Rockstar is up to. It's also nice. But I believe they just show GTA 5 on the next gen. That's all.
An alligator with a taste for man flesh.
Okay, bro. Cars announcement. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Oh,
the dog, though.
What does he do? Promised that FND bases, what this game calls outposts, have been varied in an attempt to refresh the time-honored Ubisoft tradition of killing some dudes and changing the color of that part of the map. That said, we didn't get to see a base takeover in action, so how much these tweaks really alter remains to be seen. But it's clear that the Far Cry 6 team have taken some risks with the formula, while maintaining the core gameplay elements they've refined over the years. Yara's unique mashup of Far Cry standard jungle environments and an aging communist
it's the first time we see a Far Cry, and that's
like
dope.
The Arons themselves, the dev team seem to have taken that momentum and tried their best to utilize every part of the game. We'll see
the review starting in 13
combat clashes with
I don't give a fuck about Halo. What time will Rockstar be there?
Well-worn franchise trying out a few new maneuvers, and I definitely left the preview session more.
What's the hour when Rockstar will go?
David Gravel also
and all
led the
that.
Far Cry Primal team, so he's no stranger to
Going
unique
on
entries in the series. It looks like
for
he's
1 hour,
the
about
same
1
sort of originality to this game, beefed up with the systems introduced in 5 and plenty of new ones to boot. Hopefully, it all comes together and makes for a wild, dictator-deposing ride. For more on the world of Yara, the complete written version of this preview and everything Far Cry 6, hit up
Here's to Saints Row, hell yeah, Saints Row mods. Just subscribe to your channel, you make dope content. That's to be part of the community. Oh, that's the game that's like Left 4 Dead. What was it? Left 4 Blood or something? I know. It's also cool. Right?
Years ago, a small development team owned by Valve known as Valve South dropped a little game called Left 4 Dead, a zombie-themed co-op first-person shooter that pit 4 players against a zombie horde and force them to look out for the group as opposed to just looking out for the individual if they hope to survive. This helped give
when I was brand new to YouTube, I would pirate Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 and play them all. Yeah.
The original developers of Left 4 Dead,
hello Adinanitsa, thanks for the emoji.
Had not returned to the genre that
I hope they show GTA and they're definitely gonna show. Definitely.
4-player zombie-themed co-op survival shooter that goes into closed alpha testing starting today. And if my early impressions are
These guys tell me if I should lower the volume of the live and so you guys could hear better. Back for Blood, that was the name. Yeah, Back for Blood.
So much of Back for Blood is directly inspired by Left 4 Dead,
And I'm kind of
I
hungry.
think it's actually important to lead off with the areas in which it tries to be different. And nowhere is that more apparent than in its deck building system. In Back 4 Blood, you actually build a deck of cards that you take in with you to each level. These cards are broken into 4 categories: Reflex, Discipline, Brawn, and Fortune. Reflex cards typically focus on granting bonuses to speed or stamina. Discipline cards are all about efficiency, so they offer buffs that give better accuracy, better healing, more ammo, and so on. Brawn cards
10 people, shout out to everybody who's live, man.
And finally, Fortune
Watching the
cards focus on cards that give you a percent chance
Hell
of
yeah.
something happening, along with other general utility-focused boons, like the ability to have...
Soon I'm gonna be out of coffee, so that kind of sucks.
Or being able
My
to
third or fourth coffee for...
You select 15 of these cards to build your deck, and at the beginning of every level, you'll draw 3 and pick one
At least I have
card 4
water.
times. And those 4 cards that you choose will
3
be
cards.
the starting set of active buffs and boons that you'll take with you into the first part of the level. Every time you hit a safe room and move on to the next act, you'll be able to add another active card
It's
into
pretty
the
much...
mix.
Pretty
On the flip
much
side of that, though, are the
Left 4 Dead,
played by the
but
game's AI
better,
director.
I hope.
Each level begins with a selection of corruption cards that inform the players of what enemies and obstacles they
Oh,
can
that's
expect to
nice,
face.
that's nice.
Just like how you're able to add new active cards at the beginning of every new act, there are also new corruption cards that are added that will throw a new curveball at you. Whether it be fog that makes it harder to see faraway threats, more zombie hordes, a giant ogre that you have to fight right at the start of the act, and so on. The limited nature of the alpha prevented me from really seeing the depth of the deck system, since there's only really one level and a relatively small selection of corruption cards that can change up how the level is played, but the idea seems really promising, especially the interplay between being able to see what corruption cards are coming up, and then being able to plan out with your team what active cards you want to bring in into the next act as a way to prepare. It adds another layer of teamwork and coordination, since you have to ensure that you're not doubling up on cards and have all your bases covered. Another big change to the formula is the addition of a mini shop at the beginning of each new act. Instead of being gifted with new weapons and items at a safe house, instead you're given the opportunity to choose what you want to outfit yourself with.
I don't want to see Halo Infinite, I want to see Take 2, man. Take 2 is after Halo.
Find out in the levels themselves in scarce amounts. This is actually a pretty big change, since you no longer find any sort of health or item pickups in safe rooms. It's up to you to purchase them all.
Guys, imagine if they drop the Saints Row and we're gonna be so hyped. Because Volition didn't show Saints Row 5. And imagine ending up that the clone of Saints Row will do better than Saints Row 5. Imagine that it will be Volition's and Deep Silver's loss. Hope it won't like that.
Essentially brought the genre into existence. You'll need to stick together with your team, since there are special zombies that can incapacitate and eventually kill you if you're not assisted by a teammate. Wretches behave almost
I still have my hopes that Saints Row will be released, or at least January or February of last year. Still have my hopes.
Lock you in place, and snitches will creep around until they're startled, at which point they'll alert the horde if not killed fast enough.
Damn, they are really...
And then there are the giant zombies like the ogre, which seem nearly indestructible and force my team to turn tail and run if
let me
they
put
want
on
to live
music.
to fight another day. Likewise, the one level that we got to play was also very reminiscent of Left 4 Dead in terms of its structure and objectives. In one part, we had to hold strong against a bunch of zombies while a loud gravel filler dropped enough rocks to give us a ramp to scurry up to climb over a wall, and in another, we had to blast away a propane tank and then book it across a collapsed bridge in order to escape the pursuing zombie horde attracted by the noise. And then there's also some interesting set pieces that felt completely new. Being forced to contend with a giant ogre while also trying to find a way through a cluttered tunnel was all sorts of stressful in the best kind of way. And having to split up the team to plant 2 bombs on a cruise liner while 2 others hung back and provided cover with mounted turrets was a nice climatic way to cap off the level. It's also worth mentioning that despite going through the campaign 3 times, no 2 runs ever felt the same. Obviously, the card system does a lot of that heavy lifting by changing things up every act, but on a base level, there's a ton of randomization at play in terms of enemy and item placements. Certain rooms that were completely empty on one run would be chock full of zombies on another. Doors that were once completely safe to open might now have an alarm that triggers the horde if you carelessly open them. There's just a ton of stuff happening under the hood to ensure that these levels are as replayable as they can be. Overall, my first experience with Back 4 Blood felt like just the right balance between old and familiar and new and fresh. Turtle Rock obviously knows this genre inside and out, and the ways in which they're emphasizing player choice through deck customization and vendors at the end of every act feels like a smart shift in direction that still stays true to its roots. Thanks for watching, and for more Back 4 Blood, keep it here on IGN.
What? Oh, it's just a pre-roll, okay.
From Disney heroes like Iron Man and Mickey Mouse, to spiky-haired soldiers with buster swords and uncomfortably long-limbed creepy hat creatures, few publishers have as varied a portfolio to show off as Square Enix. Square had quite the wild 12 months, with long-awaited and long-delayed games finally seeing the light. Let's take a look back, and content warning, I hope you aren't already sick of the words Final Fantasy, because you may be after we've finished here.
Right, Square Enix. Oh, it's a year in review.
First though, I'm going to cheat. Let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake, which technically did come out over 12 months ago now. But it just doesn't feel right to talk about Square's year without it. Not only was the long-awaited RPG a critical success, but it went a long way towards ensuring Square was a profitable company in 2020. In fact, it did so well that the company is releasing it again this month as Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, complete with PS5 improvements and new story content centered around everyone's favourite materia thief, Yuffie. But what about the next full part of that remake? With no word on when to expect it, maybe a reveal is an outside bet for what we could see at this E3 showcase. There's plenty more Final Fantasy VII to tide us over until then though, with both the first sold revealed. The former, a mobile battle royale game, and the latter another, yes really, remake of Final Fantasy VII, this time reverting back to its traditional turn-based combat. Is that enough Final Fantasy for you? Well, Square certainly doesn't think so.
Isn't that what you
want? What did Square Enix show at the
past 12 months has seen the continued resurgence of Final Fantasy
I legit didn't watch any E3.
More
This is
players
the first
joining
E3
the
I'm watching
MMO
this
than
year.
ever, an upgraded version
I didn't watch the show
plus
from
the
yesterday or
announcement
from
of
2 days ago.
expansion coming
I
later
just
in
did not.
2021 that will take
Only
place
for
the moon.
Take-Two and
Insert
Rockstar.
that wizard came from the moon joke
Hopefully
here.
there's
Yes, we
some
are almost
great
halfway
games
through
down
this
the way.
thing, but there's still more Final Fantasy to talk about. I did warn you. Revealed at September's PlayStation 5 event, Final Fantasy XVI looks to be bringing the series back to its more medieval fantasy roots. With little known apart from some backstory about the game's fictional setting of Valisthea, there's plenty more we'd love to find out, and this year's E3 looks like the perfect place to do that. And now for something completely different. Last summer saw the long-awaited arrival of Marvel's Avengers, which really did turn out to be a game of two halves. Crystal Dynamics' interpretations of beloved superheroes and the single-player campaign that introduced us to them was a fun, action-packed 6 to 8 hours. Sadly, its post-game gear-chasing online component didn't really live up to billing. It's been a rocky few months since launch for Avengers, with a dwindling player base and lack of content, two major issues for any live service game. There is a potential saviour on the horizon though, in the form of Black Panther. The War for Wakanda expansion is set to drop later this year, which needs to give players enough reason to flood back in order to steady the ship. Square does at least have form here. It more than made up for a troubled start to Final Fantasy XIV's life. Let's hope the same attitude is applied here. It's not all been doom and gloom. People Can Fly's looter shooter Outriders hit the spot for many thanks to its power trip combat and addictive gear loop. People Can Fly's previously teased big expansions that will add to Outriders' story, so that's something to keep an eye out for this E3. Near Replicant version 1.2247448713 showed off more unique delights from the mind of Yoko Taro with this upgraded version of the Nier Automata prequel. Bravely Default 2 gave us a beautiful RPG to play on the Nintendo Switch, and Rhythm Action spin-off Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory hit all the nostalgic notes it needed to. And then there was Balan Wonderworld.
A little bro should play this game, man.
Maybe less said about that one the better. So what can we expect from Square Enix soon? We know that Life is Strange True Colors is due to come out in September, and while we've got a decent look at it
Life is
recently,
Strange?
a reveal of this entry's spin on the series
I haven't played Life is
seems
Strange
like
2, but I've
something we'll see
played
soon. Neo, The World
the
Ends
other
With
two.
You, the long-awaited sequel
I really
to the
love the first
2007
Life
action
is
RPG
Strange.
The
It was
World Ends With
amazing.
You is arriving as soon
Fucking
as
amazing,
July.
man.
Plus Babylon's Fall. the painterly looking epic full of trademark Platinum Games action that we've heard pretty much nothing about since this time last year. Surely it must be time to see more. Then there are the games currently scheduled for
and there's people watching, but you guys
Project
don't comment
was
shit.
recently retitled as Forspoken, another game we know very little about apart from a post-apocalyptic setting and an abundance of dragons. Then there's Project Triangle Strategy, the spiritual successor to Octopath Traveler that hasn't even been given a proper title yet, but has received a full playable proof of concept demo.
Cool.
These are both games we'd love to know more about, but wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear anything for a while yet. So that's everything we know is going on in the world of Square Enix, but what about the reveals we can only guess at right now? It's always fun to speculate, right? So let's have a go at it. It's been a couple of years now since we've heard what Lara Croft is up to. Has the time come for Tomb Raider to make a comeback at this E3? Yoko Taro has confirmed he's begun work on a new game that he, quote, has no idea how to explain or sell. Might be a bit of a long shot to see it right now, but you never do know with him. There's also Deus Ex.
I just want Sleeping Dogs. That would be so dope. How come he doesn't mention Sleeping Dogs?
There's no way of knowing until Square shares all with the world this summer, although surely they don't have yet another Final Fantasy game to announce just yet.
Don't get the news.
One thing is for certain though, very few publishers are able to match the variety that Square Enix offers on a yearly basis, and you can more or less guarantee that will continue.
There's a Saints Row clone called, I forgot how it is called, something along the lines of... Check my video. I literally forgot. It was called... Hold on.
The PS5 and Xbox Series X have
only
been available for 6 months, but already the newest generation of consoles has been a busy one. From big exclusives to console updates and problems to
Codename Volt,
PlayStation
that's
and
it.
Xbox's newest consoles
Codename
are
Volt.
off to a fascinating start.
Here.
How have they stacked up so far, and has much changed since launch day? Well, IGN's Jonathan Dornbush and Ryan McCaffrey are here to answer just that. Starting things off with a look at next-gen exclusives that have launched in the last few months.
Codename Volt is a copy of Saints Row that has been... Begins. I don't give a fuck. Bugs.
So I'd say it's been pretty quiet across the board for next-gen games since both of these consoles launched last November, but at least on Sony's side, I think like with launch day, they've been doing a little better than Xbox on the exclusive games front. We've gotten Destruction All-Stars, which launched in February, and while it definitely had a bit of a light launch, they've been adding to it and improving it and definitely supporting it since that launch day. And then of course in April, we got Returnal from Housemarque, and though there have been a lot of talk about whether or not it should have some save states in it, it definitely should.
Yeah, check the video, it's a short one.
A pretty impressive third-person action game that really takes advantage of what the PS5 is doing and things like the DualSense and 3D audio. It's a really nice mix of showing off what a next-gen game can be.
Sadly, still, big system-selling games remain the Achilles heel for Microsoft. We're 6 months in, and there is exactly one game that is completely exclusive to the next-gen Xbox, meaning not available on PlayStation, not available on Xbox One. That game's The Medium. And, you know, hey, it's a good game, but it's not exactly, pumping as much next-gen iron in the gym as, say, Returnal is or Demon's Souls. But still, first-party reinforcements are coming for Microsoft, and the good news is, once they finally do arrive, it's probably never gonna stop again. I mean, they want Bethesda after all. That's a lot of reinforcements. You know, they are gonna kick it off. They got this year. So Microsoft Flight Simulator, which looks like it's gonna be a next-gen only release on console, and then of course Halo Infinite in the fall. On the Bethesda side, we're still not quite sure what's going to happen with Starfield. Is it going to be exclusive? Is there some sort of deal there with Sony like there was with Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo? But if indeed Starfield is exclusive, that is going to be the ace of
just a hoax
sleeve. You've got a new
is to lure us into a false sense of low expectations when they actually announced GTA 6 tomorrow, actually today, breaks the internet. That's where we've seen no footage of GTA 5 Guys, what do you think about this one? What do you think about this guy's theory? I don't believe that they will do that.
So good, my friend, that it has actually stolen one of your exclusives. MLB The Show is on Game Pass on Xbox, and it used to be, of course, a complete.
Yeah, guys, that awesome game that I own on Steam called that's such a lapsus, however it's called in English.
All that stuff has helped keep us entertained.
Sunset Overdrive, it is coming on a PlayStation. What do you think about that? It's such an amazing game, man.
So that pretty soon anybody with a smartphone, which is basically everyone, that has a Game Pass Ultimate subscription is going to be able to play their games not only on their console, but from anywhere.
That's
through
so
their
cool.
phone at no extra cost for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. That's just a totally impossible to ignore force in the entire games industry
on
when you
Xbox,
take all of that
and that's
as
so
a whole.
cool.
Now, if only games with gold didn't suck now, but you know, I can't really complain.
Well, Saints Row wasn't
it is
gold,
definitely
and
a strange time to say
amazing.
a PlayStation
I don't have an
developed game
Xbox.
costs more on PlayStation than on Xbox if you have subscription services on both. It is a very strange place to be, and it's of course you're completely right. You can't compare what PlayStation is offering to Game Pass. Just nothing stacks up. But at least in a vacuum, thinking of what PlayStation players have been dealing with, things have been largely the same getting into the PS5 generation. But at the very least, I'd say PlayStation Plus's games lineup each month has been a lot better. Definitely when they pared down the lineup of games on PS Plus from 6 down to 2, they didn't really find a way to up the value there or, you know, keep the value the same. And for a while, PS Plus kind of felt like a waste with those games. But thankfully, since the launch of the PS5, we've gotten almost a brand new PlayStation 5 game every month on PS Plus as part of that lineup. Stuff like Destruction All-Stars, Bug Snacks, Oddworld Soulstorm, and Maquette. Obviously, again, it does not compare to the game after game that is coming to Game Pass, but at least taken for what PS Plus was.
Guys, I think I have a collab with OG Saints Row YouTuber that is going to be amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. We're still speaking about how we're gonna collab.
You can play it on PS5, but they don't allow PlayStation 5 games yet to be a part of the service, and this really came to a head when they added Borderlands 3 and Marvel's Avengers to PlayStation Now, but only
and that's Marvel
PS4
Avengers is dope in terms of
especially
graphics.
to be in a place where there is a subscription service that does have a library of games and does span genres that PlayStation could really be bolstering, but it just doesn't match up to what Game Pass offers, and it's becoming painfully more clear as the months go on. Now, on the peripheral side, talking about things being a little bit the same as what we've gotten before, the PlayStation 5 launched with a decent amount of peripheral support, like a pretty good charging station that was kind of in the look and feel of the PS5's new, very ostentatious design. We got the Pulse 3D headset that takes a really great advantage of the built-in 3D audio of the PS5 and is really affordable, especially compared to some other high-end headphones. And
guys, what if
a few things like that,
Steve Silver will actually be here as a surprise and show off Saints Row? I think we'll get so hard, I'll jerk up in front of you.
PlayStation has revealed that we are getting two new colors to add to the DualSense lineup. Those include Cosmic Red, which is a red and black colorway, as well as a Midnight Black colorway, which is entirely black and aligned a little bit more with past PlayStation controllers at launch. So those
shout out to you guys for being 15 people on this live. You guys are the best. Monster Gaming just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, Monster Gaming. You're Monster Gaming. You're amazing. Thank you for joining the fam. Hope you'll stay here long. Welcome to the stream, baby. First subscriber, just 23 minutes. That's what I'm about. I love y'all. The clone is not being cloned by the parent company of the original game, which was cloned, but their online slowly become a Saints Row clone, but will not get its own solo game, which is a clone. Wow. That's exactly my point.
Accessible opportunity
exactly my point.
Storage. PlayStation has said the PS5 will be
That's such a cool game. You're welcome. Thank you, Monster Gaming.
The internal SSD, players will be able to expand internal storage, but we don't have information about what drives those will be from what.
By the way, guys, everybody who subscribes will become moderator on the streams.
There are only
who donates? Sorry, not who subscribes. Everybody who donates becomes a moderator instantly.
Stack up to being much in the long run. And so that's already a problem we're getting to 6 months in, of a lot of people having to play Tetris with their game files basically on their hard drive. So hopefully that gets resolved soon, and I do think that will be an advantage the PS5 will have over Xbox, but as of right now, it really isn't.
Yeah, for now, Microsoft's got their 1 terabyte storage card. I've got one in there. In fact, I'm already onto it because these big games of this new generation take up a lot of space. So it's good to have, even if it's expensive. Now, since launch, though, Microsoft has
And
added
I feel so
Xbox
fucking
wireless
so
headset,
fucking rich by knowing that I have a
and
better
analog
webcam
to
than you
the
guys.
Pulse 3D headset for Sony. I really
I
like
don't
it a
know,
lot.
I'm
It's,
kind
I
of
think,
flexing, but
for
goddamn man.
$100, which is what it
GTA
costs,
5
I think
is
you get a lot for
coming
your money.
to
It
Nintendo
sounds
Switch.
good. I like
Man,
the
what
design,
about that?
and what I really like is that
I'd
it can be
rather
paired with your
I'd rather the
smartphone
game
at
is
the
not
same
since your
time or any
clone, because I
Bluetooth
feel like
device,
Hangar 2
and
can
so you
never do
actually be
better.
chatting on Discord
Yeah, I
with
feel
your
you, Veer.
friends while also
Okay,
playing
wait,
Xbox
is the Johnny
games
Get
with the
clone
audio
from
from your
PS3
Xbox
cloning
at the
getting
same
out?
time,
Oh,
which is
fam,
pretty
hell yeah.
cool.
Talking about
Microsoft
Johnny Get,
moved
look who's
the
here,
optical
baby.
port
Johnny
for
Get is with me,
Xbox
guys.
Series X, just like Sony did with the PS5. So
Johnny
we
Get
kinda
is
needed
here.
this. It was a little bit of a bummer it wasn't there at launch, but now there is this good option.
Johnny Get is
so
here.
That's really good. Plus, I
Watch
want
the
to give a
stream with
special
me.
shout out to Microsoft for pumping out a whole bunch of cool new colors since launch for their controllers.
Well, that's
I've got
nice.
the Pulse Red one right here. It's nice to have something besides just the default black, so I appreciate them for that.
Better black. Update.
But
FPS on
Jonathan,
Red Dead
controller
Redemption.
colors aren't the only things being updated. The consoles are too. Now, on the Xbox side, the Series X actually hasn't really had any major updates because it hasn't needed them. Pretty much all the functionality that was needed
do you know
was
how much I
right
paid for
there
the
on
Johnny
day
Get
one, which is
statue?
great,
Get
but
blown
Microsoft
away.
still added some good
I
stuff.
paid
Most
1
notably,
euro
Quick Resume
at the
has been
bidding on
improved,
eBay for
and
the
there's
Johnny
new
Get statue
optional
and
suspend
12
modes
euros
that
for the
can help
shipping.
speed up your
It's
game
a
downloads,
fucking
which
win,
we
the
talked
best
about.
deal I ever
These
got
games are
on
huge,
eBay.
so being able to speed those up is always appreciated. And then probably the coolest one of all is FPS Boost, the backwards compatibility team continuing to crush it at Microsoft. There are now almost 100, as we record this, almost 100 backward compatible games that
I wish I
are
already got to
boosted up
make
either
that
60
games
frames per
that
second if they
Spy
were originally
setting
30, and
all.
some games even go up
Okay,
to
we're working
120
on
frames per
fact
second,
that
like
it was
Titanfall
cancelled.
2, which is one of the best games
Apparently
of
the
the last
almost whole map was in
5-10
Mafia 2.
years
Yeah,
with Rock.
I've seen
We've
that
also
video.
seen Microsoft drop the Xbox Live
I've seen that.
subscription requirement for over 50 free-to-play games, which I do admit, that's more of a course correction than a welcome new addition, but still great.
Yeah, it's always good to see advancement like that. That was definitely something that happened with PlayStation finally allowing crossplay last generation. I very much understand. Yeah, the PlayStation is in a very different place because whereas Xbox sort of unified its UI across generations and made everything very familiar for jumping into the Series X, PlayStation opted to do a brand new user interface. And while it's certainly cool to have a new, nice and shiny UI to look at launch, that means some new problems come up that maybe PlayStation had fixed on the PS4 even years ago. So we're in a bit of a strange place, but we did thankfully get our first really big PS5 major software update in April, I believe it was, and with that came a few important and needed updates.
In 2 more hours there will be Take 2? And this is gonna be the longest live I'll ever make, guys. Man, in about 2 hours Take 2. I could have just go to sleep because I'm kinda tired. Anyway,
PS5 games.
I would like an open world IP, so I'm having the Seizure clone, to be honest. Yeah, same. I know we won't be getting GTA 5, GTA 6 or Season 5 for a bit. Yeah, that's true. Still want Sleeping Dogs 2, but Square Enix said no. Yeah, I might be the fuck, man. Such an underrated game. The whole series, True Crime, which became Sleeping Dogs, was an amazing, freaking amazing. Not a GTA clone. There can't be a GTA clone, man. Every game borrows from other games to make their own game, because everything is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Nobody can be original. Yeah, I've seen the Fight Club like 3 or 4 times. Quality of life. Guys, mind if I go and take something to eat? I don't know, I'm kinda hungry. All I ate was a hot dog, that's all. Have a nap and sit down. Nah, man, we're gonna go through all the stream here. Not ending the stream now. No way. We're gonna be live for 3 fucking hours, I don't fucking care. I have cigarettes, I'll just have to make another coffee. It's great. No, I won't take a nap. Or if I were to take a nap, I'll take it on stream, I don't fucking know.
There was sort of a whack-a-mole situation going on where a new PS5 issue seem to crop up every few days, and so it's been hard to say what are the most proliferated issues that players been having, how much of the player base actually saw these, but definitely one of the ones that we've seen
time for another sig.
is
Alright, baby.
controller drift. We've definitely seen some stick drift there.
No, I won't take a nap, guys.
Now facing
I will
class
not.
action lawsuit because of, very similarly to Nintendo.
Who gets to sleep?
Nintendo
What are you
Switch
gonna do?
Joy-Con drift.
I'll
And
drop
that
by
said,
your
there
office
have
tomorrow
been
so we
a few
can
other
start sorting
issues,
this
such
mess
as
out. Who gets the
restore
references
bugs
a
and
fucking roll.
occasionally downloading the
GTA
PS4
clone is
version
pretty
of the
much
game
a
when you want
sandbox
the
with
PS5 version. Intellivision, but thankfully, again, nothing has been
a sandbox crime game.
Board, but it's been a sort of strange, oh, what's that new issue I'm hearing about today?
On the Xbox side here, Series X owners complaining here and there of controller drift again and random disconnects. But other than that, really, the console's been pretty much working as designed. It is quiet, it is cool, it is powerful. There haven't been any major OS issues, crashes, any other real problems of note that I've seen out in the community. Basically, I would say it's been pretty smooth sailing on the Xbox side. In fact, probably the best launch Microsoft
We're gonna fall asleep low. I'm chilling the stream, but in terms of presentations, I'm interested. I only care about Capcom and Take-Two. Same.
Supply issues.
Yep.
And
that's
there
right.
You have it. The first 6 months of the newest console generation are behind us. Of course, there is plenty more ahead, and we'll be covering all the latest news, releases, and more on IGN as well as on our weekly show, Next Gen Console Watch. Be sure to tune in, follow along with us as the journey of the PS5 and Xbox Series X continues, and keep it locked to IGN.
No. What's this? Come on, don't show the DMs, don't show the DMs. There we go. Let's also Gonzo. Yeah, I've seen them. That server, what? I don't fucking know how to use for the guys. Right, I've also. That's about it. For comments.
You could even imagine it.
Game is that. Anyway, I like Resident Evil Remake or like Resident Evil 2. I haven't played the remakes of Resident Evil. It's been more than multiple times, but I feel like Resident Evil 2 doesn't need a remake. It's so good that remaking it will guarantee a fuck up. And I haven't finished Resident Evil. I don't know. The first Resident Evil I finished was on a mobile phone. On the Nokia N73, and it was a 3D game. And honestly, for that time, it was such a cool game. Like back in the day, a 3D video game on your phone was next gen, and that game was 3D. All right, 4 minutes into Halo Infinite starts. Maybe yeah, but I feel like if it. So the standard Resident Evil okay. At the ring. Yeah, I've seen. Alright. Xbox. Forza. That's next. Life. I don't fucking know. I don't get it anymore. Okay, this is life. Or is it? Oh yeah, Resident Evil. Like, Resident Evil. I haven't played them. I don't know. I'll play Village before I play those games because I'm a Romanian and that big tall girl is of my nationality. So you know I'm a smash. I'm kidding. I can't fuck literally with a virtual character, and I won't see that bitch. I never see. The closest thing I've done to simping was I spoke with a girl and she was in my town. She lives there, but she goes to university at another city. And it was her name birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna make you a surprise. So what I did was I bought the flower, put her on the windshield of her car, and called her saying, go to your car, it's important. Then I left. She saw the flower, made the story with it, and was like, oh my god, I can't believe it, you're such a nice guy. And that girl is a certified bitch. I found out later. Won't get into this story any bit further, but she a hoe, man. Nice mug. Thank you, thank you. This is my mug. It's with Nintendo. This is a Nintendo, right? This is Nintendo, guys. The Nintendo logo. I love Nintendo. I have all the Nintendos. What? What? Hold on, what? So there's a live stream in a live stream? How is that possible? I wish they did more with the Resident Evil 3 remake. That bitch is loud. I wish I did more with the because it's one of my personal favorite Resident Evil games, especially because of the Nemesis. Nah, man, that's the KFC console logo. Yeah, it is. Nah, that's the Xbox mug, mate. Mario logo is on it. Yeah, it is. This is the Nintendo logo. Stop messing with me, guys. This is a Nintendo logo. Nintendo has the X's and the O's and the triangle. How fucking with me, man. Fucking Nintendo, man. It's such a mess by smoking. I don't usually smoke in my room, but when I'm live, I do that. Okay, for the sake of the presentation, I'll stop the. Oh. Oh. So. Oh yeah, logo, man. Hell, no, man, that's Bobbish Murders. No, 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 no. Which rapper did the console thing that was pretty much stolen from a cheap manufacturer and sold as its own console? Which rapper did that? There was a rapper that did that.
Just the feeling of like
Got to go to work. See you later. Okay, Damon. Thank you for making it to the stream. Have a nice day at work, and I hope somebody will be nice with you, if not all of them. Thank you for watching the stream.
Across any of the games. Whatever gun allows me to feel the most like John Wick, I am there.
John Wick, wow.
I was with like this big combat with vehicles going all over the place.
Halo means something different for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
Soulja Boy, yeah, that was Soulja Boy. You guys are right. Soulja Boy, that such a scam.
What is
bad for
Halo multiplayer? And for me, it boils down to this tight arena style combat and big team battle, this wide open vehicle infused kind of combat. We're taking that awesome legacy or classic Halo combat experience and modernizing it in ways that'll feel fresh to old players and really exciting to new
the game
players.
called?
We're
This
gonna
is
give you great ways
Halo
to customize your Spartan, really make your super soldier your own. And we're
Hey,
kicking off
25
a
people
journey
watching.
and
Shout out to you
experience
guys.
that
If
evolve
somebody is
month to
new to
month,
the channel,
season
drop
to
a
season,
subscription if
year
you
after
want.
year.
We're also doing the giveaways on this stream, so a donation bigger than, let's say 5, not 7. Donation bigger than €5. I'll leave a game this stream, a key on Steam of the game you want to get. Alright? Usually I give away Saints Row games, but if you guys want another game from that budget, we can do that, no problem.
Notice it where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go
Gonna
next.
finish my coffee, you know, so I don't care about Halo. I'm gonna go grab something to eat, I guess a banana or something, and I eat very healthy. And I'll get some pop cola.
Earning everything on the map,
I'll be
earning
back.
everything, every kill you get.
Going back to like what is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great. Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts, So everybody's on equal footing when they come off the rip. And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging. It's about finding new toys and kind of developing your playstyle as you run through the match.
What makes Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the sandbox. Like, the sandbox is Halo.
When we set out to look at Halo Infinite from a high level and the direction of what it is, there's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet.
Equipment is back, but equipment is kind of has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask questions to ourselves of if you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills. Would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to backcap a stronghold? We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature of, this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield and the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory.
Got a banana.
If you haven't used it,
a banana. Okay, let's read the comments. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite actually looks fun. Yeah, it kind of looks. No offense, but you need to go to workout or something. Because of the pill that I'm taking, I can't lose weight. Being fat ain't healthy. Yeah, but I eat bananas and kind of shit. I can't because of the pills that I take. Is there a possibility that the new GTA game teaser or trailer can come out tonight? I don't know, it's possible. But yeah,
the other thing we add to that is like this doomsday mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much you've got a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, and you got to choose what you want to do with the last minutes of this vehicle.
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
The back has this like multi-storage compartment that you can put a lot of stuff.
No, take two already confirmed, no titles gonna be announced.
Power weapons,
like GTA sure better shock for.
Objectives.
That the show will focus on include.
Really making the Razorback kick a lot of butt.
Not kidding.
Campaign.
Good to know.
The levels.
Professor Genki, what you say was just uncalled for. Yeah, he kind of roasted me. I don't give a shit.
That iconic fantasy for players as they're entering.
Like, I'm not a beast. I'm just fat.
What type of experience are they hoping to have?
And the thing is, it wasn't because it didn't work out. Because I was in something so close to a coma. I basically lost everything, went to a deep sleep. I don't know how to explain to you guys in English. But I got fat without my intent. It was because of the pills and the thing that they were feeding me. Because if you guys know me from 2017, you know that I wasn't fat, I was fit. I was close to slim and fit. And something bad happened to me that I'll make a video about, I think so. And now I'm fat and I can't lose weight. I went to a gym. I have 2 years of going to the gym. And yeah, I don't want to make you guys sad or anything, so I'll just stop talking about it. Let's just say, oh my god. Oh my god.
Like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
Aron ain't fat, man. He's just thick, boy. Thanks, Veer. Thank you. Thank you.
The announcer is.
I said that because I want him to be healthy, not trying to make
game modes just like
it's okay.
The way it was before.
Okay.
Personal AI is really a reflection and information for the player.
Personal AI designation button.
So if a player grabs the flag, your
I'm just gonna
AI is gonna
put you on the story of that Aron and Fat Man.
And give you some
just
like,
a thick boy.
Updates.
So funny.
What if we can let players choose their own AI, and each one of those are different voices, so that players can find the one that fits their personality and their.
Aron and Fat.
They add the sense of like me as a Spartan being more important, and for us in multiplayer it is really about becoming a Spartan. Your Spartan, you are you.
Aron and Fat Man, just a thick boy. Let's go. What the fuck
ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for
Aron and Fat Man.
That includes
just a thick boy.
Armor coatings, armor emblems, various armor effects, down to the individual armor pieces. So your shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization.
Just the thick boy. Just put you on my Instagram, man. What's the scenes copy called again? Codename Vault. That was the name. Codename Vault.
As well as the Halo Waypoint app.
The player also customizes the Spartan, the soldier inside the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type and their voice, as well as choose prosthetics for the first time.
Coatings offer us a unique opportunity to craft some
just a big
looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've never been able to before. We're coming at this from a player-first mentality.
Come on,
so
let me throw these. I won't get up. I'll throw it into the bin.
There's no loot boxes. It's very important
Fuck,
to us
I failed.
that everyone understands exactly how they unlock customization content, and we have a variety of places where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire. In future seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put your progression towards.
All of these rewards are single source, so you're never going to be confused about where things come from. If you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it.
Okay, I have. Do I have?
A lot of our stuff is unlocked through
playing
the game and only through
I have some comments I need to show because it's kind of offensive.
Every season will have its own theme and introduce.
Okay, we got 14 likes and no dislikes, which is great. Let me read the comments. Aaron, okay, still talk, them pills and medicine fuck you up, and that's facts. Yeah, that's true. And you're trying to roast the homie AP, but he out there eating bananas, some healthy shit. It do be facts though, man. I really eat healthy.
Always bring players in, right?
I don't go to the fast foods. I don't fuck with the fast foods.
They'll just dip their toes in if they.
Those in Romania, in my city at least, there ain't no McDonald's, there ain't no KFC, there ain't shit like that because it's a city.
Everybody gets to play.
That's free to play Hellbound multiplayer though. 15 likes now. Hell yeah, man. Nice. I just already smoked like 10 minutes ago. I shouldn't.
At the same time, is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of.
I don't want to get cancer that fast.
Do things like make crossplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some music.
Even just customs, being able to just play with your friends. Like some people have PCs and some
people
don't
care about Halo.
Like, let them talk to each other. Let them be friends.
Academy is a place that you can go within MP to.
Yo, Aron, thank you for staying in the Sensor community and still you're switching to the GTA community for the subs. Yeah, man, I don't fuck with the GTA community. Sucks as fuck. Not that the Sensor community is so great, but man, the GTA community is so fucking full of clickbait and toxicity. It's crazy.
Also, training mode that you can use to just get warm, explore the games you want to.
For players who are new to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about. Some of these characters.
And the thing is, I love GTA more. Not really more, but I really love the GTA series, man. I love every game that Rockstar has put out. They're in my favorite publishers. They're my favorite developers. I love each game that they put out, man. Almost each game. I haven't played all of them. I haven't played that State of Emergency game or Table Tennis. I haven't played those games. But overall, man, Minor Club, GTA, Bully, Max Payne. Fucking yeah, Max Payne, the old school ones. They're fucking masterpieces. I think McDonald's not being there is a good thing, to be honest. Yeah, they haven't been good in like 10 years. Anyone with a brain that's not thirsty for a Travis Scott burger will tell you that, lol. Alright. Bro, Halo Infinite looks so good. Yeah, I fuck with them, man. I really like how it turns out to be. The GTA community has almost been toxic and clickbaity. Yeah, man, you just made me remember those guys who make... What happens if you kill Big Smoke at the start of GTA San Andreas? Man, fuck those guys. They're so fucking toxic. They destroy the community. Yeah, the GTA community was not like this before GTA 5 came out. You're right, you're fucking right, man. GTA community was amazing. GTA series videos, the best content creators for GTA, man. They're dope as fuck. The best channel for GTA content. Not clickbaity, just straight to the facts. Amazing videos, very well edited, very well explained, and top notch. Top notch, man. But KFC sandwiches are delicious. Man, do you want to know what's delicious? Salads. Salads are fucking amazing, man. They are healthy. They make you feel full. And they taste like actual food. They taste like actual food. It's man, I eat salads like at least 3 times a week. I just fucking love eating salads. Bully is goated. We were robbed of Bully. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, Epic Campaign, free to play. Oh, Halo Infinite is free to play as a multiplayer. Holiday 2020, man. If it is on Windows 10, fuck yeah, man. That's what I'm about. That's because they're running out of content to make, so they stick on kickback. Yeah. Just like your boy Aron, lol. Hold on, where are my glasses? My sunglasses that reflect my persona on YouTube. Where did I put them? Yeah, I think it's back of the waist. The community was tight as hell, especially back in GTA 4. Yeah, man. Because we got our first taste of more official multiplayer offsite of mods. Right. Xbox Game Pass. Okay, they shoved this before. Man, I fuck with this, man. Great life. Okay, let me check these. I should give you links to my Rock Never. Who is that? Shout out to the person who just followed me. Virpal. Oh, it's you, Virpal. Thank you for the follow on Instagram. Let me promote my social. Alright. You remember the old San Andreas multiplayer time videos? Oh fuck yeah, man. I made videos like that. Follow me on IG at odd or at IT. Also, there's a giveaway on Twitter. You can win a Saints Row game of by following and retweeting a post. Let me give you guys a link. A link to that giveaway. I forgot to promote this giveaway. Fuck. I forgot to promote that I'm giving away games from my own money. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me give the link. There we go. Giveaway. Alright. I did my job. Okay, nobody wants to live, I guess. Or okay, bro, it's amazing how there's still 70k people playing San Andreas multiplayer and MTA. Fuck yeah, man. People see a lot of people from Romania play it and play hardcore, man. Okay, you should make a Fernando parody video, but with a fake Saints Row 5. Saints Row. Oh man, that's fucking amazing. I'm gonna do it. Holy fucking shit. Yo, let me take a picture of that. And I'll fucking make a video like that, man. I'll fucking make a video like that. That's such an epic idea. How come I haven't thought of that? How come I haven't thought of that, man? That's the best idea somebody ever told me in terms of content on YouTube. You're a lord, man. Paranoid Pets Bug, you're a fucking lord. Jesus fucking Christ, that's the best idea I could ever see. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll fucking do it. There's a lot of people I see playing 4 multiplayer as well. I will go back to it as well. Sadly GTA 4 doesn't have multiplayer on PC, so I couldn't play. Fuck me, right? That's a genius idea. Hell yeah, he's a fucking amazing guy, man. Holy fucking. Oh, again, this one. Just rethrowing content. Okay, E3 Day 3. Oh shit! Oh shit! 10 more minutes, people! 10 more minutes. Holy fuck. A nice beat. Okay, when there's been 1 hour since I was live, I'm gonna smoke a cig. Can't wait for what happens if you kill Get in Singer 1 instead of 10, yeah. Mark Mr. Buzz. Also, a top-notch idea. I have a video with Johnny getting Singer 2 that it's in progress with another big and OG Singer YouTuber that I hope we can make together. I need his help for that, so let's hope it will be possible to do it with that guy. I won't spoil which guy it is, we're still in the speaking process, but it's gonna be a dope video, man. Fucking dope video. God. Alright, chat. Shout out to you guys for watching, man. 20 people watching me just watching a live stream. I should make a Scenes or 5 wishlist, talk about them adding fully. Oh, I did videos on wishlist for Saints Row, but they're overdone. Okay, Wolfgang says Rockstar Games Player Take-Two Interactive is confirmed to be making appearance at E3, but won't expect about even away us. Yeah, I've seen that article. Well, since it actually works on PC well if you install GNML ROM mod. Honestly, it works well. It worked better on my old PC. I could have pushed there like 60 FPS, no cap, with mods on it. But on an RTX 2016 and i7 8060K, 600K, it doesn't run better than the previous PC. I don't get it why. Just poorly optimized. So anyway, guys, 24 people are gonna watch me smoke a cig while watching E3, baby. It's gonna happen. This is Johnny Gets 8-inch cock. Johnny Gets cock confirmed. Johnny Gets 8-inch cock confirmed, guys. I'm gonna smoke it, no homo. No homo. New Minor Club. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hell yeah, man. If they're gonna reveal a new Minor Club, I'll be stoked as fuck, man. Okay, new Minor Club, a wish list. I'm really hoping for a Bully 2. Everybody hopes for a Bully 2. Yeah, that sucks. And imagine how awesome community servers will be for some. Hell yeah, man. I'll charge my lighter. Yeah, charge my lighter. But I ain't that fat. I really am not. Guys. Guys, I'm fat. But I ain't that fat. Anyway. Well, yeah, also with Gender of the Role mod, I wish it really worked as a base, because I got a friend that's gonna play and not a test as the rest of us. He's probably confused. Okay. Barry, don't hold your bet, or won't there be infantry? It's prep talk about society or something. I don't get it. Homie, I want On the Nightmare 2. Yeah, that could work. What did you think of yesterday's E3? I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any E3 of this year. It's the first one I'm watching. Le Mao? Le Mao? Le Mao? That's LMAO. Le Mao? Le Mao? It's LMAO. Laughing my ass off. Blood meets Sec Wolf and just subscribe. Holy shit, man. I thought it was a donation. I was so scared for a bit. Thank you for subscribing, man. You're amazing. Second subscription so far, so we're doing great, guys. Alright. Already told you he's a thick boy. Leave Aron alone. I'm a thick boy, baby. I'm a thick boy. A thick boy. I'm a thick boy. I am fat. Thick.
Disconnects, but other than that, really, the console's been pretty much working as designed. It is quiet, it is cool, it is powerful. There haven't been any major OS issues, crashes, any other real problems of note that I've seen out in the community. Basically, I would say it's been pretty smooth sailing on the Xbox side. outside of the very obvious and very
Is it LMAO or LMAO? It's LMAO. LMAO. Anyway, I really to be honest, you really didn't miss much. Yeah, okay, so it was garbage at this point. Bad because it's digital. Let's see how many people are watching it. 31,000 people are watching it. So just let that sink. And it's free, that's why so many people are watching. Maybe a bad boy. Should I? Let's add. Okay, so just shit a ton of indies and some teasers with like no gameplay. Okay, Dad. Let me chat something. Reacting. Join if you. The first time I'm promo live. I want to see. Okay, 4 more minutes. Can't wait to see GTA 5 for the 3rd console generation in a row. Yeah, man, I'm so fucking mad because when GTA 5 first launched, I was in 8th grade. Now I'll be at university and we still play GTA 5. Like, fuck off, man. I want another game besides Red Dead Redemption. E3 scheduled Take-Two Drive is set to host a panel, but this panel won't involve all the publishers' upcoming games. Instead, the entire panel diversity, equality, and inclusion. Okay. Wait, are you serious? About what? About what am I serious? What do you mean, Wolfgang? Wolfgang is serious. I forgot what I just said, guys. Yo, same, Aaron. Oh yeah, the one about GTA 5 and the grade I was in when it was launched. Yeah, I'm fucking serious. I am fucking serious. I was in 8th grade when that game launched. I'm 21 years old, and we still haven't got a new GTA game. Like, come on, man. Fuck. I'm dead serious. Two more minutes in about 15 seconds. I mean about Take-Two panel. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. They have to show. 2 more minutes. I wonder how many people watch. Pirate, unfortunately. Yep. Yo, same. Yeah. You're all on the same boat. I forgot to promote this one. Sure. There we go. Back to the chat, guys. Are you drinking French press coffee? I don't know what French press coffee is, man. Yo, got GTA 5 in 8th grade too? Same, what the fuck. But we watched those games in the gap between GTA 5 and the new GTA game, yeah. Maybe we'll get forward watch those games in that gap. The rumors about GTA 5 are being on the Red Dead Redemption of Rage. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I read that too. But that's probably not gonna happen. Man, I don't know, man. I wish it would happen. Okay, we're less than a minute away before this. Oh, hell yeah.
Fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
What the fuck?
Not all stories
Yo, what game is this? What the fuck? Oh, Fable. Okay, I haven't played. I feel like it's time they just released a new IP. Take-Two has some really awesome IPs. Yep. Watch us get Watch Dogs 4 in Miami before we get GTA 5 in GTA 6 in Vice City. Man, that's a possibility. Let's just not watch this. Let's hope we get something in the meanwhile. Let's just hope for something, I guess. Alright, baby. It's starting, guys. It's starting. Hold on. Have the music. And Nintendo. Okay. Well, we would have gotten that with Agent, but it never came. Said Agent Towers. Back for Blood. Okay. Oh shit. Man, those guys are so cool. Capcom. Gearbox. What? That's real life, man. That ain't graphics, man. That's fucking real life. Razer. Fuck with Razer, man. Entertainment, yeah, patient. Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't know. You guys are. Somewhere said Reddit. I really don't fuck with Reddit, but okay.
Hey everybody!
Hello, I'm live at E3, baby.
Los Angeles, California. We are so thrilled that you are joining us. We have
I don't know, I don't get the trend of infinite sequels and reboots, all the iconic stuff that's milked to death. Yeah. Well, GTA does it differently with new characters and a new era. Yeah, like GTA Vice City and GTA Vice City stories. You're right.
Yeah, we were
okay, 30 people watching. Shout out to you guys. If you're new, consider subscribing.
If the camera could just get my legs,
I think you're working it.
I think I'm nailing it. You know, there you go, right there.
There we
See,
go.
look at that. Look at the cross.
At the foot pose.
Crap. Okay, never mind. Realize I got 2 left feet. Even though I'm Puerto Rican, not all of us are good at salsa dancing.
I can't. I do need to ask you though. Have you recovered from yesterday's announcements? You little Halo head, you.
It's been a great day. Actually, we just had a multiplayer showcase for Halo as well.
You're on your phone
so
like this.
I'm like glued to my phone before the start of the show. It looks
all
great.
right.
I can't wait. But man, there were so many great games yesterday. It's like we were running.
Yo, somebody in the chat said it was the worst.
Square Enix,
it was boring. Shut up, man. It was the worst. People in the comments say so. People in the chat say.
I'm kidding.
This is the day. This is E3, man. Not yesterday.
I ain't gonna lie though. Redfall, vampires and violence all the way.
All the way. I'm okay with it.
Yes. Anyways, we hope that you're enjoying this virtual format of
Oh,
E3
me almost fell.
2021. We are presenting you with all the insight and live reveals from the comforts of your own home. We've gone global, folks. This year we are bringing the announcements to you, no matter where you might be. From LA to China, we are here to bring you every last word from your favorite developers and tell you exactly what that means going forward. Such an amazing experience for all those watching at home.
Man, I really don't believe they show Ubisoft from Romania. So
East.
Yes,
it's a gamer, bro. Hell yeah, I've seen Romania. So fuck yeah. GameStar. Okay. Gearbox had the worst presentation. I guess so. Koch did. Koch was E3. Was it E3? Was Koch at E3?
And you're always gonna get.
Yesterday was alright. There were some decent announcements. Xbox had the best presentation.
That is as global as E3. That is exactly what you want.
Take-Two Interactive at 10. Okay.
At 9 a.m. we're going to be kicking things off with Verizon. Then at 9:45,
okay, so
a blast from the past.
Gonna see
television is going
45 minutes. No. 55 minutes of Take-Two.
At 11:10, one that I'm specifically excited for is Mythical Games. We'll see what they're bringing to the table. Then at 12, we'll have the Indie Spotlight. Who doesn't like talking about more independent
we're gonna watch.
Then at 12,
we're gonna watch the last one. We're gonna watch Take-Two.
We'll see what they're
I don't know.
Oh,
we should watch Capcom on Man. By that hour, I'm gonna be asleep. Honestly.
2:30, Capcom. Capcom. Everyone's
Let me
looking
sleep
forward
when
to that one.
when Capcom will show their stuff. Razer, I watch Razer. I'm a Razer fan.
It's Razer. So
That's
I'm
probably the
looking
best. Microsoft was probably the best. Okay, okay,
There's
guys.
a lot of good stuff on the docket today, Jeff.
Glad to hear you enjoyed
Razer girl too.
E3
I got the
so far.
Kraken ears and the
How was
chair.
PlayStation? Was PlayStation there? I honestly don't know, guys.
Anyway, I know you're excited for Razer. You're talking about mythical games a little bit. But what else?
Okay, Microsoft and Square Enix had the best, which is among the best every year. Yeah. So it's not surprising that they're one of the best again.
You know, like I said, it's always nice to see things that are going to come back, you know,
Of course, those hold on. You commented, Wolfgang.
It's like a way for us as
for
we
this
get
looking
older
particular, I'm going
to
to
get a newer
sorry guys.
generation
Oh,
to
about what you
appreciate
said.
a lot of those old
I just
school
want Bully
games
to enter
that
Massive
we all
San Andreas
grew
by
up
CT and
playing,
E3
right? So
at
that is
E3
gonna be a really fun
and
one.
3. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm really
GTA
stoked
6.
for
Oh,
mythical
so
games. I think that's gonna
so
be a
that's
fun
about what you
You've
guys
been talking
expect.
about
Let me
it
read
all
it
morning. I
more.
do think all eyes are on Capcom.
Let's see.
Resident Evil 25th
Okay, 136
anniversary.
people
Maybe a new
voted,
title,
and
definitely some
35
reveals.
of them,
I think a lot
35%
of
said that the
Monster
clone
Hunter
reveal
and
would be
Street Fighter
there,
fans are gonna
or
be
at least
closely
they're
watching
wishing
as
to
well.
expect it.
I'm wearing my Chun-Li
New
blue,
Rockstar game video games got a 10%, and GTA 5, of course, released,
but
got
there's so much on the schedule
56.
today. But
So
also just
yeah,
want to give
I
you all a
fuck
quick
with your
reminder.
those
If you're
results.
looking for some sweet limited edition E3 merch, do you see how good this looks, folks? Do a little spin.
I did the wrong
please.
side. I did the wrong side.
Okay, you got
Do a little spin.
practice poses earlier. There we go. Okay. Okay.
Toma. I'm telling you, right here.
Vogue. I love it.
This jacket actually, full stop.
Whoops, sorry guys, I hit the microphone. Sorry.
I oftentimes don't
Sorry.
wear merch for the event that I'm working.
No,
This time
Donnie
around,
isn't
I was
happening
like, this
this
jacket
year.
actually is
Oh,
quite nice,
okay.
and this bomber is very, very
They only
comfortable.
show
And
Series of Fire,
it's
we've got
the
all
E3
the
logo
attention.
right
You're
here.
right.
Got a little pocket here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
got
gonna
both
lie
sides
though, I
full
think
on,
that it's gonna
baby.
take
You know,
another
yeah,
win
I
this
can
year.
anything. So yeah,
Man.
do that, and then I'll probably end up stealing a dad hat at some point in time with Greg.
I know. Greg
Let
was
me
working
flex
the
a
dad
bit.
hat
It really was.
yesterday.
It really
He's
was.
also
Let me
working the
flex a
bomber
bit.
jackets as well. But
He has been.
speaking about Greg Miller, let's send things over
Guys.
to the third member of our Titan trio, Greg Miller. He is surrounded by our lovely media
You know what
partners.
this is?
How y'all feeling?
PSP,
We're through
guys.
2 days of E3 now. Can you believe it? Hi.
We are feeling quite well, Jackie. Come on now. Third day of E3. I mean, what, David?
Man,
you
I
don't
do
feel
have a
well?
lot
You're
of
not
games on my
feeling
PS.
quite
Just
well.
want to flex that I'm an old school
There's quite well.
gamer.
That's the
I play on
third day
old
of E3.
consoles.
Of course, we have
So,
Damon Hatfield from
yeah, I hope I got the
IGN.com.
flex
Michael
right.
Byam over here.
Howdy.
From the one, the only GameSpot. Howdy to yourself. You know what I mean? Dan Casey from
Okay.
Nerdist. How are you?
Yeah, and
Quite a
Intellivision
good
takes a
morning
win
to you
every
as well.
year.
I'm
They're
great. And then,
direct,
of
so
course,
they'll
if you wanna
probably
get it
be
here,
no different
the
this year.
chair.
When they
Avalo.
the new fighter.
G4 not
Smash,
here today.
hell yeah, man.
Unfortunately, bit in the eyes.
I remember
by
the
two
Nintendo
snakes last
64
night,
days,
but
those were the
I
best.
hear she will
And
make
the
a full
Wii.
recovery and she will be here
The Wii
tomorrow.
U, not really, in my opinion.
Venomous, not poisonous.
Exactly.
Yes, speed baby!
That's a
Yeah,
fun
boy,
joke,
I'm an old
'cause
school
know,
gamer.
venomous,
You know what's up?
Poisonous. Do you know the difference?
What? No. Tell me.
So venomous, of course, would be if
Okay,
I
I should
bit
talk
you,
Okay.
and then I had venom in my veins, then I'm venomous. But if you licked me, I'm poisonous.
Oh, okay.
And that's what got you sick. That what kills you?
I'm telling Jen.
Roll the dice. You know what I mean? Find out what
There we go.
That's for you to lick me like a tough. Ladies and gentlemen, or I guess just gentlemen today.
Yeah.
What are we excited for, Damon? When you think of this day 3, what are you excited for?
There's a couple things I'm looking forward to today. In all honesty, I'm very curious about Intellivision.
Yeah.
I'm a retro gamer.
Cool.
Intellivision is a name that I grew
Also,
up with, although
yeah,
I
I
never owned one
can't wait
myself,
for
so I
Chore
think it's very
Simulator 2 by
cool.
Nintendo.
There's this very retro
Chore
gaming
Simulator
brand getting
2.
its own showcase within
Okay.
E3.
Yeah.
They want to be a family-friendly console where all the games are easy to pick up and play. They have their own controller that's very simple to use, apparently. So I'm curious to see if what they've got and if there's room in the market for yet another successful console. And then, of course, Capcom.
Of
Coming
course.
up later today.
Come on.
NPD just announced this morning that Resident Evil Village, best-selling game of May, second best-selling game of the year so far after Black Ops Cold War, which makes it the best-selling game that was released this year. So Capcom has another hit on its hands, and I'd love to see some more content for that.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we need to know what you think. As you see, there's a poll going right now. Capcom is running away with what are you most excited for with 60% of the vote, but the Indie Showcase right behind that. Of course, no matter where you are watching, you can spam the chat, find out, vote in those polls, and use the hashtag E32021 to be on the little ticker below. But Michael, what are you excited for today?
I am with the audience and with Damon and saying Capcom because I love Japanese games. That's kind of what I've gravitated towards throughout my career at GameSpot is covering Japanese games, and Capcom
what
I think
happened
is
if
going
I'll
to be
be-
surprising.
Yeah.
Maybe
The chat.
I know, like Jackie
In
said,
E3
Resident
by
Evil
just saying
25
rise up,
anniversary
gamers.
and Resident Evil Village is poppin'.
experience. So, and there's probably going to be some extra content. I would like to see VR support for Resident Evil Village. That would be wild. But I think the thing I'm actually most excited for, and I think Dan is going to feel me on this one, is the Great Ace Attorney.
Oh, yes.
Objection. The Great Ace Attorney has been out in Japan for a long time, and it's coming westward this year for Switch, PS4, and PC. It's a kind of a period piece with a character named...
Okay, hold on. We need,
hey,
G4 representation here. I'm tired of this.
I choose to them in Animal Crossing. Even playing dominoes for disabled business is more fun than playing that trash can. Man, I heard Animal Crossing was a great game.
Did you not see it? G4's back, everybody. We ain't going nowhere this time until we run out of money next time. Let's go.
Wow. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Here's my question about Capcom, actually, though, and this is for the panel, obviously. But Capcom.
How come they're not saying anything about Take-Two, man? How come?
Of course, a friend of ours, Golden Boy, doing the presentation. They came out and listed their games, right? So they're talking about, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Monster Hunter Rise, Resident Evil Village. Is this one of the ones where we trust that? Do we think there's one more thing? Like, obviously, there's been other stuff announced, right?
It's not for everyone, to be honest.
The multiplayer game is set for the summer. You'd expect to see something, but they didn't list it. RE4 VR, right, got announced, but are we going to see something here? Should they have gone out of their way to say it? Dan, should we dream or do we not dream about Capcom?
Short simulator.
Every night I
no,
dream
man,
of them
this game was a
announcing new
great
rival
game.
schools, but it is still yet to happen.
No, game. Dude, hey, what's up, RG600 OG? What's up, man? Watching E3, that's what's up.
That day, but if it's
Yeah,
not,
with you
I'm
guys.
so excited. Some cool stuff on there. I mean, I'm getting a new Ace
What's the
Attorney
live
game.
doing,
And
though?
the other stuff sounds pretty cool, but I don't know. I'm just I've
18
been hurt
lights, that's
before.
great.
Every time they don't announce rival schools, a little part of me
Another
dies
comment
like
that
a
they should read,
Horcrux, but
what you got?
in the meantime, I will hold out that hope and just be excited
Okay.
about everything else coming that way.
Where's the comment? Yeah, yo, that's dopest area they're chilling, man. I want to be sit there. That Tetris looking ass area. Hell yeah. That looks dope. I really hope Caesar community doesn't get flooded with Mr. Bus.
A fair amount, but yeah.
I
mean,
bet
as
that's
far as
gonna
the day
happen.
goes,
I
mentioned
honestly
this
bet
briefly.
that.
I am looking forward to Mythical.
I'm good today, bro. Glad to hear it,
because
RJ.
They have a very unique style of game that they do. It's focused on blockchain technology, right? Everyone's talking about the blockchain right now. But it is cool. I think like providing actual value to items in game, through the blockchain system is a pretty neat and interesting take. I would like to see it applied to CCGs, and I'm sure they're going to be talking about Blancos as well.
And I want
which is,
that
like, one of
ET
their
bomber
big
jacket this
games there.
Yeah, for me, obviously Capcom, that's the brand we know. But
You
then
just said don't take Capcom.
I'm getting away from it. Then there are the questions of the other things, right? Where it's like there's an indie games presentation. Yeah. And I don't know what's part
How
of
come
that.
they don't say shit about Take-Two, man? Those guys are the big boys.
So
And
now you know
Capcom
it's
too.
obvious that I'm excited for this.
Those guys
because I
gonna
want to
start
see
making
what
it.
they have up their sleeves, and I'm interested to see.
I bet he's gonna
with
do that.
So much
I
saturation
fucking
this
bet
week,
it.
Whether it be PC
Sadly.
Gamer, whether it be
I bet Mr. Bus is gonna do videos for Season 5
Future
too.
Gamer that we just did yesterday, right? Like
If I
how
will
much
sit in
more
multiple
space are
time
there
and
for
see
more
these,
indies to come out?
though, I won't be I
a
won't
few more indie
paranoid.
games that I've
Season
been
5
paying
always said
attention
the
to
smell
that I didn't
community,
see
which
at the
is
other
why I
showcases.
still
So,
alive.
shout out
Yep.
to them. Boyfriend
What
Dungeon,
happens
Kid
if you get
Fox,
naked in the
shouts
safe
out
up?
to y'all.
You
And
won't
She Dreams
believe what
Gospel,
happens.
my boy, Davion Good.
That sounds like
Hey,
another
I know
video I
it's
should
gonna be
pull
shout
out.
during E3, but I haven't seen those at other showcases. Those are games that I'm looking forward to that kind of feel like they're imminent for release, but that's up to them. But it would be dope to see those games on an E3 stage. That's what I want to see, but if I don't.
Also, where's Avali to talk about Boyfriend Dungeon?
Boyfriend, my God.
I can't do the Avali Boyfriend Dungeon thing justice, because I wouldn't even know where to go from there. What is that game even about?
You date your weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you want to date your sword or your
It's a crack for the win.
Or your polearm?
The ass crack for the win.
I've been dating my pole.
As I told you, man, there's still no games this year. It's gotta be about diversity and inclusivity. This is literally an announcement, an official statement.
This is what you get.
Okay, but I want to see what kind of diversity and inclusivity would be,
We're gonna take a quick break because we are just getting started.
And you're talking only about
Next, we're
Rockstar
gonna get
games,
a
not
preview
Take-Two
of
as a
what
whole.
to
As
expect
far as I
when
remember you
Capcom
typing it.
presents. But first, here are some of the best memories from past E3s as told to you by some of your favorite streamers and content creators.
Like me. Talking about me. Or it doesn't.
My biggest E3 memory that I remember being like, are you serious? Was Beatles Rock Band, because they had the Beatles there.
I remember when they showed the Final Fantasy VII with new
Have you watched
technology
Narcos? I haven't.
reimagined. Something about game devs and game executives going
Teve
boom
for the Vista
is
University
like a memorable
I would have got
experience.
I
announced.
think Deathloop is going to be
I don't
such
know,
a
man.
great game.
Oh, yo,
I am
people
so
leaving,
excited
man. What
about
the
it.
hell?
Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Little Nightmares 2, anything that is indie and that really catches our attention, absolutely love it.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, they showed Nessa, especially like Black Cosplay Twitter and stuff. Everyone was like, yo, oh my god.
She looks beautiful.
Like, I kid you not, literally that night, I started putting together a costume.
So a moment that really stuck out to me for E3 was in 2016, where I actually got to meet and interview Mr. Miyamoto. It was surreal, and I will never forget that moment.
Probably one of my favorite announcements that happened at E3 was for Fallout 4, and it was also one of the first times I actually got to work with Bethesda. Being able to work with my
that's the
favorite
reason we haven't got
video
GTs.
game series was just a dream come true. So that was a super hype E3 announcement for me.
They were talking about Forza Motorsport 6, and they literally lowered a Ford GT from the ceiling, and I lost my mind.
Microsoft brought out Usher. That was
What's the matter with
time.
people
That was
loving
when they were
Japanese
just
developers? They
random
don't even make amazing
celebrities.
games.
The E3 announcement that I got the
It's a
most excited
fact.
about was
That
winning
is a
the fucking
fact.
Smash Brothers
I give you
tournament
that.
and getting that dang medal. That was the best announcement that ever happened to me when they announced the winner, and it was me.
All right.
Welcome back to E3 Live from Los Angeles. Greg Miller here with my cast of gaming friends, of course.
An hour and a half, then we get into Take
Hello,
Two.
how are you?
I feel like I just spoke to you.
Well, you did because you crashed the other segment.
Nah, Japanese developers has given us some legendary. Besides Mario, I don't know what else you could talk about.
I'm so sorry about that.
I like
I'm excited, you know.
That's what people are tuning in for. They like the shenanigans.
G4's back for a few months.
Excusez-moi, I just farted.
Is this the advertising gimmick they're running with? Of like, hey, how long is it gonna last this time?
Yeah, man. Well, until Cops and Cheaters shows up, you know, I'm joking.
Joey Greco. Golden Boy, I want to talk about a developer we are all familiar with. That's Capcom. What do you want to see from them today during their E3 presentation?
All right, if we're keeping it a $1.50, okay?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Like we're keeping it real.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, there's nothing more real than $1.50.
Okay.
You know,
sure.
I know you know. He knows what I'm. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he knows.
I'm right there.
It would be so sick.
Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, Devil May Cry and Street Fighter. Jesus Christ, you're right. Dude, Live Understand created genius, man. Dude, we will have so many people trying to make games like it. I literally forgot about Devil May Cry and Street Fighter.
He's like, I want Lost Planet.
Hear me out, Greg. All right, because if you know, yesterday Square Enix was like, hey, we're Square Enix and we're gonna do this.
Mario has been milled for decades. I'll give you that, but they were childhood for me.
They dropped Strangers of Paradise.
Sure.
You know, which was a special surprise.
Sure.
So I would like it if Capcom did one more thing. You know, that would be cool. It's not necessary for them to do it because I think like the slate of games that they're going to talk about, like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I think that's fantastic.
Sure.
A lot of people are going to get hyped up about that.
Two different Ace Attorney games bundled as one, only released in Japan, now coming to America.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's going to be a fun release for a lot of people to just enjoy those games, and yeah, I think that's going to be pretty awesome. What about you?
Oh, we got 2D.
Oh, for me, like
okay.
I like that they called out Resident Evil. I like, hey,
yeah.
We are going to talk about Resident Evil Village. Of course, Damon just went over there. The success Resident Evil Village has had since its launch a month ago. So what does that mean today? Is it DLC? Is it story-based DLC? We haven't actually talked about Resident Evil Village, you and I. Have you beaten
It's another game.
So I have not
Tekken is okay, I guess.
All I've done is watch.
But it's not something spectacular, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, I've been in California for like a month, so
Mortal Kombat is the definition of fighting games when it comes to me.
Games at all.
Yeah.
That said, though, I have liked what I've seen besides the hand stuff. The hand stuff really doesn't do it for me.
I understand. They have a thing about hands over there. But the story goes places.
It does.
And ends in a very interesting place that we won't spoil here if you haven't gotten there. So my question becomes then, if it's DLC, is it continuing that saga? Are we getting a tease of what happens next? Like, where do we want to go with Resident Evil Village and double down on the success they found it?
Do you feel like we have a pathway, though, for Resident Evil Village?
Like, there's multiple pathways I think they could go with it, which makes it so exciting and interesting to see what they'd want to do.
But it's not only because of Mortal
what they want to talk about
today
for it. And then beyond that, I know like Monster Hunter Rise obviously is a game that has taken over Fanbyte's Imran Khan, obsessed with it, right? He's one of our friends. IGN, Zach Ryan, obsessed with it. I want to see what they have up their sleeve. They had done, their own event in May already where they talked about the 3.0 update. Now we're getting about to the 3.1 update. So what else are you going to put in there? What other monsters are going to do? And again,
I'm almost out of coffee, guys.
This is when you get to tease to the largest audience, hey, here's what's coming in the fall. Here's what's coming down the line. So it doesn't even have to be the more imminent 3.1 update. It could be anything.
Yeah, exactly. There's a great opportunity here for Monster Hunter, for Capcom, to just continue to establish the strength of the Monster Hunter brand. I went to Japan, and I remember going to a few of the, the toy stores and stuff like that to pick up some figurines. I mean, and just, it was everywhere. It was such a big deal. You could tell the culture around that, the game, even out here as well.
Alright.
And I'm glad it's really picked up steam out here because it is a fantastic franchise.
I said these two games
so yeah, I think
were
we're get some
relevant decades ago. Yes, so.
Yeah, I will put a pin in all that.
But I wasn't even born.
I'm so excited since World to see the success Western. As somebody who used to review the Monster Hunter games on PSP, to see it now be a huge phenomenon.
PSP. He said the PSP, man.
Maybe one day we will get the Monster Hunter restaurant I went to in Japan here stateside.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's insane.
That'd be cool. Like the Gundam Cafe.
Exactly.
Well, the drinks weren't that great, but
that's when you fall apart. Jackie, what do you want to see in an
Rockstar
American
Games said
Monster
they
Hunter
would do their own showcases, maybe not. Okay. And Final Fantasy is still relevant. They're still topping charts. That's cool. MK is miles better than Tekken and Street Fighter. Yep, it's not up for debate. I give you that.
Today with some trailer reveals. What types of indie games do you look
like the
forward
stories
to?
in Mortal Kombat are so engaging.
For me, I love when the music just hits and the animation. I just feel it in my core and my heart. It's so hard to pinpoint what it is. I just feel like
this dude really just compared MK and Tekken. That's a 2D fighter and a 3D fighter. Aren't both 3D? I guess it is, right? Tekken is 3D and Mortal Kombat as well.
Sometimes they're able to take bigger risks than a AAA game that's tens of millions of dollars in the making. It's usually a smaller team. Lots of pixel art. There's just so much great pixel art happening in the world of indie games today. I grew up on pixel art, of course.
I give him that. He's right. That dude is spitting facts. I love games that are seen in terms of graphics.
A cool look. They're doing fantastic things. It's a visual style that's gonna look good 100 years from today.
A perfect example.
Michael, what about you? Why are you excited?
A perfect example would be Super Hot. Such a freaking underrated game.
And I think that's
such an amazing game, man.
So I mentioned Street Dreams Elsewhere, which is an upcoming indie game from a good friend, Davion Gooden. But I think that's a microcosm of why I gravitate towards independent games. So you mentioned music, and you can do a lot more.
They both have some gameplay. That's not an excuse. Yep, GTA 5, GT6 will come out 2080, and my grandkids will be playing it, and you'll be that just like me. But I hope you're not right. I know you're joking. I know it. But still, 2080, goddamn, and there's gonna be a PlayStation 11 about that time.
I imagine that you would be the last. You got the last say in what your game says. So, of course, not every indie game is going to hit every person, but for those games that do hit certain people, I think they can be very impactful. Because I know games such as Undertale, which is probably, I guess, like the most successful indie game out there by Toby Fox, like that is literally one of my favorite games of all time, and many people would probably agree with me. But there's something very, very earnest.
There's only 2 Final Fantasy MMOs. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, you're beefing in the comments, guys. Chill. It's just the internet. It's nothing. Don't beef on the comments section.
I want to see something like that again, and I hope someone out there finds something they're interested in too during the
Rockstar Game Boss said that GTA 5 will release around 2023, 2024. Where have you read that? I haven't read that.
Just keep going.
Oh yeah, I remember an article saying it will be released somewhere between. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember him saying that.
Give it to me.
It'll be back in my day. We had GTA 5 on PS5.
I think it's what both Damon and Michael were saying, where you have so much raw creativity out there, but the indie game process democratizes the creative process because you have fewer corporate masters to answer to. You can really sort of focus in on your vision. I think about that sort of idea of a singular creator in some cases. Like
guys also spitting facts.
That was someone who just loved playing Harvest Moon so much that he's like, I need to make my own, and he did over the course of like 5 years, and it turned out great. But you get
don't
so
like
much other
RPGs.
stuff
They're not
out there
fun.
too,
I don't like
really
RPGs,
opens up
man.
genres
What is
that might
JRPGs?
get passed by by
Japanese
a larger
RPGs?
publisher, things like visual novels. You get a
Like
lot of
I
compelling
don't
narratives
like
there.
RPGs.
Some really strange
Yeah,
ones
that's a fact.
sometimes,
I don't like
Hot Boy
RPGs.
Friend, where you get to date
I
a
just
bird.
don't.
But that's also cool because that offers all these options to so many people
Could be
out there.
GTA or
There's so much
NBA
amazing
2K22.
content, especially through
Probably
platforms like
GTA.
Steam and Itch. There's so many amazing creators out there, and some of my favorite surprises from the show so far have come during the PC Gaming Show or the Future Game Showcase, because it's not the stuff that we knew was coming, it's the stuff that I'm going to add to my wish list right away because I want to play it down the line.
You know what I also find very interesting about indie games is basically what they have to do with PR and marketing. This is so random, but one of my friends just hit me up on LinkedIn and was like, hey, do you remember me from college? I made an indie game. It's called Extra Galactica. It's actually going to be appearing today in the Indie Game Show, and it's adorable. I love it. Great 80s retro music. You're going to absolutely adore it, Damon. And pixel art. So,
Oh, I fuck with that.
he was talking
80s.
to me about how they're
Oh,
trying to
hell
approach
yeah,
China
man.
in these
I want to
different
see it, but
regions. So
we're
it's
gonna
like,
end the live
how do they
after.
find their audience? I feel like that's such a challenge.
Even The Witcher. I don't like The Witcher, honestly. I have all of them on Steam. I played a total of 25 hours with all of them combined.
Every day.
And 20 hours were The Witcher 3. I don't like The Witcher.
Sure. Well, so much to get to today, but first we're going to take a quick break. When we return, Verizon will get things going with a major update. Stay tuned.
I would say GTA 5, Minecraft, those games.
Who is this?
Like, they're still around because it's super open world. I mean, Minecraft, you can build anything, break anything, which is really, really cool. GTA is just like, it's just like real life, but in a game, which is cool. And you can just go up and like punch people, and that's always fun. And you can't do that in real life, or I mean, I guess you can.
Wow, so funny.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2021 is powered by Duracell, the official battery sponsor of Summer of Gaming 2021.
Imagine if you said powered by Durex.
National Guard. Pursue multiple paths while you
Okay, guys, Marvel Spider-Man should have been shown at E3 next year. Maybe PlayStation will be next year, and they're gonna pop that game.
Everybody loves watching a speedrun of their favorite game, but what if you got a chance to peek into the mind of the developers behind those games as they watch their hard work get completely destroyed right in front of them?
What is happening right now?
That's exactly what happens on every episode of Devs React to Speedruns. We invite you to ride along with the developers as they watch, react, and enjoy some of the craziest gameplay by the most skilled speedrunners on the planet. Tune in every Saturday for a brand new episode.
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for?
For a reason.
We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news.
Okay.
Gameplay. Custom original content.
Okay.
The best user-generated videos and art.
The absolute swagger of a black team. That's why I'm not.
And a whole
That's
lot
why
more.
I'm not
Be part of
with
the conversation
IGN, man.
throughout the year. Follow IGN on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok,
Guys,
and
I'll do it if
Snapchat.
I'd do it if they would follow me back.
Not only
honestly.
is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment,
flex.
but we also have a team of some of the
Homie
world's
say
biggest
GT is
fans
like real life. Look at that. Lock this man up. You're right. That kid is so dumb.
Let's plays and live streams. IGN brings you all the coverage
Dude,
you need, no matter
damn
where
worthy
you are.
that. Take 2%
Whether you're on IGN.com,
we're gonna
the
be
IGN app,
on the show
YouTube,
games.
Facebook, or Snapchat,
I don't know,
we've
I still
always
fuck with
got you
Take-Two.
covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans
I
worldwide.
guess it's gonna be an amazing.
Hey you, are you looking for a new way to watch your favorite videos and shows from IGN? Well,
Nope.
check out IGN Watch.
I don't want to.
Welcome back to IGN. It's our new app that's all about video, because there really just aren't enough video apps these days.
I get to unbox this PlayStation 5.
Follow subjects you care about, play videos in the background, or send them to your TV via AirPlay or Chromecast. I gotta get one of those. Download it today from the App Store or Play Store, or both. We're not your boss. IGN Watch. Check it out.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2021 is presented by USAA Insurance.
I gotta go take a piece, guys. I'll be back short. Sorry, but a dude's got a piece, you know.
Welcome back to E3 live from Los Angeles, and team, we are just moments away from Verizon's presentation. Obviously, you know, with a mobile carrier, you think about mobile games.
Sure.
And, you know, how have you seen the mobile game scene change? Because I'm a big mobile gamer, and it has evolved exponentially over the last few years.
Dude. No, you want to say the last few years, I'd go even further than that. You know, Damon and I have been very clear that we're old. And so at IGN in like 2008, I remember Levi Buchanan walking around and be like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, mobile games are about to be massive. They're about to take over. It's so big in Japan right now. It's going to be that way here. And you jump to it now, and it is that, like, as somebody who never played mobile games, I have Apple Arcade. Right, I have the backbone controller to throw onto my phone, whether it is for a mobile game, whether it is to go play something through remote play. You're seeing games I'm already excited for, stuff like Cozy Grove, go from a mobile platform to PlayStation. And it's that idea of like, you start playing it on a console, you're like, this is a great game. Chicory right now. You start playing it on a console, and you're like, this is great. And then it's like, oh wait, I could have been playing this on my phone a long time ago.
I know, it's incredible how much mobile gaming has evolved. Mobile networks are so important as well, folks, and the wait is over. So let's go ahead and kick things over to our friends.
You think this is the last E3 this year, not next year? What? I don't get this one. Always been a fan of the 90s. It's definitely going to be back on its route. It depends on what Saints Row 5 is, though. Like, we all know it could be only goes to heaven, man. If they fuck up with something like that, I'll fucking kill myself. It's definitely going back to its roots. Trust me, they won't make it like go unless they want to go bankrupt. Yeah, that's true. It's got, but we never know what they might do, to be honest. Does a publisher pressure is an issue too? Yes. Just so they don't pressure them to make another 5 or get out of hell. Okay, which one is this? What game is this? Oh, it's not a game. A new world of gaming. A new console? A new console? What? Is this a new console?
Hello everyone, I'm Diego Scotti, CMO of Verizon, and it's great to be here. This is my
Definitely
first
not happening.
E3. So
It's Scotch
you
Media
might
most
be
important
wondering,
game, so
why
they
am
don't
I
mess
here
up.
and
Yep.
why Verizon is
We just
here
make some
at
dumb
the
decisions so
industry's
we
biggest
gotta
gaming
praise
conference.
Saints Row 1 and Saints
Well,
Row
let me tell
7.
you,
Yep.
this past year changed everything, including the world of gaming.
Nipples are hard,
The
man.
pandemic sparked a massive growth for the
They're
industry.
hard.
New players came in droves, and for many, gaming took on new meaning. It was a source of comfort, a creative outlet, and a means of connection. In fact, we estimate that 5 out of 6 people in the US have played a video game at some point in the past 6 months. That is amazing. And this growth has propelled the gaming industry towards massive new creative opportunities and cutting-edge ideas. Gamers know better than anyone that cutting-edge ideas demand new technologies that can keep up. And that's where Verizon comes in. Because here's the thing. In our increasingly fast-paced, interconnected world, we need technology that can transform every aspect of gaming. Technology that is not limited to a single console
Okay, definitely.
or
Okay,
platform.
or Saints Row
What
5
we
stuff.
need
I'm glad Saints Row
is a
5 returns
network.
back to its.
And
Don't know
that
that yet.
network is Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband. That is why we're here today, to tell you about Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband's high speed, low latency, massive capacity, and the power of mobile edge compute, or MEC, and how Verizon is powering a gaming revolution. We're going to talk about 3 gaming communities that will benefit the most. The first community is the developers who create the games. We'll see how developers can make the most graphic-rich multiplayer games ever created. And immersive gaming formats like virtual reality can come to life in whole new ways.
Saints Row
The
3's
second community
engine
is
is
the
okay, but I
esports
believe they're
teams
working on it.
who play them. We will
They
look
had
at how
such a lot of
players can download
long
games
time
in
to
seconds.
work on this game.
And data-intensive
Could be next
multiplayer
gen.
games
Oh.
typically reserved
Good.
for consoles can now be played on mobile. And third is the community of fans who engage with them.
What the
Fans can
fuck?
stream games on the go
What
with no
the
additional
fuck?
downloads or consoles needed.
What the f?
So in all these 3
What?
areas,
How come I have
Verizon 5G
138
Ultra Wideband
likes?
is the innovation that makes
What
other
has happened,
innovations
guys? In a matter of seconds,
Let's take a look.
I went and took a piece And now I have 138 likes on my live. Is this real? Am I dreaming? Like the maximum amount of likes I got on a live were about 50 or 60. Yes, I have 138 likes. How is this? 130. Hey yo, everybody, thank you. Thank you for the likes. You guys are amazing. Okay, Gonzo can join the live. When so many people left likes? How? Did somebody storm my live or something? What happened? What happened, guys?
Wow, the 5G gaming
What happened?
revolution is on. 5G
Hey, you're a
ultra
likable
wideband
guy.
and mobile
Thank
edge
you.
compute
You're an amazing
are
chat
literally
person.
game changers for this industry. And to prove it,
How-
we'll hear from
When
friends and
have I
partners
got so
here
many
with us
likes?
today.
What? When? How?
Dignitas, EA, Team
I'm
Liquid,
fucking
and
amazed,
Riot
man. How I
Games.
got so
It's
many
an
likes?
Amazing group. All the games, all the programs, the
Let me flex on.
hardware
Holy shit, man.
being announced
Let me
here at
flex on
E3,
Instagram.
all of them require a powerful network. And Verizon 5G
How?
will take all
How
of
the
them to the next level. We're talking about
How the fuck I
capabilities
got
that include
140
speeds
likes
that
on
can
this
reach
live?
up
What
to
the
4
fuck is going on,
gigabits per
people?
second. Latency measured in milliseconds. The potential to support more connected devices than ever before. And smaller handsets with extended battery life. It's simply incredible. I'm so excited.
And I'm
To bring this
how
to life,
141.
let's see how
The fuck you
5G
get?
will
Yeah, that's
change
my question as
everything.
well. How I got so many likes? What the fuck happened? There's only hold on. There's only 20 people currently live on this live. When did I got those likes? It was literally about 25 likes. I took a piece, I checked the live, and I got 100. When? What happened? How? How the fuck? How the fuck I got so many likes? Who stormed this live, man? Who? 150? How, man? How the fuck? What the fuck is going on? How? If I'm gonna get the donation, I'm gonna suck my dick on live, guys. How the fuck I got so many likes? What, 157? No, it's 141. Hold on, let me refresh. $141 now. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Okay, is this... Oh, okay. Cyberpunk in real life? Yo, that's Cyberpunk in real life. Holy shit. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, they... Hey, yo, hold on. Hey, yo, they turned Cyberpunk 2077 into a real thing. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, we're gonna do that? Yeah, I'm gonna... I don't even know what I said I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna suck my dick on if I receive a donation. Nah, I'm messing up. I won't suck my dick on live. That's impossible. I have a small PP. But you get the idea. I'm so fucking hyped. Somebody clip that. No, don't do that. But man, holy, I feel so great, man. I never got more than 60 likes on a live. You don't know how great I'm feeling. This is better than a donation. Way better than a donation. Like, people actually appreciate my live. I'm not gonna delete this live. It's gonna be public. Holy shit, man. I can't believe it.
Away, Nikki.
Thank you so much, Diego. To get an even better understanding of how Verizon 5G is making permanent transformations within gaming, I want to tell you about something called Mobile Edge Compute, or MEC.
I don't care about
It's a technology
mobile.
that's having a huge impact on those game developers that Diego mentioned. MEC involves putting compute power that would have otherwise been in the cloud or on the device itself
Cyberpunk?
into the edge of
No,
the
it's
network, where
5G.
those capabilities are most
Verizon.
needed for low
It's
latency performance.
Cyberpunk after a
In
week in
2020,
Romania.
Verizon became the first company in the world to launch MEC. We did that with Amazon Web Services Wavelength. So far, we've deployed MEC in this fashion with AWS in 10 major metropolitan areas across the United States. We've also announced a private MEC solution teaming with Microsoft Azure. In addition,
Okay,
we
one more
announced
hour and we're
5G
gonna
and
watch
MEC
Take Two.
co-innovation collaborations with IBM, Cisco, SAP, and Deloitte. So in short, Verizon is where the tech superstars go when they want MEC done right. So, what does all this mean for developers? A lot, as it turns out. For starters, with MEC and 5G ultra-wideband,
It looks like she doesn't
processing
even
can
know what a
happen
video
closer
game
to the
is.
user, reducing the time required to upload or
To be
download a
facts
massive
though,
file or
she
crunch a
legit
huge
looks like that.
database. So, say goodbye to the days of high-def games bogging down the network. Not only that, truly immersive gaming in formats like virtual reality can be enabled. And that reduces the lag and the jitter in the
Why only smoke
experience
for
that
6
may
in a
have
matter of
prevented
2
the
hours?
adoption of VR in the
Okay.
first place. This technology also provides a platform for hardware developers that can change the size and weight of a headset, untethering gamers from the clunky hardware of the past and unlocking the huge gaming
Big
potential of
Saints Row.
virtual reality. With augmented reality
guys,
games
that did one.
also on the rise, there are even more implications for game developers, especially the ones who are so creative that the current platforms can't keep up. Until now. The platforms are here. Thanks to 5G ultra-wideband, even the most visually complex cloud-based games can come through beautifully on any user device, just as their creators intended. Developers can now focus on making the best games. They can rewrite the rules for creating eye-popping, graphics-rich, multiplayer action without worrying about hardware or network
Thank you for deciding to
limitations.
subscribe to my channel. You guys are so fucking amazing.
Now that we've lifted the creative limitations for developers, I want to shift gears to talk about the second community being impacted by the power of 5G, and that's esports teams. Esports has been one of the fastest growing entertainment categories in the world. With access to Verizon 5G ultra-wideband
Yo,
and
my
mobile
boy
edge
Blitz keep
compute,
playing
new
Counter-Strike,
games can
getting
be
that
played
free
with
for you.
higher
What I mean?
fidelity and lower latency, creating new opportunities for esports leagues, especially mobile esports. Our 5G labs have been the perfect place for esports innovation.
Bro, I'm about to play
These
Verizon
5G
PlayStation
and
back to help me
MEC-enabled
sleep.
environments are cutting-edge incubators for forward-thinking companies that are ready to build and scale the
That's
future of
a
gaming.
fucking good one. I swear
early
to God, you
2020,
got me.
Verizon's
You
5G
got
lab
me.
right here in LA
It's gonna make me
became
start
home to
snoring
the
in 5
Verizon
minutes.
5G Gaming Center. This first-of-its-kind facility was created in partnership with Dignitas, serving as their West Coast headquarters, home to its League of Legends teams, and place to co-create the future of esports engagement and content. Since then, we've expanded our capabilities to include a world-class XR stage, cutting-edge volumetric capture, and a space for player analytics. We are taking it to the next level, exploring how 5G ultra-wideband network can enhance player performance, enable new fan connections, and empower the next wave of gaming and esports experiences. Let's see how.
I don't think any other organization or company has what we have here at the Verizon 5G Lab.
Tell me in the
It's
comments.
the first in the world, so it's really exciting to
I'm
be a
finna
part of
switch
something so
now.
innovative and
Turn
seeing
my
where
sleep
it
up.
can take esports. Verizon is definitely elevating the game to the
Gonna
next
go
level.
to sleep again,
My
guys.
name is Emily Garrido. I go by Emelite in-game, and I'm the team captain for Dignitas' all-women's Valorant team. We have everything that we need here. We have streaming pod rooms if we want to connect with our fans on a personal level, boot camp rooms so we can really get down to business and prepare for tournaments. It's really nice to have the gaming center here and our own little personal streaming pods and basically have one-on-one conversations with all my viewers. My full name is Carolyn Noquez, and in the gaming community, I am known as Artstar. I am a content creator for Dignitas, and I was formerly a professional player on the Dignitas CSGO female team.
Esports is really just like any other sport. They want to interact with their fans, and there's a very high level of accessibility. We have a ton of different technology. We have a virtual production stage that allows for XR. We have a volumetric capture stage. 5G is going to have a huge impact on gaming, and it will completely revolutionize how games are played today. Right now, mobile games utilize either processing on a phone or processing in the cloud. 5G combined with MEC is going to completely change that paradigm. The lab is a fantastic place for us to partner with game developers to learn how they want to build their games in the future in order to take advantage of our network. So
I have a joke. I just have a joke for you guys.
Multiplayer,
okay, let me read the comments.
augmented reality games.
Okay, Aaron, you sure don't want to sleep until take 2. I just might cause Verizon is trying to make me a real talk.
It is incredibly exciting to
Bro,
see
I could literally
Verizon
fall
really
asleep during this
taking it to the
presentation.
next level. So innovative and
Is
always
version
thinking
gonna
of
make a
ways
game or
of
something?
How they can make it better? How can they make
Seems
the
all I
connection
need to
better?
hear.
How can they make
Yeah.
the gaming experience better?
Holy shit, 40
To me, what's
people!
really exciting
Yo,
is
we're
when we
40
bring in
people alive. Are you
creative
fucking
people
kidding me? You just
who
saw
are
me
given
sleep,
access
guys.
to this
What the
technology,
fuck?
and they come up with an
Hello,
idea
everybody.
that we never
I
would've
won't
thought
sleep
of.
anymore,
And
but I
this
see
is
that
the
gets me,
beginning of
people.
how 5G
I
is
just
going
fake
to
sleep.
impact games.
Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching this, guys. Okay.
Emily, Artstar, thank you so much for that.
We have 3
I am
dislikes
so excited
and
about the possibilities of the gaming center.
141 likes. So let's keep
turn it
it.
back
Let's
over to
keep that
Diego.
going, chat. Let's keep that going. What you think about that?
Wow. Thanks, Nikki. I
Alright.
totally
Buddy.
agree. It's fantastic
okay,
to
okay.
see that
What the
gaming center,
fuck? What
come to
the
life.
fuck?
Now,
Bro, I got a
let's
fucking
move
what
on
the
to
fuck? What the
third
fuck?
and
What
biggest
the?
community that
200
will be
people are
impacted
watching
by
this live. What the fuck?
fans and
What?
their experience. That connection
How?
between esports
How?
players and their fans
Wow.
is so unique.
Whoa.
There's no other
How come
sport
so many people are
has,
watching, but the
has
chat is
same
kind of
real-time,
sleepy?
personal
I mean,
connection.
I get it. This
And
presentation
just
is
like the players,
it's sleepy,
these
but
fans
still, man,
want
how
innovation
you guys
too.
got to this
And to
live stream of
create the
mine,
deeper
guys? How?
engagement and immersive
What
experiences
happened?
they want,
What happened, guys?
we are going to need to harness the power of 5G.
Is it legit or is my game
To
bugged?
help me bring this to
Many
life, I
people are
want
alive,
to
I can't-
introduce someone who truly
Hey,
knows
so-
fan engagement. She has fans.
Yo,
both as
yeah,
a
we got
dynamic
200
member
fucking
of the
people here. How
Minnesota and as a
you guys
streamer
got
with
here?
Team Liquid. Ariel
the fuck?
Powers.
What the fuck is going on? What the?
Thanks, Diego. Hi, everyone. I love competition, whether it's on the court or stream.
Yo,
And as one of
what
the
the
most
fuck is
successful
going
esports
on? What the
organizations in the
fuck?
world, so does Team Liquid. TL is tech forward. And
How you
always
guys
looking to
got
push the
here?
envelope,
How?
innovating how we train,
Andreas Moya.
compete,
Whoa.
and engage with fans.
Hello,
The
Andreas.
fans
Welcome to
and
the
I
stream.
share that love for
Could you
competition.
tell me how you guys got to my
Energy between Team Liquid
vibe
and
with
the community
KG? Just
lives for
subscribe.
critical
Thank you for the
connection.
subscription,
One that shapes who
baby.
we are.
Welcome to the
And we've
stream.
only just begun to scratch
Welcome to the
surface
stream.
of what's possible when
Holy
it comes to
fucking shit, man.
community
You are
engagement
fucking
and
amazing,
sharing
guys.
moments around
You are
competition,
fucking amazing.
both in person, which we're
You are
all looking
fucking
forward to getting back to,
amazing.
and
We
virtually.
typed Saints Row.
Verizon
Oh.
5G Ultra
So that's how you
Wideband
guys
is the
got
key
here.
to unlocking the future of these experiences.
Hey, I'm a Saints Row YouTuber, guys. You can watch my content. I mainly do Saints Row content. Consider watching it. I'm not begging you to subscribe. I'm asking you to check my channel out to see if you can enjoy this type of content. Because I have 200 people here. That's a fucking big number. I never in my life expected to get this many viewers on a live. Every person who joined is just fucking amazing. Thank you a lot. And let's watch the E3 together.
Thanks so much, Ariel.
Let's just
This is
let's just chill, you know.
exciting
Let's just
stuff.
chill.
Now,
Man, holy
there is
fucking shit.
clearly new territory to
happened.
tap into with fan
How
engagement.
many likes
I
though?
am convinced it is
Sorry?
the future. And to help
142 likes and 5
build that
dislikes.
future, Verizon and Team Liquid
Thanks
are joining
for
forces for a
watching my
groundbreaking
stream.
5G innovation partnership.
Thank you for watching my stream.
Will generate
Thank you.
fan-facing
Thank
5G
you.
experiences.
You
that
have
will
no idea how
reshape
grateful I am.
engagement
You have
around
no idea,
esports
guys.
tournaments.
You have no
Whether you are there in
idea.
person or watching
No idea.
virtually at home in real
Bro,
time.
300? What the
Let's look
fuck?
first
What the fuck?
at
What the
in-person
fuck is
events.
what?
This year, as live
What
events
the
return,
fuck?
Verizon and Team Liquid will
I can't believe it.
experiences
I
at the
can't believe
industry's
it, man. How
biggest
we are
events.
so many
We have
people
over
live.
60 stadiums and
Holy
arenas
shit.
around
Is
the
this
country
some kind of
with Verizon
social
5G
experiment?
ultra-wideband. In
Like
here,
for a chat of 300
fans can
people,
look
not many are
forward to
commenting.
360-degree
And I don't get it.
portal views into
Am I
the
being
gameplay
booted or
for a
something?
fully
I really
immersive
don't get it.
experience. And the ability for top streamers to
Holy
play
shit, man, I'm
live
feeling
from venues
man.
during this
I
event.
love this live stream. It's my favorite live stream.
Something
I
that
never in my
has
life
never
actually
been
believed
done
I'll get more than
before.
100 people.
Only
live.
with that
Mainly they're
powerful
about
connection
30 to
can you
50,
unlock second
sometimes
screen
60. That's
experiences
the
that
biggest I
immerse
had, but
fans in the
300 people
competition.
at
And that
once.
allows top content
That's fucking
creators
amazing. Thank
to
you guys. I
stream
say it
live
from the heart.
from
Thank
those
you
venues.
for being such
And
awesome
for
people.
those watching remotely,
Thank you.
VR innovations
Thank
will
you.
allow
Thank
fans
you.
to
Thank you.
experience live events
Thank
together
you.
virtually, giving them the best seats in the house.
Shit, man.
And 360-degree access
Fucking shit.
that puts them in the middle of the action.
I don't need any donation. I
can't
just
wait
need you
to see
guys
what
to know
comes
that
from our Team Liquid
I love
5G
every one of you.
innovation
No
partnership.
no homo, no gay or anything, but man.
Verizon's expansive collection
Here
of
since your meet
gaming
and legend
industry
videos.
partners
Oh, you're an
is
OG. It's
capable
my
of
bro.
reaching
Thank you for
over
watching this
120 million
face
of
reveal.
those players. And that's in the
Thank
US
you, man. You're an
alone.
OG. I respect that.
We want to show every one of them how Verizon's
Fucking
networks will benefit both
Holy
players
fucking shit.
and developers in totally
Thank
new
you.
ways.
Thank you.
A great example of this was our partnership with
Notification on
Epic
Twitter.
to create the Super Bowl
Love you, bro. Keep grinding.
5G
Get back on
stadium
top.
in Fortnite
That's
creative
so
mode.
humble.
This was the largest
7
branded
games just stay down,
experience
get back on
ever
top.
built in Fortnite's
Grinding.
creative mode. And it gave players
Okay.
the opportunity to interact with
If
their
Scenes of 5
favorite
gets revealed
NFL
today in
players
this
and
stream,
pro
then I'ma
players
donate
in a way
1,000.
that's never been done
Bro,
before.
you know you're
The
not gonna
activation
donate that
featured
much. You just
4
know that.
football-inspired games
You're just
and a few
capping.
hidden surprises
The
for
biggest
players.
donation I got was
It was
about
a great
$50. You can
demonstration
see it
of the
there.
power
There,
of
you
5G
can see
for
there. The
gaming
biggest I
with
got
the
was
low
$50.
lag and higher speeds
If I
made
receive
only
a
possible
$100
by
donations, I don't
Verizon
give a fuck. I'm gonna
5G
give away the whole
ultra-wideband.
Saints of series on this stream.
But
The
5G
whole
doesn't
series, man.
just transform battle royale games like Fortnite.
No, I'm not
It
capping.
also changes single player and strategy games. I am thrilled now to invite a friend of mine to talk about how Verizon 5G is amping up the player experience. He is safety for the LA Chargers.
Bro,
and
what?
a seriously
360?
engaged model NFL
Hey,
player,
yo.
Derwin
Hey, yo.
James.
What the fuck?
My man.
What's up, my man?
What the
So great to have
fuck?
Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming. You know, you all know this guy. You know, he plays for the LA Chargers.
I don't know this
And
guy.
your home field is the new SoFi Stadium, which is amazing. It was created with the most cutting-edge
And we
technology
know that Scenes of
in
5 ain't gonna
existence.
show up
And I
today.
tell
Yep,
you,
that's
it
what
is
I just
home
said.
to Verizon's largest 5G stadium built
Maiden, who
in the
plays
country.
Maiden?
Built with
My
5G
fucking
at its
dick.
core, so ultra-wideband coverage can be found throughout.
That's how Romanians talk. We
the
say in
entire
Pula,
stadium.
man, that
I
means
can't wait
in my
to
dick.
get the fans back out there into the stadium for many
Shut up
reasons.
in my dick means
The
shut the
venue
fuck
is
up,
incredible.
basically.
The tech is built around is going to totally reshape how we watch and play with the game.
Is
Jesus
very,
fucking
very, very cool. And listen, we can talk about this tech
Nobody knows
enhancements
this guy.
for a long, long time. But you're here
To be
today
facts,
because
though, not
you're
gonna
not
lie. It do
only
facts,
a
though.
competitor on the field,
Yeah, another
but you're
comment.
also a passionate gamer, right?
Holy
A
fuck, we just
huge
got 100
Madden
plus people in
NFL
the
fan.
in
I
5
am. I
seconds.
started playing
Yeah,
football when I
is
was about 4
somebody
years old,
boosting
and
my
Madden
channel in
NFL when I
some
was
way?
7
Because
years
I
old.
don't
So
get
you can say I've
how.
always been a
How is
competitor.
this supposed to
I always
happen?
wanted to be a professional football player.
Like, holy fucking
When
shit,
I played
man.
Madden NFL as a kid, I created my player. I wanted to have super speed, super size. So, and of course,
I'm just gonna
So, you know, to be able to be the player I am, you know, it showed a lot
with
of
my
dedication.
phone.
That's so cool, and you achieved all of that. I don't know about the handsome one, but anyway, it's a great story. And I'm sure you've seen tons of changes in the game since you started playing, both on the field and also on the screen, right?
You could say that. The innovations around Madden NFL and the gaming overall are incredible.
Holy fucking.
The tech advancements have enabled so much.
My
When I
dick
started
is hard
playing,
from all
there
the
were maybe
people
the
watching.
color cords with the images were blurry, the networks were kind of slow, so you're constantly getting a lag.
About
It's
to
so
cry on
different
stream,
now.
man.
The visuals are more realistic. Networks have gotten better, and you can play with a group of people all over the
Bro.
world, so you don't even have to
Fuck.
be in the same state
100
or city. You can be playing with
plus
a
on my
friend in a whole other
stream.
country, which is amazing.
Oh my God, it's amazing, and you
Fucking
can't believe
shit.
what 2
Holy
decades of innovation
motherfucking
can do to the
shit.
game. So, as you think about the future, what do you want to see next?
Madden NFL is already delivering a lot, but I love to see more new modes and experience with deeper and authenticity and to what it's like to be on the field. You know, I want to feel like I'm in this moment as a player. I want to feel like I'm out there. So more engagement
Somebody
with
asks,
opportunities to connect
is it
with people and other
confirmed
people
Rockstar
across the
revealed
world.
something?
So being able to be mobile, because I'm constantly on the go as an athlete.
As far
so
as I know, they didn't say anything about E3.
Too.
But somebody
that's
pointed
really
out that
cool. And, listen,
they
I'm
said they
glad
will
that you
show
mentioned
no new
mobile,
games. I don't know.
because we believe at Verizon
The
that
reason I'm making
mobile
this live
the
is
future.
because
We ended the
there's
year,
a
I'm gonna
leaked
hear this
game
number, with
similar to Saints Row,
17,000 5G
and
small
it's
cells
possible for it
all
to be
across the
released,
country.
be
And we
revealed at
expect to have by
E3.
the end of the year 30,000.
Okay.
So
Hey, since
everybody
Take-Two likes
can
buying
enjoy
up more game developers
5G.
like the
So I tell
GTA
you,
Crow
this kind of
ones
expansion
and Mafia ones, do you
means
think
that
they'll
the
ever buy
powerful connection
Evolution?
you need for console
And that
quality
would be
gaming
really cool.
experience on
This is
mobile,
really
like the one
boring.
you
Yeah,
want,
this
Yes, sir.
Maiden
will
thing is
continue
actually
to grow
fucking boring.
very
I get
quickly.
you.
And here's
Catch
another
that?
thing. We are taking it also to the next level because we are combining this power of the Verizon network with the creativity of the developers of EA. Their team will work with our 5G labs to innovate using 5G to focus on creating the most dynamic player experience ever. So together, our goal will be to produce optimizations for EA Sports, including your favorite Madden NFL Mobile,
Yes, sir.
using low latency to develop mobile experiences, the kind of the ones that Derwin, yeah, you, my man,
Yes,
and
sir.
so many others are craving.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's literally changing the game. Seeing the networks and improvements created over the last 20 years, I can't wait to see what the next 20 years bring with the power enhancing of 5G power.
That is it, the power of 5G. So great to have you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank
me,
you.
my guy.
It's
Yes,
good to
sir.
see you.
Yes, sir.
So it's so exciting to talk about the new
Holy
technology and how it is impacting
Man,
the entire
thank you all for
gaming
tuning in with
ecosystem
me on
across
this
the
live.
3 big areas of developers,
Holy fucking shit.
esports teams, and fans, all bringing fantastic innovation to the industry. But today, there is also a fourth area that is very timely for us to talk
Okay,
about.
guys, in about 40
And
minutes,
that
there's
is
gonna be
the importance
Take-Two.
of supporting diversity
I'm about.
in the gaming industry.
I need the cigarette to
As
chill down,
technology
man. Holy
stretches
fucking
the
shit.
boundaries of what's
Holy
possible,
fucking
and as the industry
holy shit.
grows,
If one
the
of you
players
guys
and the
donates
fans are more
over 7
diverse
euros,
than
I'll give
ever.
away every game you want
And
under
so
7 euros
a
on the
different
EBA.
sort of innovation is
No
required.
cap, I'm gonna do that. I've done that before.
With this shift, and this is something that
Tell me
is
what game.
very close to my heart, actions to increase diversity and inclusion within the gaming community are more important than ever, more urgent than ever.
Man, if I receive a
Especially
1,000 donation, I'll
those
take my mama
supporting
to Paris,
female
man.
representation.
I'm trying to get money for that.
Diversity
Because that's
has
her dream,
become
and
a
my dumb
major
father
force
promised
driving
that
the
for
industry
years.
forward.
And
And
he
as the
cheated on
players
her,
and
and
their fans who
no,
are
I want to
consuming
make
this
her
product
dreams
become more
come true.
diverse, it makes a lot of sense
So
that
that's
the
what I
people
want to
who
do. I want to
make
get
the
money
products
so I
of the
could get my mama to
developers
Paris.
should also
Really
reflect
want that.
that diversity.
Not this year, maybe next year, because
I am a firm believer
I ain't that good with the
change
money at this.
starts with action. And we
So
are
yeah, I
taking
really hope I
action
can do
together
that. I'm
with
not begging
Riot
for
Games.
donation for that,
In
but
March,
that's
we
why
partnered
I'm
with
grinding
Riot
on
to
YouTube.
launch the Valorant
Like me, I have
VCT
everything I need. I have
Game Changers
clothes.
Initiative.
I have
It is a
a
fantastic
good PC.
program that
I have
elevates women
consoles,
and other
all from
diverse
YouTube,
groups
all from my
within the
YouTube
esports
money,
community.
and
And most
sponsors and
importantly,
donations.
it inspires
But
the next
I want to give
generation of
something to my
players.
mom as well.
So to
Off
talk
topic,
more
I know,
about
but
the
I
need
don't
for
fucking care about this
increased female
presentation
representation,
at this moment.
I am thrilled to
These dude's
introduce
nipples are
now
hard,
the
and I don't
executive
get why.
producer of Valorant, Anna Dunlon.
Will you stream the
Anna,
Nintendo
welcome.
PlayStation? No,
Hey,
I'll be
Joe.
asleep.
Thank you
I'll
for
be
having
asleep.
me.
It's
I'll
so
be
great
asleep
to
when that
have you
PlayStation
here.
is
I've
coming.
never been on the E3 stage before.
Or
This
if
is
it
really
is tomorrow, I
exciting.
might
Well,
do
I tell
that.
you, that makes us
But
two,
I
because this
ain't
is my
really into
first
Nintendo,
E3 too,
sorry.
but I'm very excited
I
to
was
have
when I
you
was a
here,
child.
especially
But
because
now,
you are one of
I
the
don't
most
know.
influential women in an industry that is predominantly male, from players to developers to heads of publishers. So I really was looking looking forward to this conversation and ask you, what are some of the biggest challenges you see for female players and also for those that are trying to build their careers in tech?
It's tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. Just check on my free time.
From both angles.
I guess I'll do it. I'll have to see.
Women still find themselves at a huge disadvantage, and it has absolutely nothing to do with skill. It's because they can't focus 100% on the game. Instead, they need to spend energy dealing with all the harassment they face. And having experienced it firsthand myself, it can be daunting, and it takes away from the focus of the actual competition. And how is that fair?
No, it's not fair. It's not fair at all.
It isn't. And it's something we spend a lot of time discussing on Valorant and at Riot. And, you know, it's not a terribly easy problem to solve, but the problems we're solving
Riot Games are the ones behind that game that is fucking toxic called League of Legends, because if about that, okay, 38 people watching, 1,000 people watching. Hey my man, as you can see by my name, I'm a huge fan of Nintendo, Sinzo, I still love Xbox and Sinzo. Yeah, I can see that, the highly on the same.
So when it comes to
Hell
careers
yeah,
in gaming,
that's good for you, man, good for you.
definitely work to be done there as well.
I'll do the live just for you, baby.
A really impactful mentor early on. I had just started a job at a temp company, and while I played games, I had no idea what a career in gaming could even look like. And then at this gaming company, one of the women I was working with told me she thought I had what it took to become a game producer. I had
oh man,
no
if
idea
that will
what a
happen
game
to as
producer
well,
was,
because
but
I'm
I went
studying
with
to
it,
become
and now 20 plus years
an
later, here I am. And as you mentioned,
editor,
there are not enough women in the industry, so it means a lot that she brought me with her.
Thingy,
I try to pay that forward
promoting
to all the women
games
who are
in a
coming up
company.
after
That's
me.
what I would like to
But we
work
need
in the
more.
future.
Wow,
I'm back. Hey yo, Five, what's up? How was work, man? Glad you're back. We are fucking 400 people here. You missed a lot, man.
How important mentorship is. So a little bit of a follow-up to the previous question, but how can both then technology and commitments to allyship play a role in the changes that we still need to see in the industry?
So I'll tell you, one of the most exciting parts of being a developer is that I get to be part of creating the future of Valorant. My team and I spend all of our time dreaming and exploring ways to make the player experience even better. And then we get to go and actually build it. It's a really interesting mix of creativity and engineering. All of the technology you've mentioned on stage today is impacting how we work and what we're able to create. So please keep those.
I'm actually interested in what Nintendo will
When it
show.
comes to specific changes
We'll see
that
tomorrow,
need to be
guys.
made to protect women in competitive gaming, we absolutely need to keep investing and prioritizing innovations that help fight against harassment. And honestly, the gaming community needs to take a more active role in the community that it's creating. If game developers can be allies, and I truly believe we can and should, then so can your teammates in game. And again, we just need more women throughout the whole gaming ecosystem. We need an industry-wide commitment around diversity and inclusion, and we're finally
To be speaking
starting
kind
to
of
see
facts,
that.
not gonna
I
lie.
like the way you say it,
like
and I
his
couldn't agree more.
facts.
We need more
We
women.
need more
we
gamer
more diversity
girls
in
so
the
we can
industry,
hook up with
and
people who
that's
show
why
interest in the same things we do,
today,
gamers.
we're taking
Am
it
I
to
right?
the
Yes,
next
I am.
level. Today,
Also, they
we
should
are
show
announcing
Pokemon
an expansion
Legends and the
of our
third
commitment to
3D
the
Kirby
Valorant
game. Holy
Game
shit, man! I remember
Changers
playing Super
Initiative.
Smash Bros. And playing
We
as
are
Kirby.
launching together today a new training program dedicated
Holy
to
shit.
mentoring
Kirby, I forgot about that
up-and-coming
character.
female esports
Nintendo can
companies.
easily steal the show.
The
Yeah, they
program
can. Yeah,
that is
yeah.
launching very soon
Yeah,
this fall
I've seen something
will
about the
team up
next
them
Pokemon
with
game, so
professionals
yeah,
in
they
the
could
field
so
to provide them
they
with
could steal the show
practical
only
tools
because
and
only
knowledge
because
to
PlayStation
help
isn't. Let's
advance
speak
their
facts.
careers. It's pretty cool, huh?
Okay,
Let's
so
speak
this
facts.
is amazing. Game Changers is all about providing experience and exposure to women in gaming. We want to inspire the next generation of not only players, but any women who want to build careers in any aspect of the gaming industry. So this program fits so perfectly with our mission. It'll provide a pipeline of female talent that is so sorely lacking. I am so glad that Verizon is not only acknowledging the issue, but taking actions to push for change.
Well, I love what you say, but the reality is that no one can make real change alone. So we are equally thankful for your support and for Riot's support as well. Fantastic job.
Thank you. And
So Anna, thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for the great conversation.
thank you so much for having me, Diego. And honestly, thank you so much for caring about it as much as I do.
It's great to have you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So, now I have a final big announcement.
All right.
And I want to ask
Finally,
Nikki
finally the
to help
final
me
one.
with it. So, coming out, Nikki.
Finally, the final one. Am I right, baby?
This is big. And
Right,
I'm so
a
proud
comment.
to help announce it.
Okay.
You know, Verizon is deeply committed to building a more inclusive and
The
diverse
comments.
tech sector. Our work in
I'm
this
actually
space
interested.
has been
Okay,
going on for
Nintendo.
decades, and
Sir,
frankly
can you
speaks
support me
for
to
itself.
get 100 subscribers,
We are
please?
so
1,000
proud of the work
subscribers.
we've done, but we also know
1,000.
that
Yeah,
more
1,000.
action
Guys,
needs to be
subscribe to
taken
MFZ.
to
I
address
don't
the
know
lack
who
of
that is,
female
but he wants
representation
my
in
support.
gaming
So if you guys
and
could
more
do that,
broadly in
subscribe to
STEM.
that guy in the chat.
So today,
Anyway,
Verizon
I
is
went to go
making
take
a
out the
new
trash. Did they say
$1
anything
million
about Saints Row yet?
commitment
No,
to
they didn't.
increase female
And probably they
representation
won't.
in gaming and STEM. For this, we are creating the Verizon Game Forward Scholarship. The scholarship is an expansion of the Future Fund, our initiative to support emerging female talent across entertainment and technology.
That's right. And you know, this fall, Verizon will partner with 5 historically black colleges and universities to provide scholarships to 5 female students at each school.
Why
who are
only
active
5
gamers
female? Why
and
not
also
male as well?
pursuing degrees in
Well,
fields
Nintendo
that are
won't
tied
be
to gaming
the
development,
2007
such as computer
2018
science,
presentation by
graphic
Sony.
design, software
Yeah.
engineering.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
those 5
Sunny was
schools
there. I get
are
you now. Sorry.
Dillard,
But that's
Delaware
about
State,
opinions, though. Yeah.
Morgan State, Texas Southern University, and Howard. We'll build tech centers on each of these campuses that will be open to the entire student body. And we'll also provide
So
the
when is
scholarship
fucking
recipients with access to
Take
the
Two
Verizon
starting
5G
after this, right?
Gaming Center for training, as well as
Take
mentorship.
And I tell
Go
you,
into-
here's the best part. We are guaranteeing
okay,
the
don't
students
expect.
internship opportunities at
83.
Verizon
Okay, there we go.
and with our gaming industry partners. It is
Okay,
these
so
kinds of
it's
deep
Intellivision
commitments
next,
that will
then
help
Take Two.
build the diverse talent pipeline
Then
the
Take.
tech
Okay, got
industry
you now.
needs. We are really so proud
No
of
console
this
war.
and
Yeah,
for
no
the
console war,
opportunities
people.
it will
No
give
console
them.
war.
Absolutely. And you know, I just cannot wait
Okay.
to see what these students do.
Nikki, thank you.
Thank you.
So, I hope the last 30 minutes have clarified why Verizon is here
Yeah, okay. What the?
for 2 big reasons.
Okay.
Number 1, technology.
Okay.
Verizon has
That's
a
where only
vision
person
for
how
how
I see.
5G and related technologies will bring an entirely new level of
260
creation
views. Yeah,
and
what the fuck? Am I
experience in
right?
gaming.
Oh,
For the developers,
I'm
for
fucking
esports
amazed to see
teams,
that this many
and for
people are
the
watching
fans.
my reaction
And
to
secondly, we
a
see
live
this
stream. It's
next
fucking
gaming
crazy, man.
generation wanting
It's
and needing
crazy.
inclusivity, an industry that is more diverse and more welcoming of new faces, new voices, and new
And
perspectives.
150 likes. You guys are
We
fucking
are
legends,
here
man.
to help make astonishing things happen in gaming and esports. But we're also here to listen and to learn.
Yo, that music is on
Gaming
point.
is a sector of bold thinkers, free
250
spirits, and
smoking
wide
kills.
open
Sorry for
creativity.
me, but I'm a smoker.
Verizon wants
Sorry,
to
I'm gonna.
support that
Okay, I'm
and
gonna stop
empower it
smoking.
even further. So we look forward to working
That's
with
it. I'm
you
done smoking.
and
Sorry,
playing with
sorry,
you
sorry for
for a
being
long
a
time
bad
to
guy and smoke.
Thank you.
Sorry, yeah, I know smoking.
Welcome back to the E3
Whatever, though.
2021
Hey, yo,
Masters.
Percival
Me,
just
Jackie,
subscribed.
and
Thank you,
Jackie.
Percival, for
2
subscribing.
very interesting announcements there at the end.
Thank
for
you.
Verizon, right? Number 1, Verizon and Riot teaming up for the Game Changers Mentorship Program. Huge. And then, of course, this Verizon
Painful.
Game Forward Scholarship.
What is
5
painful?
historically black colleges.
Verizon
5
one?
gamers
Yeah, it
in
was
each
painful
one
to
getting
watch.
not only a scholarship for
But
school,
thank God
getting
it's done.
guaranteed internships at
Okay.
Verizon or game partners. It's a $1 million program. It's about building the tech sector and
It's
obviously
boring.
getting, women.
The
and
big boys are gonna come
minorities involved
in
this. How important is
40, 38 minutes.
Honestly, they kept on echoing.
Never mind, 48 minutes.
That we need action.
This is boring. Where the
create change,
games?
like, we
That
need
we're
to
gonna
start doing
we're gonna
things
see
like
them now,
this.
baby. Okay?
And you think that we've made so much progress,
Agreed.
but
Yeah. Let's
can't
see.
even tell
Let's
you
see
how
what
many
they up
times
to, man.
people come up to me
Please
and
shut
they're
up
like,
with Verizon.
You play video games?
Please.
Really? I didn't think that you would be into that. And I'm just like, man, it's crazy.
Oh, my
They're-
hope. Yeah,
gamers
Jeff.
come from all
My name is
walks of
Jeff.
life. And you know, we heard
My name is
Aron
Jeff.
talking about this a little bit, but sometimes when you're a woman, it can be very discouraging. A Twitch chat can be extremely harsh. Social media, like it can be extremely painful. But seeing something like this that is uplifting,
I don't know
and
why, but it
encouraging,
looks like
I'm so excited for
her
it. And, you know, they
right
kept on
eye
talking
is
about the
smaller
next
than her
generation,
left eye.
and so many young women out
Okay,
there are
all I
watching
hear
this,
is women and
I'm
males,
sure that
no
they're like,
games.
wow, like,
Yeah.
there's scholarship
Where is
money out
Sony
there
show?
with this,
Sending us there won't be
someone's like,
Sony
you
at
can do
this year's
this, and
E3.
it really
My name is Jeff.
100%.
Shivan 12A.
And, yeah, one of the
Shivan,
things
I
that
guess
before
you're
I
in
talked
the
about,
12th
that
grade.
Anna was talking in the
And
Rise
thank you
segment,
for
right, that
subscribing.
The gaming community needs
Thank
to
you
be
for
better
doing
about
so.
building the community it's in. And I can't
Thank you to
agree
all the
with that
people who
enough.
are
If you know
subscribing,
anything
man. You
about
guys are
government or
fucking
kind of money,
legends.
Being better is a big part of what we always talk about. Is be better to each other and don't be a jerk. And I know right
Oops.
now on our very own Twitch page right here, a bunch of people are being jerks. And everybody who's a good person, which is the majority of gamers,
Version
need
really
to
wasted
step
our
up, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen,
version
and
wasted
show
our time with
positive
this book.
outshine.
Yeah,
The
that's
negative,
facts.
that's my rant.
Really wasted our time.
Thank you so much.
Sad
Horizon
life.
and Riot,
Yeah,
what a
sad
team up
life.
for the future. Let's talk about esports, though, right? And
I
speaking
don't
of
want to
esports, I
hear
wanna hear
esports.
from more of the
Shut up,
voices on the
please.
scene about how esports has evolved over the years.
My friend is
and
an
where it's headed.
esports CSGO pro player, my best friend, so I guess it goes for him.
For the longest time, I didn't even tell my friends and
Welcome, bro.
classmates in school that I was a professional
Oh,
gamer.
I'm welcome.
Back when
Thank you, Shivam.
Blockbuster was
Thank you
still
for
open,
subscribing.
and we had MLG events.
People that organize tournaments, people used to drive around vans with computers and off their own money just to set up these LANs so people could play, so there could be an experience of, you know, people gaming against each other.
And I would go to my local Blockbuster and compete in getting the high score in different Nintendo games.
That's cool.
And I would always win.
I always compare it to like a fight club, you know, underground, like super secret. And over time, you know, it's blown up.
The industry and the people in the industry who were once, you know, made fun of for being nerds and playing video games and, you know, the stereotypical living in their mom's basement, are now the cool kids on the block.
And I think
Nah, we ain't the cool kids on the block. I don't know in what world you live in, but we are not the cool kids in the block.
Our time properly.
I don't think she's right, guys.
That shows me just
It's
how
just
far
my
we've come.
opinion. I don't
Once
think
started
she's
to
right.
play competitively for League of Legends and realized there was an opportunity to also bring kind of my heart and my energy for
I
the
don't
game
believe.
and make it lucrative. I had to follow my heart.
I'm just very excited to see more and more people being able to turn their hobby, turn their passion into their jobs and making a living out of it.
Hell yeah.
And now you can
Bro,
legitimately
will
be a
Rockstar
kid and
announce
tell
you
your
these
parents,
things?
like, hey, I want to be
There's theories that they're gonna do that,
Day to day, I wake
but
up
I don't
every
believe they
day
will.
and I'm just really
We'll just
happy
have to
get
see.
play games for a living.
There's Fortnite players that are 13-year-olds that I
Kim
know who
Mouse?
have
Chia
the work
Mouse?
ethic and
Chia
drive
Mouse.
and put in the time and effort like a
I don't know
job,
who she is,
more so
or he.
than even my friends who have full-time jobs.
In the beginning, it was like nerds play video games and jocks play sports, but now you have like NBA players and NFL players that are
Gonna
streaming
be a long
and making
day,
videos.
everyone. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day.
Like, come out your gamer club.
Xbox and developer made
You're
everyone
not a
else
geek
look
no
like
more, you're not a drug
unprofessional.
addict. If you
Fool.
are, that's cool now.
Saints
When I
Row
was a young
GT6,
girl,
hell yeah.
You know, I was playing 2K.
Yo,
a
that's a
lot,
nice
and I never
microphone,
thought I
girl.
would see myself in the game.
Too bad you don't have a
It
well-made
was
webcam.
40, 60
Sadly.
with myself and actually look like myself.
It's really started to mesh together, and it's created like my perfect little child. This sports mixed with video games has like pretty much been me my whole life, but now the world can see this.
I think that's what makes esports so compelling, is that there is an opportunity for anybody, no matter where you're from.
Anyone can be a gamer. You know, you're not capped by your physical attributes.
It's pretty easy for people in esports to gravitate towards underdog stories. I think people love those, and there's a reason, because I think many of us in esports have felt like underdogs ourselves.
Growing up in a children's home without a support system, family, financial means, I just never thought that following my dreams was on the table for me. Like, that just did not seem reasonable. Now here I am. I turned my passion into my job. I love my job every single day. I met my husband at a gaming event, and I made lifelong friends. And I found my place, and I found
I'm
my
done with
family
the
along
phone.
the way, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Aaron, do watch more. Subscribe. Thank you for the subscription, Jeff.
But I don't think the
Okay, when are they gonna show game reviews? This is boring, not you, Aaron, just to show. Yeah, you're kinda right. Man, no Saints royalty, it's actually crazy. Yeah, welcome the Saints 7. I was waiting the whole year, same, bro. Okay, he's laughing. Jeff Temple, just subscribe. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, good show, man. This is such a disappointment for E3. Yeah, this is like the most boring E3 and it had so much potential. Just got back and saw 2012 people viewers. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, this year's E3 is boring, man. The best E3 I saw was the one with when they revealed the Marvel Spider-Man. That was such a cool E3, man.
Everybody loves watching a speedrun of their favorite
they're
game.
re-showing
But what
stuff.
if you got
I'm
a
going
chance
to
to peek into the mind of the developers
I'm gonna be
behind
back
those
in less
games
than a
as
minute.
they watch their hard work get completely destroyed right in front of them?
What is happening right now?
That's exactly what happens on every episode of Devs React to Speedruns. We invite you to ride along with the developers as they watch, react, and enjoy some of the craziest gameplay by the most skilled speedrunners on the planet. Tune in every Saturday for a brand new episode.
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news, gameplay, custom original content, the best user-generated videos and art, memes, and a whole lot more. Be part of the conversation throughout the year. Follow IGN on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never-before-seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, let's plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage you need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, we've always got you covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment
300
fans
plus
worldwide.
people are watching my
Hey
live.
you,
know,
are you
just
looking
have
for a new
flex
way to
bit.
watch your favorite videos and shows from
This is the reason
IGN?
to
Well,
flex,
check
guys.
out IGN Watch.
Okay.
Welcome back to IGN. It's our new app
I'm
that's
gonna be
all
mad
about
if
video,
it's Saints Row
because
4
there
Remastered
really just
instead of
aren't
Saints Row
enough
5
video
review.
apps these days.
This
I get to
year's
unbox
E3
this
sucks, I swear.
PlayStation
You're
5.
kind of right.
Follow subjects you
You
care
cannot
about,
remaster
videos in
Saints
the
Row 4 game
background,
in Switch,
or
man.
send them
It's
to your
possible for them to
TV via
remaster
AirPlay
that.
or Chromecast.
I don't even own an Xbox nor
Download
buy
it
their
today
stuff,
from the App Store
but
or
they
Play
look the
Store,
best so
or
far,
both.
by
We're
far.
not your boss.
Yeah, you're right.
IGN Watch.
Saints Row
Check it
5
out.
the worst. Yes, you're right as well. He's the worst game in the series. Yep. Game Pass is the highlight of the entire event. Yep. Binge. 2022. What? We're in 2021, man.
As the console wars continue to rage and next-gen consoles remain scarce to find, a blast from the past has come along with a new focus to bring gaming to your sofa.
Hey, baby. 30
Ladies
more
and
minutes.
gentlemen, here is Intellivision.
E3 exclusive. Okay.
Hi, I'm Tommy Tellerico, and what an honor it is for Intellivision to be a part of this year's E3. I want to personally thank the ESA.
If you go to
for
remaster
having
Saints Row
us
4,
be
give it to the
involved.
kids, yeah.
And we have seen some
It's a good
incredible,
game, but
incredible
it's
stuff.
not
What
Saints
a
Row.
great time to be a gamer. I've been in the video game industry for over 32
The
years.
kid's gonna cry.
and
They
have been a
get
part of
that.
the creative
No,
teams
don't give Saints
that
Row
have made
4
some
to
of
the
the greatest
kids.
video games of all
They're
time,
gonna
including
fight
things like
real life
Disney's
penetrators.
Aladdin, Earthworm Jim,
Yo, I
Tony Hawk
love.
Pro Skater,
Yo,
Metroid Prime, Guitar
hell
Hero.
yeah.
I'm even the guy who did the oof sound for Roblox. Don't hate me. In fact, I own the Guinness World Record for the person who's worked on the most video games in their lifetime.
Oh, that's
My
so
mother's very
dope.
proud. But I'm here today to talk about Intellivision and our brand new video game console.
Oh, what?
Amico.
What?
Now, Amico is the Italian word for friend, and that's basically what we've designed.
Yeah, I know
our
that Amico is the
entire
Italian word
system
for friend,
and
but
games around.
how is it
That
working?
Friendship, that multiplayer, that couch
Yo,
co-op
I think I know where
experience.
this is going,
See,
and this is
when I was
fucking dope,
growing up,
man.
we didn't have the
I
internet
want
to
Saints
play
Row 5 to
video
be reviewed
games,
at
so if you wanted to
BC3.
play with
I
somebody
want the
else,
same thing,
you
man.
went over their house or they came over to your house. It was everybody in a room. In
I
fact,
want to
I bet
remaster
if
number
you're a
3 again,
hardcore
just like the
gamer,
original
you're
Resident Evil
probably
get
like
remastered
me,
twice.
and I bet your
Let's hope
fondest
not, man.
memories
Let's
of
hope not.
playing games were when you were playing with other people in the same room together. That's what we're all about. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. For a lot of you out there watching this, I'm not going to impress you with our teraflops and gigawatts.
That's great.
and
Thank you.
Streaming processor and incredible lifelike graphics. That's not what we're about. What we are is a really simple, fun party machine that you can bring out when maybe some of your non-gaming friends come over. Maybe you have a husband or a wife who isn't into gaming as much as you are. Maybe grandma comes over and you want to play a simple motion
no
control
males
game or a
allowed.
card game or a board
That's a
game,
good one.
dice, whatever it is. See, all of our
Nice
games
one.
are built around fun and
Yo guys, don't leave the
most
stream, but
important
baby,
thing
we're
for us,
gonna
and
see
gathering
Take-Two in
people
less than
in a
30
room
minutes.
together to do it. Here at Intellivision, we've assembled
Let's
an
go. We're
incredible,
270 people.
passionate
Don't
team
leave,
of
guys. We
game
were
makers who
close
have
to
over
400.
600 years
Trust me, when
experience
Take-Two is gonna
making
show,
some of your
gonna be some
favorite games.
fucking great time.
Everything we
I
do,
believe
we
that, man.
focus on bringing people together and having simple
Give
fun.
me 8-bit.
In fact, we've
8-bit.
designed our hardware.
I'll be mad if
entirely
it
around
will be.
those
I
two
hope it will be
things.
GTA 5
So, for
remastered.
example, our
Oh, you're
controller
getting GTA
is
5
really
again.
unique. It has a
Yeah.
color capacitive touchscreen on it. It really comes in handy when you're playing others that might not be as good as you in gaming. So it's a great way to give them little hints. For example, here in Shark, whoever's in last place, it will vibrate because we have haptic as well. And then it shows the color of the clam that's going to release the next big bonus pearl. So only that player will get that
That's cool,
information.
man.
And also having a screen on every single controller gives you a lot of really cool and unique abilities to do game and game designs. For example, everybody has their cards and they can hide it in a game like Spades. And here you'll see it on Farkle, another one of our 6-pack-in games that you get free on every
We're sticking
console.
interactive in
You can
less than
shake
30
it and
minutes,
you'll feel the
baby.
vibration,
25
the
minutes, we're
haptic
gonna see
feedback.
Take-Two.
And watch, you pour it out, boom, and the dice pour right
This is
out
a good
onto
idea
the
if it's
screen.
not expensive. Yeah,
Motion
if it will be
controls are
about
also really
$100, I'll
important,
fucking buy
especially
it.
for casual gamers. So a lot of our sports and recreation, for example, will use that kind of motion control. You'll see here with cornhole, you're throwing the bag into the hole. By the way, this is another game that comes free on every console.
That's cool.
Now our main disc is really unique as well.
I hope it's
directional
Sister
pads
5.
have
What's
8
Sister
positions,
5?
Up, down, left, rights, and the diagonals. It has 64 directions and touch sensitivity as well. So the harder I press down, it'll affect gameplay. Here's a feature I think a lot of gamers are gonna love. I can take my controller, I can go over your house, dock it in your system, and because it recognizes that it's my controller, we can now play all of my games that I own on your system at your
Game
house. As long as
changer,
my
man.
controller
Game
is there,
changer, I
my
swear.
games are there as well. Another
That's
cool
so
feature
dope.
that we incorporated is wireless contact charging. So once you're done with your controller and your game's over, you
It's
just
trash.
dock it right back
Romania,
in
I
the
really think,
base
I
and it
honestly think
charges
this
for
is
it.
cool.
Another unique feature of Amico is that we have interactive LED lighting all throughout the console itself, the base, and all of the controllers. We also have RFID built throughout the entire console, which means you can get a gift card, for example, tap it on the system, and it shows up immediately. You know what's really cool about having the focus be
I
people
yet have
playing
to see a
together?
good game on this hit.
I'll give you an
Yep, same.
example, Astro Smash.
You know
is
what?
a
I'm losing my mind for
4-player
Red Dead
game.
Redemption
At
and
any
then Nightmare
point
2.
during
Holy
the
shit,
game,
man. That was still
somebody
the
can
whole
pick up a
E3.
controller
That'll be the
and
best
just
game they ever
hit
showed.
the ship they want and go right into the game at any point. Now, for all you collectors out there, you'll be happy to know
The Vice City
that not
remake.
only can
Honestly,
you
I
download
don't believe they
games
remake stuff.
digitally, but we
That
also
it's in the
have
3D
physical
universe.
media as well.
It's my
and we'll be releasing more
my
information
belief.
about that later this year. Now, here's something I think a lot of gamers are going to appreciate. We don't allow any loot boxes, in-game purchases,
must buy it, man.
in-app advertising, or paid downloadable content. But what we do have is an online leaderboard system for most of our games where you can go in there and
That's
check
so
your
cool, some
scores
cheap
against
stuff.
your state,
It
your
is
country,
cheap, but
the
it's fun.
world, or the month,
really
the
fun.
year, and of all
Still
time.
can't believe
And
it's
those
GTA
scores
5 for
tie into
PS5.
our
Yeah, man. That
achievements as well.
that started on
So
the
if you have the
PS3.
highest
Holy
score at
shit,
the end
man.
of the month of your country, we're going to email you a certificate that you can go print out and hang on your wall. Now, as we all know, the most important part of any video game system are the games themselves. They all have to be super fun to play.
Oh,
And
this
that's
is
where
such a
we
throwback to the
really
classic
shine.
times.
In fact, all of our games on our system are
Imagine if
highly
this could play
curated.
Cuphead.
All of them contain a single and multiplayer or couch co-op mode, and all the games on our system are exclusive or contain exclusive content.
It's great.
Like Retro Reimagine, where we
I
take
can
some of
see
the
GTA 3
greatest
getting a
classic
remake.
video
Yeah,
games
because
of
they
all
said
time,
for
give
the
them new
20th anniversary, they're gonna
new
do something
audio,
big. I
and
remember that.
multiplayer
You're
and
right.
couch
You are right.
co-op. Some of the things
Looks like
we
a
have, for
PC game.
example, 12 of the best games from Atari,
Remastered.
like
Yeah.
Breakout,
It's gonna be on
Asteroid,
PS6.
Tempest, Missile Command.
Okay.
We have games like Burger Time and Bump and Jump, and even some of the
It's
best
almost a
Intellivision
decade since
games
GTA
from
5
the
came
past,
out. Sadly,
like
it
Cloudy
almost
Mountain
is you.
and Night Stalker.
2 more
We
years
have
and there's gonna be a
edutainment
10-year
titles
anniversary for
kids
GTA
7
5.
and under. Things
Wait
like
on
Sesame
one
Street and
150
Care
com.
Bears. Now,
No.
our original IP
Yeah, you're right,
category
you're right.
contains brand new games that we've created.
Yeah,
a lot of
taking it back to the
times
OG days, and I
around
can
our
respect
unique
that. Same, that's
controller.
exactly
Some
my
of those
thought.
games are platformers like Finnegan Fox.
Hi, hello Cassidy.
Bomb Squad.
Cassidy? Yeah, I really remember.
Space Strikers.
Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying
Flying
it.
Tigers. And we even got the original Echo the Dolphin team to create our new title called Dolphin Quest. We even take more modern games and add exclusive co-op modes. Games like Rigid Force Redux Enhanced and Dino Blaster. Now, our sports and recreational category not only has big sports like Major League Baseball and soccer, but also recreational sports like cornhole, skiing, pool, and many more.
Pool.
Now, our
Fuck yeah,
casual
I love
category
pool.
contains many party games, dice games, board games, card games,
So
things
cool.
like spades, emoji charades, and even award-winning board games like Blank Slate, Telestrations, and Ink and Gold. Now, I've already mentioned some really big partnerships and licenses like
Yeah, they
Major
said
League
there's gonna be a
Baseball and
special
Sesame
surprise for
Street,
GTA season.
but we
Yep,
have
exactly.
even more,
Also, the never
including
sitting content for
things
GTA
like
Online,
Mattel
whatever
Hot
it is.
Wheels,
Yeah, man, I'm hyped for
Harlem
that.
Globetrotters, and so much more. Now, we've previously
Are these all
announced that
different
we're doing
games?
a brand
I don't know,
new
man.
exclusive Earthworm Jim game for Intellivision. And we got the original team to be working on it. We want
Most
to do
people
something
play these,
special. So we're going to
their
give away
Switch or
3 of
iPad.
these new
They
prints.
do be fuck with
All
it.
of the team members signed
How to make bets
All
with the
you have
boys
to
on
do is
Intellivision
email
Pool Low.
Cow
Exactly.
at
I'm gonna do that as well, man. I
Intellivision.com
fucking
with
love
the subject line groovy. You have till the end of June to do that, and then we'll announce 3 winners at the end of the month. Well, thank you for spending a little time with us here today.
No problem, man. It
Hopefully,
was
as you can
amazing.
see, our
This is
approach
one of the
is a
best things that
little
happened to
different
E3.
than everything else
It's
that's
something
out
so
there.
small.
And we
Wait,
really
they
don't
didn't see
view
the
others
price.
as competition. What we're doing, we view as complementary to what the video game industry
That's
is
so
doing.
humble.
It's such an exciting
How
time
much does it
to
cost?
be in the industry,
How much?
to be a fan of the industry, and we are fans.
If it's a
of the
$100,
video
I'ma
game
buy it,
industry.
man.
And you know, if there's something that you've seen here today,
Games are free on
that might
Apple
be of
Store or
interest,
Google Play.
or maybe
Oh,
you're
they
a
are?
developer who wants to make
know
some
that.
games for us, maybe you want to place a pre-order. Please go to Intellivision.com.
I want
We
to see
want
what's going
to
on
hear
to be.
from you.
Perfect. Okay, what's the price? What's the price, amigo? They didn't state the price. Okay, stay tuned. Forza Horizon 5. Let's go. In 3 minutes, we're gonna see. Okay.
You all know the
Bye.
target.
Bye.
Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
I can respect this to be honest. Thing.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
Okay, people are leaving right before Take-Two starts. That's kind of sad, but thank you for tuning in, guys. For an awesome chat.
Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
Why are they showing Final Fantasy 16 but not the actual Square Enix presentation? Yeah, why?
Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders
reveal
in the Battle
trailer.
of the Twin Realms, was it not?
I don't know,
Without the blessing of the
an
Mother
error
Crystal,
in their
we cannot
editing or
defend our
something?
realm from the spread of the blight.
Let's just slap in FF Disney out of context after imposition. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
So I sit in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers.
Oh, 4
they really
minutes.
mean
Come
to
on, I
win
want to see take dues. Whoa. Yeah, they're filling time.
Archduke's son. Phoenix.
Stop this!
Got me on Saturn and 99. What the fuck? Definitely an anti-hero to fill the gaps. Yeah, I believe the same thing. They should have shown Forza. Have shown that.
The legacy of the crystals.
Or maybe they paid so they can be on this live as well. Yeah, these live events are always have trailers you're playing in between. Yep. Okay. What I just said? You guys want the games? Here you go. Yo! Yo! That's why they're doing that. Yo! That's sad. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they're playing this show because we did not even see FF16 at E3.
It's the last thing I do.
I'm enjoying watching this channel more than I enjoyed the last event. That sucked. It would have made sense to show the new Final Fantasy spin-off they revealed yesterday. Okay. Okay, we're getting close. 15 more minutes, people. 15 more minutes. Fucking nice. There's 6. Self-cancer. I'm only interested in Capcom. Hello, Leaf Village. I'm interested in Take-Two and Cap. Okay, so 3 more minutes until this starts. Still looking forward to Final Fantasy 16, though I wish they showed us more yesterday. That was my main hope going into the Square Enix presentation. And if they would have shown something like Sleeping Dogs 2, my pick would have gone hard. Okay, after this game, we're gonna see Take-Two, baby. E3 was so much better back then. You're kinda right. It's like they don't even try to make it interesting anymore. Yeah, man. I respect anyone who smokes, but it makes your life shorter. We're gonna die anyway, so thank you for respecting me. Honestly, publishers suck, just be honest and say, sorry Covenant, they really said this, man. I can only show you a few games today. Yeah. Wonder who Forza will come up with the DLC in this game. Will it be Cars, as in the Disney movie? Rather than talking to themselves for 2 hours. Yes. Yo, we're dropping numbers. We're half the people we were like 30 minutes ago. Sorry guys, but in 15 minutes, in 13 minutes, we're gonna see something from Take-Two. Don't leave yet. Agreed. Okay, money, man, they want the money and the attention. Oh, that's kind of straight to the facts and true. Okay, 13 more seconds. How many people are on the live? 28. And on my live, 152 likes and 60. Oh, somebody commented. Sure, comment.
Hello, Forza fans. The wait is finally over.
Well,
All
nowadays
the
on social media
speculation
suck
finally came
ass.
to an
Yep,
end yesterday
all they
at
do
the
is talk
Xbox
trash.
and Bethesda
Sadly,
Game
it's true.
Showcase when Playground
Numbers are
Games
probably
announced
because the
Forza
events have been just
Horizon
ass. Don't
5.
worry, AP,
That's
it's not
right.
you.
The Horizon
Thank you,
Festival is
homie.
headed
I
to
appreciate
beautiful,
that.
diverse Mexico
And all of them
with
are
a fifth
kids,
title
yeah, man.
in the series.
What
You'll
the
get to
what
explore
game
an
is everybody
epic,
excited for?
ever-evolving, vibrant open-world
The
landscape
clone
full
of
of
Saints Row.
cacti, volcanoes,
I hope they're gonna
tropical
reveal it.
storms, dust storms, and hundreds of the world's greatest cars. Forza Horizon 5 is available on November 9th, and you can play it day one on Xbox Game Pass. Your ultimate Horizon adventure awaits, so let's go. Today I'm live with Playground Games to talk about yesterday's Forza Horizon 5 announcement. Then we're going to be taking a closer look at breathtaking open world festival location Mexico. After that, we're going to talk about the artistic detail that went into recreating the country's unique landscapes.
All right.
We'll also get the scoop on some of the game's new features. And before we wrap the show, we're happy to answer some questions. So pop them into chat as long as we go. And we'll see if we can get round to a few of them. And beside me today are two of the members
Yo, imagine if Rockstar would show up saying they're remastering all the 3D era GTA games.
The creative director
That would
of
be
Playground
dope as
Games,
hell.
not that, is actually the associate art director, Connor Cross. Hello, both. How are you?
Hey, Charlie. Super pumped to be here.
Yeah, I bet you are. Very exciting. How are you, Connor?
Yeah, brilliant to be here.
Yeah, it's been a big old 24 hours for you both, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been, barely slept, to be honest.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. How do you sleep after something like that?
Yeah, I think I was up at about 1:30 last night in the Forza Discord chatting with the fans.
Just making sure it all happens. What was the
Do you
vibes
mean
like
what has
yesterday
been announced, what I'm hoping to see, or stuff announced before it?
Did you know when it was going to be on in the show?
Yeah, I was going to ask that as well.
It's actually super secretive.
Yeah, Vice Team wouldn't make me nuts. It would make me.
Very
Yeah,
few people know
Vice
the
Team
whole show.
would make me nuts too, man. The best GTA 3,
you get feedback
GTA
on your bits,
the era game.
About what we want to include
It's
in it,
either Vice
you
City
don't know what anyone else
or
is doing.
San Andreas.
And they'll kind of say things
Nobody
like,
likes
it
GTA
works
3.
really well in the context of where it is, and the games around you. Like,
I mean, some people do, but the majority is San Andreas
no, don't worry about it.
or Vice City.
And then it appeared, and then that was it. The game was out in the world. So tell us more about Forza Horizon 5 then. What
Honestly,
is it?
don't
What
think they're gonna remaster or remake.
It's the biggest, it's the most diverse, it's the most fun
whatever.
Horizon. Yeah, it's the biggest open world we've ever
Paul,
built.
chill.
It's got an incredible new
flexing
suite
the
of
G's
social
on us.
features
Yeah,
that
he
just make it
flexing
such a
hard, man.
Fun, engaging, and compelling social experience to hang out with your friends. And yeah, this couldn't be more excited.
How do you feel about the rest of us you make?
I
Man,
can't wait to unpick it. And Connor,
that's
we're gonna come to you
amazing. That's a
first,
good
actually,
thing.
because
That's a
one of
good
the
thing.
things that everyone on social media
One reason to get the
is about
PS5.
how phenomenal Forza Horizon 5 looks, with some of them even saying it's the greatest looking game of all time.
Oh, shut up.
And as the art director, how does that feel? Everyone's saying these lovely things about what you've been doing.
Oh, great.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's we've got such a great team here at Playground that really know their stuff and have been and we're working on Mexico. It's Mexico.
Oh, the fuck
and just
ain't
looking at all the
the freaking Take-Two going to
is
start?
so
I mean,
beautiful,
they have
but,
9 more
when you
minutes
pull that
and they
together,
haven't showed the trailer.
such a, as Mike has said, diverse but absolutely breathtaking set of visuals there that I can't wait to show more of.
And it's sort of one of those things where it's Mexico. Like, it was going to be a really easy
I
job
really
to
have a
make it
fresh
look
AP from
beautiful,
Naughty Dog.
right?
Same.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to unpick more
That's
of
kind
that,
of
but
sus.
let's
True
have a
was
look at
good, but
some of the
Vice Team just
excitement you guys
explained on
shared
it so
on
much.
social media
That's kind of sus.
yesterday, with our
You didn't know
first
who,
tweet
but
here
nothing
being
sus about
from
keeping it
Rerelease
real.
TV, who was sort of just excited that it was true. What's that like? What's the reaction that you guys have seen of people finally getting relieved that it's happening, it's here, and it's also only in a few months as well?
Yeah, I mean, even though we play the game, the game's a load of fun. We
It
think
was
it looks great.
It was great. Yeah, it was the best.
What the anxiety is like going into that show and not knowing how
it was the definition of next gen back in the day.
Not knowing, like, is anybody else
Seeing
doing
the
it?
darker
Mexico?
GT
There
story,
could be.
yep.
Yeah, fair
And
dues.
that
You
really
never
didn't have
know,
a
do you?
happy ending. Yeah, it's
So
just
it
like
is-
in real life.
Yeah, the anxiety levels are crazy, but as soon as it happened and my Twitter feed fills up, my phone nearly exploded.
I sent you a text and you didn't get back to me for hours. So we've got another tweet here from Slap Train. It says, "Holy Forza Horizon 5, let's go!" So many new things. There are indeed. We're going to talk about some of them today. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to come, right? Forza Horizon 5 is huge, as you've already said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Detroit
yes,
Cash just
lovely.
subscribed. Thank you for the
Up next,
subscription.
We've got Confucius
Thank you, Detroit
Max,
Cash.
who says 5 is in Mexico. Yeah, I need that ASAP. So we're going to talk about this in a moment, actually. But are you? It seems like a lot of the excitement has actually been because it's Mexico.
Big deal,
Is
baby,
that something
because
you're really
Take-Two
happy
is
that
gonna
you've
come
seen
in
fans
7
really cotton
minutes,
onto? Not
baby.
the fact that it's another game, but that it's Mexico.
Totally. Yeah, it's one. Because we've, throughout the development of Horizon 5, have been really, really
Automation
getting
Nick is one of the
deep
best
into
characters
Mexico
ever written. Yeah,
falling in
man.
love with that
Dark,
country.
real,
and
depressing
it's
at the
just
same
so
time.
Right?
Sorry?
The perk of the job.
And it's just so exciting to see other people like feel that love as well. As soon as they've seen it, I think everybody that certainly every reaction I saw was like,
Thank you for
super
the
pumped,
subscription
thought it was
again.
great. And it's just really
I was
reassuring
smoking,
to
you know, get
know
a
that
good
other people love
reaction,
Mexico as
but
much
I'm
as
thankful for
we
each
do.
person that
Brilliant, lovely. And our last
watches the
tweet
stream,
is from
leaves a like
Hugo,
or
who
subscribes.
says, I'll read the bottom one, the most beautiful graphics ever in the history of the gaming world. I'm guessing you both agree, right? You have to, right, Connor? Otherwise, that's a lot of
Guys, we're
question marks
30
on you, really.
30 subscribers away from
No, I completely agree. The trailer was
28K
absolutely stunning,
and 600
what
subscribers.
perfect time. Why
In
don't
that
we have
though.
a look at the trailer we've all been talking about? Here is the Forza Horizon 5
Daddy,
announcement
what?
trailer.
Useless game. You done okay? Let's see. Man, it really looks good. Not really like real life, but still looks dope. Anyway, I want a new Max Payne. I feel ya, but sadly, I believe we won't get that anytime soon. As for The Last of Us remake, it's pointless as hell, a waste of time and resources in my opinion. The game isn't even 10 years old. It's 7 years old, so I don't know. I would like to replay it, honestly. I'll chill out. Jack and Dexter needs to come back, man. I really don't want Naughty Dog to make it since they're different now. We already showed this trailer. Duh, bro. We already showed this trailer. Oh, they already showed it. Okay. Didn't know. I didn't know that. Hidden in the hood. I good, eh? This game is really trash. I haven't played a single Forza game. So, man, I don't know. If I haven't played, I can't comment on how it is. Summoner Games is to make Jack and Dex great again. Yep. They're really using trailers, reusing trailers. Same footage as yesterday. Oh, so this was also yesterday. That's so sad for the E3, man. Alright, we get it. Time for Take-Two, baby. Time for Take-Two. I mean, it's a cool trailer and all, but come on, please, no Xbox.
Play it day one with Xbox Game Pass.
Anyways, no toxic.
So
yeah, no
obviously
toxic.
the reveal was absolutely awesome. The room I was in alone was screams, jaws hitting the floor, a bit of everything. But I think this clip actually from Forza streamer Ash really kind of sums up how we all feel. Should we take a look?
150 people watching. Get ready for Take-Two, baby.
It has to be. Oh my God! Yes, it is. Oh my God! November the 9th.
That's so cool. You can call anything Dash when you haven't played it. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
I'm Mike Brown, creative director at Playground Games.
Thank you. That was
That's so cool.
fun
That's
to
so
watch. The
Super
hype is
Saiyan.
so real.
Yeah, they gotta stop
Mike, we're gonna go
reusing
to you
trailers
first.
bullshit,
So fans have
basically,
been
or
hoping for
whatever
a new Horizon
BS
game,
bullshit I
and the
think
fact
it
that
is.
it's imminent is even better.
Alright.
The big question really is, and we picked a little bit on it before, but why Mexico? Why are we going to Mexico?
Why are we going to Mexico?
It's the question that we deliberate on the most. Like, what location
took an L though. Yeah, it really took. For some long years.
Right at the start of development of a new Horizon title, and we spend a really long time making that call.
Oh, I can imagine it's not the quickest decision you'll ever make, really.
And that dude flexing hard on his shoes.
For the rest of the game, like the cars that you'll pick, the type of racing that you do, the type of music that you go with. So it has really far-reaching ramifications. So you need to make sure you make the absolute right decision. Right from the start, we knew that we wanted to make the biggest Horizon ever. And you don't get that far down.
Bro, flexing the G's got me distracted. Same, bro, same. It's going to be loaded in a few years when everybody subscribes to Game Pass and never uses it.
Mexico is a country which is almost like the whole world in one country. It's just got snowy mountains, epic canyons, beautiful historic cities, stunning coastlines, jungles, rolling hills, farmland, multiple different types of desert. It's just
Damn,
it's just,
what the
it just
type
has
of shoes is
everything.
that?
And then
Oh,
you
the
add on top of that the
Jordans,
fact that it has this culture that's known and loved
high
all around
top.
the world.
I don't know.
The
They
music,
look like
people,
the off-white ones,
there just couldn't be a more
but
exciting
they are
option for the Horizon
golden
Festival than
instead
Mexico.
of black.
I can't.
They
Just
look really
the image
dope.
of like cars bombing around
I,
it as well.
I got the
You saw how
Jordans on.
diverse
Yeah,
it
you
was
got
from
the
the trailer,
J's on,
so
baby.
We're gonna move over into
J's
the
on my
art stuff
feet.
now, and we saw
J's
some
on
game
my
footage
feet.
from the demo during the
I think those
Xbox
are the
and Bethesda
Fusion
showcase
Reds
yesterday,
ones
so
that
I
got
wanna get
released
into
last
some of that and
Friday.
talk about how
Whoa,
incredibly
there's such
good
new
it
releases,
looks.
man.
So,
Holy
Connor,
shit.
From your point of view, what
Damn, I'm about
improvements
to
do we
check them
see
out.
from
Yeah,
ray
they look
tracing
dope.
in Forza Horizon 5?
I have a
we
pair
have
similar
ray
to
tracing
this.
in Forza Vista, and ray tracing is basically the closest or the next step to complete photorealism.
Oh, come on, baby.
So
1
it
minute
was
is
like
gonna be take two,
calculated
so please,
and
please.
reflections are
Come on, baby.
calculated
Chat.
that is
Chat,
pretty
take
much-
two
you might as
in
well be
1
there
minute.
looking at it.
Take two in 1 minute.
You know, if you look there, you can
Or
see
was
the,
it 25?
the thin as
Was
the
15,
Project One,
right?
even
15
the letters
minutes.
reflected perfectly, the same resolution and everything.
I'm already checked just.
So yeah, it's you know, I can't wait for everyone to go check out all their favorite
the
cars
third
and
time.
their
Take-
setups in ray tracing. It's going to be amazing.
And having spent time talking to some of the community that takes so many pictures in
Hey, okay,
Horizon, it
am
feels
I
like
off on
that
the
is
live?
going to
No,
be a
I'm not.
mode for them to really dive into. But also in the trailer, you mentioned how diverse it is. We saw a rainforest that was in there as well. And I don't know if it's the UK weather at the moment being
Okay.
so hot, but you can actually feel
Yeah,
the
15.
humidity in that clip.
That's
how,
about
did,
right.
how did you do that?
So you know, as with everything, we looked at tons and tons of
Damn,
reference.
thanks for
and, you know,
for
we
the
really
reply,
wanna
though,
be as
mate.
true to
Oh,
that
no
place as
problem.
possible to make it feel like you're really
I'll
there.
be back. Yeah, sure,
and,
Liv.
you know, you're
You can
absolutely
come back.
correct. It's super humid.
E3 could have been done in a day.
The way we did
Yeah.
that is by introducing lots
Facts.
of volumetric light, which is a great big volume of basically particles that light scatters through and reacts
Tell
in the
me
way that
if
you know,
anything crazy
humid
happened.
and,
Okay.
you know, fog and all that
Come
stuff
on,
would.
come on, take two,
So
take
it
two,
allows you to
please,
have
shut
all these
up,
glorious
please. I
God
want to
rays from all
take
the sun
two,
coming
please.
through and,
I love the
you
word
know,
God ray.
Am I
That's
off on the live or something? I'm
and
not.
you know all the light diffusion to get it more technical.
And people are dropping from the
you know,
E3,
it's
man.
close to you know how that would work in real
You'll
life.
probably
as
be
well.
stuck playing a
That was
couple
one
of
of the
hundred
things I
over
really
a
enjoyed
retail
from the
reset.
trailer,
It would
actually,
recommend
was
either
that,
waiting for the
you
price
would-
to go
you would see
down
an
or
image
waiting
that
for a
looked like it was
re-release,
just a
which
picture,
isn't guaranteed.
but then you would actually
Yeah, that
sort
kinda
of like
sucks about
cheaply, the
reselling and
gameplay
all
would
that.
then come in off the corner of it, and it was just this like clout image of the game actually looks this good. But I'm going to test you now, actually, Connor. So
Bro,
of all
and
the
these two posts supposed to be
beautiful, greenery
take
that we
two's
do
time,
see
like,
in the
come
game,
on.
I want to ask you if you've
Oh,
done your
we're 2
research.
minutes late
How many
because of
needles
that
are
thing,
there
so we have one
actually
more
on a
minute or
cactus?
something.
On the Choya cactus. So I know the
Yo,
actual
this
number.
looks dope.
Okay. Do you know it, Mike?
I have been told the number. I don't know if I can recall it right now.
Okay.
So I'm not going to give the actual number out because there's probably bragging rights on Twitter.
Yeah, Forza is really
One
costing me
person
viewers,
that's
man.
actually going
It's
to-
Someone
boring.
will do it after this now, yeah.
But do you want to take a stab? Do you want to take a guess?
I mean,
It doesn't
I
look
absolutely have
man.
no clue, but a
This
number
point.
that feels big to be able to consider
I like
a couple
Jordans.
hundred,
Yeah,
maybe
man, I have
1,000 at a push or
one,
something. That's a
four.
lot.
I mean,
I have
was,
4 pairs
you know,
of
my
those
immediate
myself.
reaction, I was, you know,
One I got
exact
from my
number.
sister, the
My
rest
great
I bought
previous
myself.
team was, no chance.
Right.
But,
I got
you
the
know, there
Aura
is
from my sister.
42,000
Jordan Aura, I think they're called.
and give or take.
Wow.
Each of those.
Come on, man. People are dropping. Shut up, please. Free, baby. Show take two, baby.
No,
Come on,
it's
show
exactly.
take two. Come on.
4,000.
Wow, okay. And I mean, talking
The
about cactus
agreement
and looking at this
just damn
clip here,
all this
the
doesn't
desert is
do-
significantly
I mean,
greener
just
than
they're
at
built
least
for
what
a
I
person.
thought
Yep.
it was going to be. Is this a feature of Mexico that you've brought into the
Jeez.
game?
Definitely. Like I've said, we try to be as true and honest to
I
the
don't know,
location as possible. We've got several different deserts for all of you desert nuts out there. So we've got your
community as well, sir.
we've got you know your classic sand dune desert, and then we've got the Baja type desert you've seen there that is lush. We actually call it the living desert in game.
Okay.
And what you're looking at there is actually in the wet season, which is summer, where everything's in full bloom. You get the pink flowers come out, the San Verbana, all the Encelia flowers are out as well. well. Yeah, it's you know, it's great because it's, you know, everyone's
Man, it's really
preconceived
costing me.
idea of a
There's like
desert.
about
It's just
100
rolling
people
sand
dropped when
Yeah,
Forza
sand
started showing.
dunes, and it's just dismal, and you're looking for,
Just
for
cars.
water everywhere you go, but that's not
Again,
what
why
that
was
looks
this
like.
not shown
Wow.
during
There's,
Microsoft
you know, you can
conference
find little
yesterday?
oasis hidden around here with
That's a
palm
good
trees,
point.
and you know, it's yeah, there's absolute ton
Oh,
of it
it's so
to go and
random,
explore
this-
as well. So.
Lovely. Now,
not
obviously, I
so-
know what
not well
photogrammetry is,
constructed.
but for anyone listening, obviously, but for anyone listening at home who may not have heard that term yet, could you let us know what that is and how it comes into play in
Man, I
Forza
want to
Horizon
see
5?
Take
Sure.
Two.
So photogrammetry
Am I off on the
is
stream?
basically the process
I'm not.
of process of if
No,
not
I'm not.
thousands of photos of a thing you want to recreate from every single angle, and then we basically compile all of that in some software and just put it in the game. And we do that for a lot of things. So like all these rocks here.
Yeah, that bit there, that was the bit I was talking about in the trailer. Ridiculous
Whoever
scene.
organized this
Wow.
We do it for everything, all
did
the
a
way down
bad
to
job.
roads,
A very
just to
bad
try and
job, man.
Capture it as honestly.
A very bad.
authentic
This
as it was
is on
when you found it.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
This is. They're taking Take
It's
Two's
gorgeous. I do
time.
have to ask though. I know you guys take your research very seriously. So
Their production schedule
who
order.
had to
Yep.
climb up the volcano
Like we're
to get
off
the
3
data
minutes,
on that one?
4 minutes of
So we've
Take
got
Two's.
a brilliant team of photographers actually, and we even got some help from some Mexican photographers as well that took that team to some great spots and even provided what would be the best most honest representation of that area, and they do all the photogrammetry, they take all the stuff back, they distribute all the reference to the team. So they're very fit now.
Yeah, I bet they are. Yeah. Yeah, lovely.
This is
I
killing
mean, we're
the
looking
hype
at the
for
city
Take
here
Two.
as
Yeah,
well.
it's killing
Is
it a lot.
This sounds really silly.
A
Is
lot.
it actually that colourful? It looks incredible. I've never been there, but would you look at that?
It definitely is.
It definitely is. Lovely.
Yeah, we've sampled all of the colour from real life locations as well. But one of the other cities we've got in the game is Guanajuato.
You don't care, man.
We've done exactly the
Please,
same
why
thing there.
weren't
We've
you at
sampled every single
Microsoft?
colour. They've even got
I'm here
beautiful
for.
red terracotta roofs that you can see.
Gorgeous.
I'm here for Take Two.
There's a fun little tidbit.
Yeah, they're still talking about this game,
I love
homie.
a fun fact.
Sadly.
That might be true.
Yes. So yeah, one of our team came back and said, hey, when we're looking at these buildings, they're actually all slightly, they are slightly different colours. But the law, apparently, it may be a rule, don't quote me on it, is that you can paint your house whatever colour you want, as long as it's not the same as your neighbour's house.
Oh, I love that.
So that's resulted in some, really brilliant pinks and zany
Such
greens.
a diverse city as well, and just looks so
Take Two's
gorgeous to
dive.
drive. It makes me think of Balamori. I won't lie, but a bit nicer than that though. Anyway, you've sold me, and I now do need to go to Mexico. But before I get my ticket, let's get talking about some of the new features that we mentioned were coming up. So, what is Forza Link? That's the first one I'm going to talk about. What is it, and how does it work?
Sure, yeah. So Forza Link is a new AI assistant that...
Fuck this, let's go here.
Of it in the modern era, and
Load, load.
rationale that there's no excuse behind not having better equity and diversity in the industry from here on out. So
what
I
the
like about
fuck,
working
man?
with companies like Take Two and some other companies have reached out to me about an initiative we started called
It's
the
starting
the
soon. There we
Gerald
go,
A.
there we go.
Lawson Endowment Fund, is that companies are now looking to invest in getting more diversity in their ranks and getting more
Imagine
stories told from different
touch
points
me,
of view.
yeah, stream.
I
They
appreciate
fucking
that.
listening
That's great
over the heads to
conversation
stay
there.
no yup.
So let's talk about just kind of the inequities and why is it so important to have these conversations. Let's talk about
What the
that
game
whole
Takes Two
aspect
made.
and just getting people
Mafia.
in the right mindset to understand what's available for them as majors
I can't
in this
remember
industry.
any other good
Jim,
game
just
that's
talk to
open
us a
world
little
made by
bit
Take
about
Two.
that.
Absolutely.
Besides
So
GTA
a lot
and
of
Bully and all
what
that.
we've been focusing on from a USC Games perspective is making sure that students of color, Black and Indigenous students in particular, because they have the least amount of representation within our industry out of all the various demographic groups. We've been focusing on scholarships, but the challenge that we have, and I think the challenge that society and the
Yeah,
industry has,
that's the
it
thing. They
starts
are
earlier than that.
publishers. They
There's a
publish
phrase
games.
from,
It's
I
like
can't
Deep
remember
Silver
who
with Saints
attributed
Row.
to. There's a phrase that he used that I remember saying,
They are the parent
inequities
of
our
the
past pay
Bioshock,
dividends into the
from the
future,
2K,
and that sticks with me because
the
reality
NBA
is if you
games.
don't have a
Get
great
it?
opportunity or access to
Yeah,
computer
Take Two is
science
responsible
labs
for
and
so many
specialized
good franchises.
education
Yep, that's
in
right.
grade school and high school and junior high school, the odds of you having a great portfolio
2K
piece
is
when it
here,
comes
okay,
time
baby.
to apply
2K
to
is here.
a program like ours puts you at a deficit. And if that deficit keeps rolling on
Rockstar
to the
isn't
future,
here.
generation after generation, the
Sadly.
gap between the ability to get into some of these slots in game design and not being able to get them gets wider and wider. So we need to do a better job as a society, and we are willing
Yeah,
to do
Mafia,
our part and help
Borderlands.
work
Yeah, I
with
forgot
companies
about
like Take Two to lead the vanguard on how do we get students some opportunity from grade school? Like, how do we make sure they can see this as an option? Because when I, as a Black man, get in front of a small group of, grade school students, and I say I work in the video game industry, you can see the eyes just their minds explode because they've never seen anyone like me and the videos they see on YouTube or other visitors to their classes, to their seminars. So it's important to show that we have a presence here, but it's also important to make sure that the students who look like us, who are 20 years, 30 years, 40 years behind us, also have the opportunities that we didn't in some cases to get a job in this industry.
Yes, thank you so much for your insight. So important there. Susanna, that really kind of speaks to a lot of the
only
great work that you're
1,000
doing in
people?
helping to reach this underserved community. Can you talk about the work that Games for Change is doing?
Sure. So
They
you know,
give
our
us hella
mission,
Shrek
as you said
games.
earlier, is to
Fact?
empower game
They did?
designers and
Really?
social innovators, right? To use
They are
games
responsible for the Shrek games,
change.
bro. Those were my
And we
childhood.
see our work with
I didn't know
younger
that.
people as really inspiring the next generation, right? And so just what Jim was saying, like we're going as young as sixth grade, sometimes fifth grade, but trying to give young people, and mostly in Title I schools, so those are schools that qualify for free lunches, which often are representing the underserved communities, an opportunity to dive in deeply into this gaming industry, this experience they all love to do, and help them become creators of this content, not just consumers. And we've been finding that the program that we've been running called the Games for Change Student Challenge.
Nah, man,
We've been running
Shrek
it
is
for
the
the
hero that
past 6
helped us
years.
in World War
We've
II.
reached over
He's
30,000
beyond
young
a
people
meme.
in middle and high school.
To be
And
facts, though, I
not only
recently
give them
watched
an
Shrek 1
opportunity
and
to
2.
learn how to
Freaking
make
underrated
games,
movie.
but we also combine that with civic engagement. So they have to think about how games can help make their communities better. So right from the start,
Okay.
we want to empower them to think about this really important medium, not only as something they love to do, but they actually can make. They're learning important 21st century and STEM skills that can help them regardless of what career path. But what we really hope to see happen is that they see a future for themselves and they see an opportunity, a pathway for them. And part of our program, an important part of it, is
So
this idea of
unprofessional.
mentoring
It
from
looks like a YouTube
near
video I
peers
make.
and also from people from the community. So as Jim says, it's so important they see themselves
Okay, we're gonna jump under
in the
100
people that are
views, I
coming to
believe.
speak
So
to them. So when we're
108
in Los
people live
Angeles,
now.
for example, we can reach out
Shout out
to
to everybody
US,
who's watching.
USC games.
Fuck is this?
For game
Shit,
design
where the
studios
games
to come
at?
and speak
I'm
to the
wondering
kids.
the
We can
same
bring
thing,
people
homie.
in from Riot or Activision or from Take-Two to come in and say, yes, this is what I do, and this is something for you. And we do the same thing in New York and working in Atlanta and Detroit. And I can tell you that students are coming back year on year, and we're seeing them use
What's
this
this one
program
if they're not even
as like
showing
their
yet?
college essay. Or they're
Yeah, dude.
building their portfolio, and I love the idea that if we can get to them at a young age. They spend their summers with Layla at Girls Make Games, and then they can go on and apply to college. And we're talking about this pipeline or this pathway for them. And so that's the
activity that you can have in terms of having mentorship and role models. I love what you said there, Suzanne. There's so many little nuggets, good gamers out there. So there's so many things that you talked about that I want to hit on. Let's just pull Layla into this conversation and just talk about the idea of mentorship and representation. Layla, talk about the workshops and the summer programs that you offer to girls. How does that help to increase the representation and the mentorship aspects that we talked about?
Thanks so much for having me. I was on
They
mute.
act
This is
like gamers are good
2021,
people
still
that
not
give
on
a
mute.
shit.
But
Why they
like
do
Susanna
this?
said, I think it's really important to kind of pass that
Yeah,
baton
we
on.
wait
And I
till
think
you're
we see
so
this
some
summer
goddamn
after
games.
summer,
Yep.
having created a place that's, for girls. We get this question a lot. Why do you need a space that's just for girls?
Okay,
There's so many programs out there that are open to everyone. But I think it's just so important to create that space because, like Jim talked about, it's so important to see people who are like yourselves.
Girls
For many of the girls that come to camp, this is their first time walking into a room full of girls who love video games. You know, they've been so accustomed to kind of being the only girl on their robotics team, or the only girl that went to a coding camp with their brother.
Oh, girl.
And the girl who's fighting her brothers for you know, the Xbox controller. So those are very common themes and stories, and I think it's important to kind of tie in not just the mentorship, but also the community.
Equal.
It's very important to walk into
Like,
the room
men
and feel
play
like
games,
you're not an
women play
outsider.
games. It's
And the best way to
normal.
do that is to show
okay, no?
many more faces that look just like you. It's
Right.
really validating to walk away, not just
honestly, the
with
hottest girl in the room is Take
like,
Two, baby.
these
I
are
know
people
she's
that are
gonna show us
you know,
something.
kind of encounter in 10, 15 years, and we'll be like professionals, because right now we're just
Get
kids
up the
making games,
scheme,
we'll be professionals in a
bro.
few years. And 7 years out for Girls Make Games, we're finally starting to see, you know, these girls kind of make plans
Oh, we are
together
again
to go
over
college.
100.
And
Thank you,
this
guys.
year, I would say, like, the first
Come
time
on,
we
it's
got
E3,
in
baby.
like dozens
Take Two,
of
come on,
emails
baby.
from families saying,
Hit me.
you know, my daughter is now
Hit
thinking
me.
of college, and how do we get this portfolio going? How do we set that up? So I think, touching on Jim's point too, there's so many challenges that, you know, people have to go through just to get everything right. You shouldn't have to rely on luck so much. So if you look at the women who are now excelling and thriving in the industry, and you ask them their stories, so many things had to go right in their lives to finally end up in the industry. Many of whom ended up there accidentally, like me and even Tony. I think Tony and I touched on that earlier. But it shouldn't have to be luck or accident. We can actually intentionally
what is
create
this?
these pipelines, and I think it requires
what
all of us
is
working
this,
together,
man?
like everyone in this room,
Oh,
talking
that's
about
so
what we're
cringe.
doing and how do we pass our
That's
students
so
on
fucking
from, you know, we
cringe.
start as young
Jesus
as 8,
fucking Christ.
getting them onto the programs, and then passing them on to the student challenge, and then on to USC, and then finally on to the industry. I think that would be, that's basically the
no
magic
cap.
formula
No cap,
to
baby.
solving the problem that we're
The
talking
2K
about
girl,
today.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Thank you for
Lucy.
hitting on that
What is
pipeline
Lucy?
challenge and actually solution. You really clearly laid
I
it
don't
out
see a
there
Lucy.
for us. I really enjoy that.
Ah, man, the
And
hottest one
something
is
else
Jim
you mentioned
Huntley.
is just like really opening this world of gaming to new, diverse,
Sushi Baka? What?
a pool and a spectrum of gamers. And how do we create those real pathways back into the gaming industry? Gordon, you've done a lot of work in just helping to create value where value was not seen in places in the gaming industry, specifically for the gaming professionals. Can you talk about
Show us something. Come on, show us something. Show us
spectrum
something.
what gaming
Somebody's
professional
spamming.
looks like, and how your company and your role really accomplishes that?
Girls Make Games. Yeah. Oh, brother. Exactly.
So we have a mission which is focused on education, employment, expertise, and entrepreneurship.
What?
And the reason why is because
prof.
alongside diversity and equity inclusion, there's a new word that's come up a lot, which is belonging.
Okay, man, watching,
right? A feeling of belonging, of being
games,
default.
Gaming professional.
And I know that
am I watching?
people
games, man.
in their uniqueness do a lot
Girls
of
are great at video
mental,
games.
socioeconomic, and sometimes social gymnastics before they get to be as good as they are, before they get a chance to participate in this panel or participate in our industry by and large. And I think the work that we all share is trying to disrupt some of those mental gymnastics, socioeconomic gymnastics, social gymnastics.
I'm so
that
fucking
young women,
people
of color, indigenous people,
15 minutes into the live, and they
need to do.
Tor Gaming just subscribed.
In order to be
Thank you, Tor, for subscribing. Welcome to the fam.
You know, to belong, you know, in the space, and sort of hearing, you know, what Layla's speaking to of a cohort, right, that treats each other as default, and where are we going to go now together collectively? The program, you know, Jim's putting in place, right, with the endowment,
and we're getting to 600K, baby.
Where there's going to be cohorts of Black and Indigenous people, right?
Yeah, what does gay have to do with games? I don't get it.
It was cool. Okay, you were changing games, you know.
This dude sure watches South Park. Aaron about to cry. It to be facts though, man. The fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Right? Is enabling us to.
Where is the super straight gaming professionals?
With GGP,
SSGP. Where is SSGP, man? Jesus, he sent him a tupu. What?
Girls who made
games. This is just pissing people off and making the. Yeah, exactly, Jeff.
Is at that
exactly.
college point of how do we take it towards professionalization, and then we hope to
Stop talking. Gata. Gata. Gata means done. Stop. Gata means stop in Romanian. Gata, boss. Gata. Time out. No, no. Gata. 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 No, my bro. No, no, no. I don't want to hear that anymore. No. Stop it. What happened?
You need owners.
The Film McLean just subscribed. Shout out to the Film for subscribing, man. Welcome to the fam.
Jim, owner.
Welcome to the fam.
Owners of Fastly Your Business, right? That is where we become the batter, not the frosting, right? Where the change is, more than we can count 2%, 3%, 1%.
And I can tell this guy is gay. What
we
the
aren't
fuck?
even the ones counting, right? We're still being counted, right? Until you're doing the counting, nothing has changed, right? I don't need to ask how many young ladies are in girls' big games. Like, all of them, right? What is the gender balance of games for change?
Do you know why I respect gay people? Female people.
Right?
You're a male and you want a female, right? If one dude is gay, that means he wants to hook up with another guy. That makes two gay people. That means more pussy for us the straight people. I be speaking only facts. Sorry, facts. So if more people are gay, that's a good thing for the straight people. As long as they don't fuck my asshole. It doesn't mean you have to say okay girl or stuff like that. Yeah, I can be gay and still act like a straight man. True.
I appreciate that. Yes, exactly what you're saying. There's so much more that all of us can be doing. The accountability piece is really very important, Gordon. Thank you for bringing that up. I just want to lay this out there to all our panelists. What can corporations do to really set themselves up for success in the near future and grabbing
amazing
this
King
new
Rich?
talent?
You're an amazing king and you're rich.
We need to capture to help us build better, more relevant, engaging video games. What can corporations do?
So
Lol.
I was thinking about this.
Hello, Stefan Georgia. Honestly, this makes gay people seem like they need to feel special, which is not true. Yep, people want equality, not special treatment. True. This is what 3K people looking at right now.
Young people,
bro, 30K. Let me read the chat.
Whatever, off of Xbox or PlayStation, but because they're there in
from SUS in GTA 6, right?
Take-Two has been part of our challenge since the beginning, offering scholarships to our
Give me
grand
GTA
prize
6,
winners,
Jesus
and
fucking
I can tell
Christ.
you that that's a motivator
Jesus
for
fucking
kids
Christ.
to participate. Not just because there's a scholarship at the end, but it's because
Yeah,
Take-Two is part of it. Like, it made us cool, right? And I think it's that relationship.
Yeah,
that
this is
young
better
of
than
age,
GTA.
that makes a connection for people. Is like, yeah, they want to hear what I have to say, right? Like, they're here because this program exists and because I'm interested in doing it. And I think that kind of relationship with these kids, whether they're mentoring and coming into a classroom, they're volunteering at a game jam or judging games at the end of the
Come on, numbers dropped
they are
hard.
involved. And I think
Yeah,
that
man, they really dropped,
has
man.
an
I'm
impact
so
on young
sad.
kids' lives.
Yeah,
So sad.
I love that.
Come on.
Add to what Suzanne's saying. I think
You've
that,
been going like this for 20 minutes,
talking
Take-Two.
about Take-Two, and thank you for having us.
What?
Is making the success of Black people, of women, of queer people, of indigenous people, neurodiverse people, a business goal. Plain and simple. The same way that the consumption, right, of content,
Dude, really
right,
taking
gets
it from the
downloadable
back. I'm not
skins,
gonna hear this
buy
guy
some
anymore.
NBA 2K, right? That's a business goal around which the business is aligned. And I feel as though if the expertise of women, Black people, neurodiverse, other populations was a business goal, then that would be the change. It'd be that simple. Like, oh, our business is more successful if there is more of this, right? And that's about people
Fucking
being of value versus just being valuable.
The worst.
Two different things. There's lots of
part
exceptional
of
people, right, who are of value in spite of their
just want to hear
circumstances.
Tony
They're valuable, right?
Take-Two
There's a difference
from
between
2K
saying
and
you're of value
speaks about
and
that
that's
game
a business goal
copy art
in
from
itself. And I think that's the corporate,
According
that's
to
the real change. Because it used to be, I mean, just real talk, it used to be about exceptionalism.
Bro, what the fuck?
Right? And be like, oh, you're able to thrive under this duress. Right?
You're not taking against any of this, which is not what you are watching for. Exactly. Exactly.
So we are going to
we are in for the games.
That's who we are year
We are
round.
in here
That's
for the
what we look
games.
like, what we sound like.
We get it. You're
right?
gay. Okay,
Who
congrats.
we are,
He's gay.
right? And so
He's an awesome person because he's gay.
as the lever moves more towards that, right? The same way, like I have biases. I attended Harvard College, so I'm of value, right? There's value in that, right? I'm treated that way in some
Someone in
circles.
yellow is on mute.
The same lens was put on
From Take Two itself, she's on mute.
onto
Yeah.
brown people, black people, queer people. Then there'd be no, as the kids say, no cap on the change that could take place.
Right. Right. And that just speaks to being deliberate
Finally,
with our diversity,
finally,
inclusion,
finally, baby, say
equity
something.
practices.
Say something,
Corporations
baby. Hold
really
on.
have to take that accountability
There
and,
we
like
go.
you said, do
There we
what's
go.
right
Come on.
in
Come on.
that spectrum, in that conversation, looking at value from different sources and kind of recalibrating our minds to
It
that.
looks creepy.
But like
He's
you
the new
guys have
Netflix.
said, it
Yep.
takes
Wrap it
time.
up
It
and
takes
move on.
starting
Come on.
earlier in the pipeline. I love that you just call that out. What other things can corporations do that are just different than what we've been doing in the past, perhaps? What would you recommend?
I would even add to what Gordon just said. The looking at this challenge as a business challenge is key. That's what between the inspiration of the social justice marches from last summer.
Stop using
and really,
your skin
talking to
color
our chair,
as an
Danny Bilson, who said that, hey, if you were going to tackle this issue,
Guys,
this
I'm white, so I
giant
might have a
generational
small
issue,
cock.
as a business problem,
That's my
what would
excuse.
you do?
Because
And
I'm white, I
that
have a
flipped the light switch on for me. Well,
simple.
of course,
My
like any
cock is
business
small.
problem, what are my challenges?
Oh, my
I've
balls,
got,
man. My balls be
gaps in my
big as
supply
fuck,
chain,
man.
if you will.
My
So how do I fill
balls.
those gaps in my
My
supply
ball
chain? And
sack,
really
man. It's
working your way
fucking
backwards
huge.
in a way where you're putting
When I was born,
strategies and
I'm not
tactics
joking.
in place
When I
to
was
achieve
born,
those goals
I
from a
know,
business
not useful
perspective,
information, but
you're
when
going
I
to
was
see
born,
outcome when it's not just,
my
hey,
testicles,
here's a
my
check
ball
and
sack
good luck with
were
charity back. It's gonna be
literally
more of,
so
okay,
down
here's a
that
check.
they were on
Let's
my
see,
knees.
let's measure
So
along
just
the
subscribe.
way
Thank you
and
for
see if we're
subscribing.
seeing progress on that.
What the
And
fuck
it's the
am
measurement
I
of
telling you
progress and
guys?
adjusting in
Thank
real
you for the
time
subscription.
based
The
on the
taco
data
is
that you're
going
getting
crazy.
back. That's where you're going to meet.
Okay.
That's where you're going to see the gap start to close
ratio
in a
just
meaningful
okay.
way.
I can't
And be
hear
able
that.
to
I
point
can't
out
read
to other
that.
people in the
Legendary
industry,
Black
like, hey,
Inventor Zero
this is
Love.
what we can all do together. What if we scale this effort up and really had an impact on society as a whole? That mindset is really going to be what changes the game.
So I like to think about
What
it
I
as
said,
like
if
a
it is
pie.
true, yeah, it
You
is
know,
true.
when we
When I
think
was
about
born,
like
my
a corporate
balls were
strategy, we always think
literally
about
at my
there's a
knees.
piece of the pie
I'm
and
not
everyone
joking.
gets a little piece of the pie.
I can get
But
my
I
mom to
think
tell you this, but
the way
she's
you have
gonna
to
tell
approach
it
this
in
is really
Romanian because she's not that
pie
good with
is not a
English.
fixed size. I think by including
Vicky
more
must be
people, the
on a
pie
holiday
gets
for
bigger.
lockdown on a
So
beach
it's
as,
not a fixed
as
size
no
that
new
we're trying to all
games.
get
Yeah.
a piece of.
You
But by
must be right.
including more people,
Fungers
you know,
make
in the
games,
industry
please.
by
Please,
becoming
please, girl makes
creators
games.
of
Shut
this
up. I want to
medium,
see
we
games
actually
because
expand the
you
medium.
girls make
Expand
games.
it
That's what you're
beyond
called.
just
Girls make
entertainment.
games. Show us
I
what
think
games
that
you made.
speaks
Show us
very
what
heavily
games you
to me
made.
as a problem solver. Is like when I look at video games, it's such an underutilized tool for social change, and I think like
Your
that.
skin
I
color
can
doesn't
see
subscribe
Susanna
you.
kind of
Huge
has been on
disappointment
the
today.
forefront
Yeah,
of that.
man. The
And
Take Two Little Con L.
coming in
It was
as an
the most
outsider to the games industry, I was just kind of blown
boring
away that,
part
oh
of
my God, you can do
E3.
so much. Like
I
9
swear
out of
this is
10
the
kids
most
play
boring
video
part of it.
games.
It's such a
You know, not 9
disappointing
out of 10
appointment.
boys, 9 out of 10 kids.
They're
We're
gonna be
talking
done in
about literally changing perceptions
35
and
minutes.
inspiring and educating
And they've only shown.
generation after generation.
That's so
And
fucking.
yet that power rests in the hands
Guys,
of
I'm
like a select
gonna
few.
smoke again. I know.
And I think when you think about it, not just from a corporate responsibility,
You're
but as
not
a social
showing games.
responsibility, like what
They're
are we
just
putting out there
talking
for our kids
for
to
1
consume? I think
hour.
we need to bring in pretty much everyone, anyone and everyone who's interested in building a future together in that. So between the
just
pie and the corporate
talking.
responsibility, I feel like there's a lot that
And they're
that
of
gets
different
lost. Like I
color,
think there's a
of
big
different.
dichotomy between these are people that are doing good
Jesus.
and these are people that are self-serving, but it doesn't work like that. We have to work together, and everyone does kind of go between what's good for me and what's good for everyone, you know. So
thank you for
Gonna
bringing that
cry,
concept up, Layla. The codependency. We are
They
all
probably trash
community
anyway,
members in this
Enix.
pipeline, and we have to be active, deliberate in our processes, in our systems, how we tackle this problem. Before we end this
Bro, I hide.
conversation, there's
Finally,
tons of
finally,
questions that
finally.
we
You hear
have
that?
that we want to ask
Finally,
you. So
finally,
I'm going
finally,
to
finally,
pause right
finally,
now and give
finally,
our our
Finally.
esteemed questionnaires a chance to
Finally.
ask their questions that are top of mind related
Let's
to our
go. Q&A. Okay. When is GTA 6 coming
so
out?
we're going to start it off with some questions from our other video game industry experts here. We've got Carrie. She's an executive
talking about me,
producer from
guys.
Private Division. We also have Vanetta, who's a director of talent acquisition with Take-Two, and Mir, he's the head of mobile for Take-Two. So go ahead and fire it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony. The first question is for Layla, but certainly open to having
Who's
the rest of
Layla?
our
Where
panelists
is
answer the
Layla?
question.
Oh,
But at the
there
beginning
she's
of
Layla.
your career, did you
We're
ever
talking.
imagine
Shut up! Oh my
being a
god!
career
Nah, man, we
within
just
an
been mean.
industry that is predominantly male
Like, I believe if I had to chill with those
and
guys, it would be
what
awesome
is
times.
your
But for
advice
someone who came here
for
to see
other
games,
young
it's
women
disappointing.
that are interested in
It's
taking
just
a similar
sorry,
path
but
to
it
where
is.
you are today?
Thank you, Juanetta. I don't think I really envisioned being in a male-dominated industry, although I did envision being in a male-dominated
Jesus,
world.
stop it
Because
with
I grew up
men
in the
and
Middle
women.
East,
We are
and I
the
was trained to
fucking
really love being
same.
a girl, and how my life was going to turn out to
A
be different from
male-dominated
my male
industry.
peers or my brothers or my
Fire
cousins
these
or any of
fools.
that.
Yeah,
I was
man,
fortunate
fire.
that
Jesus,
my
nobody
my
cares if
parents
you're a
were very
woman, if
supportive
you're
and
a
they
man.
wanted me to
You're a
pursue
fucking
whatever
human,
dream
and
I
that's
wanted.
everything that fucking
But I
matters.
think
Doesn't matter
having
if you have a
that
dick or a
mindset and coming
pussy.
from a world that
Just
was
don't be
very
a
much
pussy and
male-dominated
don't be a dick.
already prepared me
Guys
for,
fucking quote me on
you
that.
know,
That was
hey,
some.
whatever I
That
end up doing, there's going
was
to be
such a
more
fucking
boys
based
or men
work type
than
shit.
me. I
Doesn't
think
matter if
the
you're a
piece of
man. No, it
advice
doesn't
that I
matter
would
if
really
you have a
give
pain.
girls is
It doesn't
to
matter if you're a dick.
honestly not think
If you have
about
a
your
dick or a
gender when you
pussy,
think about
just
what
don't
you
be
want
a
to pursue,
pussy or a dick.
because it's
That's
all
some work
about
shit,
you
man. What the fuck am
specifically.
I?
You might end up liking
Holy
things
fucking
that
shit, man.
people, even your age, your geographic
I actually love
location,
the
your
people, but this community
educational
is
background,
had
or
every day. I
your
only get on weekend
family
a week
might not have
for
heard of
games.
or even thought of.
I came
And
here
that
to
is
see
all of
games,
the
not
things that I
talking.
ended
Yeah,
up
man.
doing were things that
Honestly.
didn't match anything that I had seen in my own environment, but I just kind of pursued what I wanted to. And then two is to kind of use a very selective hearing. I think you have to kind of develop selective hearing, listen to the people that care about you, that love you, and encourage you in being more of who you are, and diminish the voices of people who say you can't do things because it's never been done, or that's not how it is, or that's not how the world works. The way the world works is based on the world that we build, and we're continually building a new world. So it doesn't matter how things are done now; they're going to be done a different way as you grow up, and you can be part of building that world. So those would be like my two pieces of advice.
That's the smartest thing she said during
what you want
whole
and
part.
Develop selective
The whole Take-Two.
All right. My question is for Susanna, but also open to anyone else who would like to answer. And I think Gordon kind of hit it.
Oh, she started talking. That's so cute.
He said that most of us didn't
no
have
board games. This is the most cringe talk I've ever seen.
In that boat, I didn't have any programs.
I don't think these people play games at all, and I will be so damn.
Definitely had to,
damn, Aron,
not
woke.
necessarily an accident, but
Preach.
really had to work in a different way, harder.
Holy
than
fucking
most.
shit, man! That's a fucking dope code.
My
What they
question,
just said.
Susanna, for you is,
somebody code this and
can
send
you
it
share
on
an
Twitter
example of how your
or
program
Instagram.
has impacted someone that has participated, or a few people?
Sure. So as I said, our program is 6 years old in New York City. We're a bit younger in the other cities that we're operating in, and there are opportunities now that kids all over the country can participate. But we saw in New York a very particularly strong cohort. We're actually in over 125 schools right now in New York City, and there are some Rockstar teachers that have encouraged their kids to participate year on year on year. And that to me,
thank you, Hellboy37 for subscribing. You're the best. You're not the best. Every person watches this top notch. But thank you for subscribing. These people think Candy Crush is a video game.
Find value.
Bro, I haven't laughed so much during a stream. You guys are so fucking funny.
And making it a part of an annual program within.
Is that Linus sipping? No, it's popcorn without sugar.
There's one young woman in particular.
I'm socially awkward.
I think she won.
I'm not sipping lead.
Like our theme category the first time round. When she participated as a sophomore. The junior year, she won again. And by the senior year, she was a grand prize winner in New York City. And I hear that she then followed on with a full scholarship to NYU Game Center. Right. And it was just amazing. And I just remember she was invited to speak at the Games for Change Festival after she won. It must have been the second year. I don't think it was the third year. and she came and we were having a panel, a conversation about, you know, the program, and she was invited to speak on it, and her father came with her and followed her around the entire, like, 2 days she was there with a camera
We want
recording her
games. Stop
experience
talking, show
in
anything.
this,
True.
you know,
The
professional
games are too complicated
environment.
for women,
Not
man.
only when she was
That's not
speaking,
real.
when she was sitting and watching
Sleeping,
the
I
other
just
people on
got
stage,
to go
and
outside,
it
you
was
guys. That's how
so
bad it is.
awesome to
I
see
stay
that kind
logged
of
in Aron
support
lol.
within her family.
If it wasn't for
And
you,
like,
I
all
would
right,
turn
you've
this
got
off immediately. Yeah, man,
educators
that's
supporting
so.
this young
Thank
woman,
you,
this
man. Thank you.
pathway. She's got her family,
If I was
and
here,
actually,
I would
since she
scream silly
graduated, I've seen
baka.
other
What
kids in
is
her
silly
family come
baka?
through the
I
program.
don't get it.
But it takes that kind of multiple supports from different directions to really support this young woman who is a woman of color from Brooklyn, who found her path, right? And she got the right supports, and she got there. And now I also understand that she's launched her own studio and is raising money, you know, on Kickstarter.
It's the most boring people in the world.
That's awesome. Thanks
That's
for sharing
so
that story.
mad.
That's so cool.
Near, do you have a question for our panelists?
Go.
Yeah, hi.
Where's GTA 6?
So my question is to Gordon. I'm looking at LGBTQ representation in gaming. I've been in gaming for more than 12 years, and it feels to me that representation is a bit low than what you would expect, what I see in tech in other sectors. Do you have some data or some thoughts about that? Is that the fair estimation? And if so, why is that? And what are the main challenges that LGBTQ individuals face in this industry?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you a little history here. So when we started GGP about 15 years ago, which is not that long ago in corporate times, queer people only existed on an anonymous mailing list, anonymous to each other.
I'm here for
okay, because employment safety, which is still a concern
exactly.
globally.
Leave, you're a fucking legend. We are the same. That's everything.
All of us lived with. So
we are the fucking same. I'll code myself again. It doesn't matter if you have a penis or a pussy. Just don't be a pussy or a dick.
Employment safety. So
fuck type shit. Fuck.
That is the number one reason why. And just in this new recent history,
they have 25 more minutes to show us something.
And value in
Please
each
show
other,
us something.
So as to aggregate and to even acknowledge each other, okay, and to build systemic ties.
You don't have to make that like fucking annoying.
Take-Two,
no offense. I mean, I know gay people. I'm not friends with them. I could be, but
to
the thing I hate the most about these gay people is the way they talk.
Industry, right? Escaping from the
it's
industry.
Annoying. It's cringe.
Affinity, right? Like right? To employee resource groups and corporate leaders like Tony existing, right? And
they're literally losing viewers by the second.
Business resource. And so in other technology,
bro, they lost like 20k people with this thing. What the
like
fuck?
To say in the batter that the queer identity
over
is
25
value,
minutes fun.
And there's customers, there's of course creators, there's of course business leaders and owners.
For your boy Aron.
All walks, and in the optimum business, you would cultivate, all types of people. As a game craft, we are still in generation 1. You even asking this question.
Let's do something. You like
Aron. You are the out there with your machete, chopping down bamboo.
What I want to say is, if they don't show games, donate 1k. No, don't donate $1 to me if they won't show games.
Okay.
$1. If they don't show anything related to gaming, donate me $1. Each person that watches, if they don't show games, just donate $1. I'll literally make $90 of them not showing games.
All join and participate.
Yeah, the way they talk. Gaming professionals, what the fuck? That's exactly my reaction, man. What the fuck is going on?
Wherever you may be on or off your path.
I've been live for 3 hours. This is the longest live I've ever done, and the ending is so fucking disappointing.
Right?
So freaking stupid. Exactly. It's what the fuck, man? Like, just chill, man. Show some games. It's freaking E3. It's not TED Talks or something. It's not a reality show. It's not a podcast. It's a gaming event. you don't show a game, I'm gonna
You don't
throw
gotta be
my
a member to
PS5 in.
say this is an
I know
important
you're not gonna
issue.
do that.
And
You're
in
just
fact,
flexing
a
that you have
lot
a
of the
PS5.
work that we do
Be
at a
honest.
corporate level
Be honest.
is saying,
Yep.
hey,
Okay,
you don't
leave
have to
Village
do
in
all
the
the
who
work.
just subscribed. Oh, you haven't
Right?
been a
You
subscriber,
don't have
man.
to
You've
push
been
the
so
rock
active to the
that's sitting
stream.
on you.
Thank you, man, for
We're gonna
subscribing.
help
You're
you
an
push
amazing
that
person.
rock.
Love seeing
That's
you on the
on you.
lives.
It's not on me, but I can help
You're so
push.
funny and you're so
Right?
fun
Because I can see
to
it.
chat with. Thank you for subscribing.
It's on you. And so asking these questions,
I literally haven't
corporate
heard
support,
that, and I'm
time, right? 3 T's, time, talent, and treasure.
talking. Guys, hold on.
We'll move this discussion forward.
Yeah, I am. You're just flexing. See, I told you you're
Otherwise,
flexing.
just get at me.
Come on, games. Show us games, please. I donated the sub. Does that count? Yeah, it counts. Everybody, if they don't show games, just subscribe. If you're not subscribed. Hey, Emerald. Hey, hey. Yeah. Come again to the stream.
Most of our
When you think Volition will show anything? I guess by the end of summer, well, in August probably. That's my safe bet. I donated my time. That's true. Donate your. That's fact.
Content around equity,
Oh, he's
inclusion,
still
belonging,
talking.
and not just LGBT.
Bro, they literally have
we just had our second Indigenous Game Creators panel yesterday. Big hit because you know what? Indigenous creation has always been here. Always
then when
been
we
here.
5, it's 12.
In August,
they
we're
have
going to be doing
22
our first
more
DGP honors, which is going to be honoring the best in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in our craft. So we're going to be lifting up the people who do the work, right? Every day in our ERGs, in our executive suites, like Dr. Liggins, right? These people need to be
the big fucking question
as well.
Don't care about this.
The same way that we cultivate engineers,
to some extent we might
artists,
care, because they might
other
leave
things
something
that we
or say
value,
something,
right?
Or that says
things that we value need to be cultivated. So we're going to be getting to do that
so
work.
fucking
August, tune in, front page of Twitch. It's going to be
You're the most disappointing part of this whole E3.
Awesome, thank you.
Not cringe. Yes, it is
time
cringe.
for one more question,
okay, baby.
So let's.
I'm
go
all ears.
for
I'm
it.
simping for you, baby.
Got their last burning question.
Okay, last question. Come on, let's go.
Oh, I have several questions.
Burn.
No, just one.
We'll just speak. I have to come from the affinity group, ERG, BRG perspective. So, Gordon, thank you for touching on that.
What y'all think the next Smash DLC gonna be?
Gordon, as someone that represents a member
I don't know,
of
homie.
an ERG as well as a leader of an ERG.
I really hope the backlash finds its way to this. Better not be format for it. Yeah, facts. I do hope so.
Just starting out,
hidden in the hood, whether be
those that are established in organizations that are looking for ways to further embed themselves into the
games,
business,
not conversation.
so that that better versus the pricing that you're talking about.
Also, I mean, to add to that, I think the something that a few of us have touched on earlier is an old adage from the business world: you can't manage what you can't measure. If you don't have a way to see how your progress
I'm just playing old school run scheme. Just started an account. That is what is getting.
Well, I think something's working. Okay. Just keep doing that. And business people,
Unreal Engine 5 is someone open world since there's a separate branch on their
let's just keep
Unreal 4.
investing in a thing
Anyway,
that I don't know the
in
results
GitHub,
of.
which means that Nani will somewhat open
here,
source and imagine it
following year we were here.
Okay.
Not only
how did they do worse than Verizon? Yeah, how do you guys did worse than those guys? Jesus, you are take fucking two. You are fucking the bosses when it comes to publishing games.
That they're saying that they want to see. The positive feedback loop of being able to say, here's data
Master
that
Chief
shows
could
that
be in
what
there
we're doing is having an impact on our objectives, and rewarding that partner or those partners for that investment and for that support. That's really key to building a positive feedback loop around investing in diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, what Jim said, but I'd still say make it mobile. God, if you could move that needle like 0.2%, anything, you can't get cut. You can't get cut then, right? There's no way, no one can say budget's tight when you're moving that needle 0.2%, right?
Okay.
No, the scale at which we all operate, it's pretty staggering when you think about it. When you aggregate how much revenue and profit goes and gross profit goes in the games business for a meaningful moving of the needle of DEI, comparatively speaking, it's not a huge amount of money. It's to have a really big demonstrable impact, measurable impact. If we aggregate our dollars and really focus on some key objectives, we can really move the needle in a way that's going to frankly,
And
when you
there's
start seeing things
Intel's
work,
offerings
people
for
get excited.
photorealistic image
It worked. Let's
enhancement,
keep
which is
doing it.
sort
Let's
of
keep
like
doing it. And
AI
it gets
image
bigger and
overlay
bigger and bigger. And
filtering
that's
that can
why the
overlay
loss and
real
fond
photos
is what
over
it
the
is. It's an
rendered
endowment
image
because
of a
we want to
game.
see
What?
it have
Man,
an
that's
impact
crazy.
in aggregate over time, over
The one more day
generations,
until
and
Nintendo,
support students
baby.
for decades to
So
come.
horrible, I have no words.
Not
Yep,
just have it
exactly,
be
pirate.
this fiscal
Takes
year.
Two
What can we
Prestige
do?
Day, yeah, to the end of Saints Row 1.
Awesome. Thank
Yep,
you.
no, even that
One
was
more
better.
thing, just to let it go, is just keep
But I
saying
get it.
black out loud. Right? Let's get back to black is beautiful. We've been residing in Black Lives Matter for a long time, and we need to be back to like black and proud and black and beautiful. And so your existence, right? And saying it and saying positive outcomes after the word black is meaningful each and every day that you can do it in your ERG.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Thank you.
Good question. We've got time for more. What else do we have?
Fucking hell, they want show games.
I'll go if we have time for more.
Jeez.
Layla, how have you been able to actually connect with the people in the community to bring awareness for your programs? Like, how do you actually gather people to participate, and especially like in the very beginning?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this
so
is like a
the first
work
camp
meeting.
in 2014, we literally barged into a maker fair with flyers, and we were just going around and being like, you look like you would love video games because you're playing with robots right now. So
she's official.
But I think it's pretty much
you guys
primarily
the
been
best?
word of mouth
he's
originally,
a big channel.
but then when we ended up partnering with the game studios and game companies, that really helped elevate the program and the PR. I think Susanna touched on that. It's like it actually legitimized us and then kind of made us really cool. Like, hey, you can go make games
a friend anniversary with one of my best friends. That's dope.
You can actually make a game at Xbox, it's a PlayStation, Nintendo, Take-Two. You can go into their offices, meet the developers, and make these games. And I think that cool factor has kind of really helped us out. When it comes to speakers and people who want to mentor and be involved, that's been a lot easier because a lot of our teachers end up being
one of my favorite tracks of this year from my Romanian trap work.
Say things like,
got
I
a
wish
video.
This existed when I was
you know what I'm gonna do after this live, baby?
Go to it, but at least
gonna
I get
edit
to be part of it and
this
give
part
back
of
to
the
kids.
live
And then same thing
and
for
name
mentors
something
and
like
speakers.
Takes Two
so
presentation
in
in a
wanting
nutshell.
to give back and wanting to welcome
Okay,
new
okay.
voices
Well,
into the
now
industry.
about games, yeah.
We haven't really
we are black and bored.
In fact, we get
People like this is why there is rise. Bro, that's too much.
This is a very fortunate
These
problem
people
to
laugh
have
at
where
why they
we're getting pulled in 100 directions
the
because
chicken cross
we're
the
needed
road.
in 100 directions, as opposed to us telling people that, hey, this is important, pay attention, and look at what we're doing. So I would say it's been very organic.
Okay,
and
they have 15 more
really the tide is turning. We're building a new industry. We're building on the industry that we have, but we're also building a new part of the industry together. So it's really exciting.
Mayonnaise is spicy.
Thank you. Thanks, Layla. And thank you to our panelists. You guys
I'm a
been
sim
very
for that.
inspirational.
I'm a sim for Tony, baby.
And have left us with a lot
Guys,
of
please
great
help me hook up with Tony.
to take away, to take back to
I don't know. Ask her on Twitter if she's single because I really want to make out with her.
make a deliberate impact.
She looks great. She wears glasses like me.
And this whole
is
world
what I
of
like to
diversity
be
and
with,
equity and
baby.
inclusion in the video game industry. So thank you all. Thank you, the viewers, for joining.
Okay,
and,
okay.
Have fun at the virtual E3 conference.
Okay. To find out more, okay, I don't fucking care. Okay, let's go. They have 15 more minutes. Let's go.
I think ever since Mega Man X, I've just loved it.
What? It's only the best thing happening right now. We need the communist gaming more interesting. At this point, I'm feeling not ready to show GTA, yeah. Because many people left. Like, come on. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What the Bro, I'm mad as fuck right now.
Game of all time. Whenever somebody asks me the deserted on an island question, Mega Man X is the game.
I would say Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is the reason why I started to become really
yeah, we don't dare.
Life and
oh man, I was so scared that it was over.
Intelligent and curious.
It's over.
Great as her.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh,
I
hell
feel
yeah.
like that was the first video game that I've ever played where I've seen
Same.
so many black people in
Oh.
one game and felt like, oh my gosh, my people. You got the Isley Brothers playing on the radio? Like, oh yes, this is where I need to be.
Parappa the Rapper on PlayStation. Man, bring that back,
I'm
PlayStation.
done.
Parappa got more bars than
That was
half
such
the
a
industry
troll.
right now. So I
Jesus
recommend that you
fucking
all go check it out 'cause it's one of my
Christ.
favorites.
I think it might be Apex Legends, and I know, the thing you're most excited about is the thing that you've just done. But
Wait, so
truly,
they are
I
showing
have been
games?
waiting
Man, I
my
sure
entire life
hope so.
to
At least
play
10 minutes of
characters
games.
like
At least 10 minutes of games.
It's changed my life.
My favorite game is, without question, absolutely League of Legends.
Jesus.
It's been like a decade since release, and it's still
Jesus,
just at the
League
top
of
of the
yo,
charts,
bro,
and
bro,
it's where I go
chill,
with
bro,
all my
bro,
friends
bro,
and
no,
hang
no,
out.
no,
It's my go-to.
bro,
That
no.
was the first female I actually ever seen play video games. Was my mother, and she loved 007. And we would all play. Me, my brother, my mother, and my dad, and we would just go crazy in that game. Have game
They
nights
didn't
and
want to
everything.
hear what we had to say.
Sega, on Sega, because that will teach you about life right quick. That was hard.
Okay.
I've said it many times. TV should have his own segment. Every time he's on camera, I'm just like cracking
Games,
up.
games,
Love him.
games,
Anyway, welcome back to E3
games.
2021. Do not forget to check out e3expo.com/shop for your E3 2021 needs.
Look like this. Don't you want to look like this, young man?
You want to look
Oh,
just
I'm
like
gonna
me.
cop that.
You wanna look
Nah,
like
I'm not.
a schlub like me? I'm in a
I don't want to
bomber
cop
jacket.
the
Nobody
worst
likes me. Or do you
E3
wanna
in
be
my
in an
fucking
E3
life.
bomber jacket? And everybody
They're
likes
not
it.
showing
All
games.
the kids want to look just like me, anyway.
Okay.
Only kids.
Anyway, we do need to give a big thank you to Razer. Do you see our lovely little Razer Blade laptops here? And then we're in the Razer Isker chair. Oh, sorry, you didn't get one.
I got the chair, though.
You did,
Talk
and
about the
they're
lumbar.
amazing. The
Those
lumbar
nails
support
are
is
backwards.
on
What
point,
the fuck is
y'all.
T-Pain doing on here?
So it's like you need that lumbar support. It
Man,
makes you stand up
that's the
straight.
thing is, if you're not a tall person, you don't understand.
Aaron,
how
don't
hard
hire
it is to be tall.
expectation.
And that's always embarrassing, right? Go, oh,
Please.
Right. Sorry about that.
Okay, be nice, gentlemen.
The pain I'm feeling right now. I don't have a laptop. Greg make fun of me. You know what? I quit. No, I'm kidding.
No, you know
I'll
what
quit
was
too.
low-key the best thing? Yesterday, they were like, Golden Boy, can you put your chair up higher? Can you put your
Yeah, I couldn't-
chair up
I
higher?
couldn't
And
do
Greg
it.
and I were being so nice. We were not saying anything. We were just like, okay. Anyway, my
pain,
producer's
the
like, move it
pain.
along, Jackie. So we did this great segment earlier where we were talking about 90s games and the impact that they had on us. And I kind of went off the rails and started talking about
There's
Chrono
no way they're
Trigger
gonna
and
show a
Illusion
game
of
in the
Gaia
next 10 minutes.
at length. But you
Bet
both
it.
didn't really get a chance to talk about the games that have had a huge effect on you. So I wanted to hear both of y'all just be like, hey,
Bro,
this
I've been
game
live for
changed my
4 fucking
life.
hours.
So
What the fuck?
you're in the hot seat first.
How the fuck have I
You're
been
right
live
next
for
to
so
me.
long?
Hi.
Yay.
It was honestly a
easy
fun thing to
answer
do,
for,
man.
For me,
I think I'll do it tomorrow as well.
will
I do
just
have
give
a
mention,
video
it was
planned
a
after
game
this.
that
Gonna
brought
be
me
up
and
in
my
like
brother
1 hour. I
together.
don't fucking know.
We were always, big green
Jesus
brothers,
fucking
right? It's just how it is with siblings. But both of us sitting down playing that campaign, it was great.
How my cam on
myself
nerd is now.
personally, one of the games that had a profound impact on me was, funny enough, Final Fantasy VII. It was the first RPG
Who
that I ever
cares?
played, and it began this infatuation with RPGs. And there was a point in time, folks, where the PlayStation, I swear to God, just had nothing but RPG games. I feel like every other month there was like a new RPG coming out, but that just started.
Nah, bro, there won't be. Guys, we're 70 people now. Usually when I end streams, there's like 5 people, and I'm not exaggerating. Thank you for making it to the end. Come on. Not gonna show anything. Gonna talk and clap. Fucking want to waste another 9 minutes of our lives with this live stream. It's been fun at the start, but when Take-Two came, it was just
things that put me on this path
was
here,
just
right? But I think for impactful games, the first
it
thing that
hurt
comes to mind
a
is
lot.
more modern. I think a Gone
So
Home.
thank you guys, you're
Yeah,
70
okay,
people
Gone
who are
Home,
still
of course,
watching
right?
me.
It's a walking
We've been
simulator,
close to
and
400
when Gone Home
people.
hit, I was
I'm
told
extremely
by
thankful
everyone on the
for
internet
that. I
to
love
go
each
play it
person
and
who
read nothing about
randomly
it, which means
chose
I'll
to
now
watch my
spoil
live
Gone
stream.
Home for you.
Really meant a lot.
I
We
played
got
that
some new
game like so many
subscribers.
people did,
There's no
thinking
issue
it
that
was
we
a
have no
horror game.
donations.
And then slowly there's
But
this side story
thank you
building
all.
whereby,
Thank you
your
all for
sister,
staying and
she's
watching my
missing
live
and what's
streams.
going on with it, and you're reading the notes
If you're
she's
new,
left.
consider
And slowly
subscribing
over
and checking out my
time, it's
content.
like, oh my God, like
And
she's
what can I
falling in
say?
love.
It's
Oh
been
my
a
God,
fun.
she's
It's been
discovering
joy.
she's
It's
gay.
been
Oh my-
it's been
and then it was
amazing
like,
to
wait a
spend
second.
is this
It's
game
close
a
to
horror
4
game at all,
hours
or is
with
it
you
all
guys.
about
It's
that
been
relationship? And
so
it was all
cool.
about that relationship.
And
yeah,
yeah, bro, I hate video
no
game
video
all of them.
game, no work of
Love you
fiction,
too.
of
Thank
course,
you,
that
Alex,
tell
for
you
loving me the
exactly
same
what it's
way.
like to be LGBTQ.
Shrek 5.
But for
Anyway,
me,
GTA 7
as
boys, let's go.
a hetero
Yeah, we're just
white
making
male
some
where
banter
everything is
now,
great
but
all the time,
honestly,
right?
it
This
comes
was
from
a
the heart
window
what
at
they
least
just said.
into it, of what
So
that
thank you guys. This was
discovery is
the end of the
like
live
and
stream.
the pressure of it
All
and
love,
what you're
bro. All
going
love
through.
for
And it
everybody.
opened up a window of empathy that I've
I
heard stories
love you,
before,
Daddy.
but you kind of
All the loves you,
experience
babe.
it, you know, in a video game.
Thank you.
Way, being in
Thank
there
you,
and reading
people.
these intimate thoughts
Like,
at a level
you are
that I don't
fucking
get in
amazing.
a passing conversation.
As always,
with somebody. It was so
have a good
powerful
one.
that when that game ended, I felt like I had a brand new empathy for what LGBTQ people have to go through, of course.